Right, I have to, because I have to watch Harry.
I'll do that.
But
I'll do that too. I want to do both.
Oh, we're live. Hey! Hello, Internet. My name is Trin Garitano, and I work at Cards Against Humanity. And today, I'm going to be hosting Secret Hitler here in the office. I'm your stream dad. So I'll be here to enforce all of the rules and give some corporal punishment, I suppose. We're going to go around, and everybody's going to say hello. Sound good? Great. We're going to start with Bravo.
Hi, I'm Bravo.
You did great.
I'm Rachel.
She did good too.
I'm Cher.
I was waiting for you.
No, I'm Kevin.
No, you did fine.
Man, Trent didn't give dad approval at all there. Hi, I'm Bill. I'm a comedian and I do stuff. You should follow me on the internet.
Wow.
Hi, my name is technically Corey, and you should not follow me on the internet.
Hi, my name is Veronica. It did not fit on the
Hi, I'm Ari. It fit very easily.
I'm Maya. I'm Carla. It's good to be back.
Yay. Thank you all
Pandering.
for joining us.
Sorry.
We're going to go through the rules real quick for anybody who's just joining us, and also for Rachel, because this is her first time ever playing this game. Everybody clap for Rachel, I've decided. So again, the game is called Secret Hitler, which means there is a secret Hitler. He is secret, or she is secret, and nobody knows who they are. The year is 1939. It's Germany.
It's cold.
It's freezing. We all ran out of wood for our wood fires. That doesn't make any sense. So there are two teams, the liberals and the fascists. In 1939, in Germany, the liberals were the good guys and the fascists obviously were the bad guys. It is also indicated by the board. If Haley wants to take a look at our board, see how the liberal is blue and the fascist is red? Just like in Star Wars, blue means good guys, red means bad guys. We will have 10 players. 6 of them will be liberals, 3 of them will be fascists, and 1 of them is the secret Hitler. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to go around the circle, and the first person is going to try and pass a nasty policy or a good policy, and we'll just go around. And I feel like that's a pretty good description of like the overview, and people will get it as we keep going. Sound okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're the dad.
Maya, what do you think?
I think that sounds great.
Thanks, Maya.
You're welcome.
Maya is the new community manager for Secret Hitler, and she's going to take over my job after this.
Great. I'm not dreading it at all.
No, Maya, you're going to do amazing.
I'm going to do so great.
Have you seen you? You're amazing.
Nope, I haven't.
So the first thing we're going to do is pick the first player, and I do this in a very strategic way. Bill, pick a number 1 through 5.
3.
That was the number, actually.
I don't want to be the first black president again. So Maya should be the first black president.
Hey!
I've decreed it.
No, I mean, this is a very
Near
important
though.
procedure, and I did this very scientifically, and Bill, I'm sorry, but you are going to be the first president.
Fine.
All right, well, whatever.
Which one is?
It
Nope.
is.
Okay,
A privilege
for-
and a burden.
That's right. Both of
So
those
now
things
we've
are true.
decided that, we are going to figure out what team we're on. We've got to pass out these little envelopes, which will give you whether you're a fascist, a liberal, or Hitler, and then also 2 cards. One says ja and one says nein. That's German for yes and no.
None of you guys see her face right now. That's the best part. She did a freeze frame. Also, we should give a shout out to our sponsor, which is not Pabst Blue Ribbon.
You should have to really give us some money for as much
Yo.
as we drink.
I thought this was part of the board set.
Speaking of Pabst Blue Ribbon, can someone pass me a Pabst Blue Ribbon?
So
Thank
at the
you.
moment right now, everybody's opening their envelopes and
right,
having a look at what role they have. There are 4 cards. Again, you'll see what team you are, what your
Don't
role
take them out.
is,
Don't
and
take them out. Do
don't
not take them out.
They're ja and nein. You are going to take 2 cards out of your packet, and they're the ones that say ja and nein because you'll be using them. The other 2 cards you want to keep secret, as secret as perhaps Hitler.
Perhaps.
I'm not.
Not exactly, just perhaps.
But leave the other 2 cards
Still in speculation.
inside of the envelope. Just the ja and nein.
My cards are upside down.
Oh, god damn it, Bill!
Everyone
It's not my
is
fault.
secret, but only one is Hitler.
Hey Trent, so what do the other 2 cards in my packet mean if I've never played this before?
The one is your party card. It says whether you are liberal or fascist. The other card is your role card. So that will either say liberal, fascist, or Hitler. And obviously there are a bunch of packets that have 2 liberal cards or 2 fascist cards, but the idea is that we don't want you to determine who's Hitler based on who has 4 cards in their packet.
Right.
That would suck and be lame. And the secret would not be so secret any longer.
It took me a long time to figure that out, actually, why that works. Because, yeah, you'd feel the difference when you're passing it out.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
It's very heavy. Heavy is the load that bears the Hitler.
Heavy is the load.
I really screwed the pooch on that.
Dad says be quiet, it's time to go to bed. Everybody put your fists out in front of you.
Wow.
Everybody keep your eyes closed. Now pay attention very closely to what I'm going to say next, especially new players, because this is where sometimes things get all fucked up. Hitler, keep your eyes closed as you can. With your eyes closed, I would like you to lift your thumb out of the Hitler hole and wiggle it around a bit so we can see who the Hitler is. By we, I mean just me, because everybody's eyes are closed. Now, fascists. You're going to open your eyes, but Hitler will keep his or her eyes closed. I should be seeing 3 sets of eyes looking around the room at each other, noticing who they are, their brethren, their fascist brethren, and the flappy thumb of Hitler. Hitler, please put your thumb back into the thumb bunker. Fascists, please close your eyes. Everyone put your fist back in your lap. And now you can open your eyes.
Okay.
You all did really well.
Thanks, Dad.
That stresses me every single time I play. I'm
I
like,
know.
someone's gonna look like this is gonna get fun.
I know,
Every single time.
I would
Am allowed
say
to
2
do that?
times out of 10 people figured it out.
Yes.
And I just
Okay.
want to say that I really appreciate you using both Hitler hole and thumb bunker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in contention. That's
I
like,
like thumb bunker.
that's like UNC Duke fight right there.
I feel like Hitler hole hits certain notes in your brain that
Alliteration.
thumb bunker doesn't quite tickle,
Yeah.
but same vice versa.
I don't think I want anything tickling my Hitler hole.
I don't want anything tickling my thumb bunker either.
Well, that I can get behind.
Please don't kink shame,
Right.
okay? No kink shaming.
How
This is a
dare you
safe
kink shame
space.
Hitler?
I was talking about my own preferences.
Valid.
Great.
So now we're going to start the game. Bill knows how to play, but I'm going to narrate for the people who don't know what the hell is going on. Bill, as the first president, is going to pick the first 3 cards off of the policy deck, but before he does that, he's going to enchancel a chancellor.
Amazing.
Please choose your chancellor and enchancel them.
Well, I was gonna pick Carlin any fucking way, and it actually makes sense
Oh,
because
give it
she's
up
at
for
the
black
end of the
people.
table.
Clap. You
That
can
works.
clap.
Why are we clapping? That's so weird.
It's good
Wait, we're
to-
going this way, right?
It's good to encourage people.
Yeah.
Is that clockwise?
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
This is the way I clock.
Bill, that makes me feel nice.
So now we have chose somebody to be enchancelled, and everybody at the table gets to decide whether or not they think that's a good idea. Do you guys want to argue for a little while?
I feel like
It's very early in the game.
it's
Somebody
pretty
else
early.
wants to argue, I'll argue with
I'm
them.
feeling okay about it.
Of course.
Okay. It's not as towards the end
So,
as I usually like.
for the people who haven't played before, I'm sorry, were you? I
Well,
interrupted you.
that was the end of my sentence.
Okay.
I usually like to pick someone like towards the end that we'll get to eventually, and I feel like she's like halfway through, so it's like not quite as
Yeah.
towards the end for comfort, but like I'm still okay with it because what are we doing? We don't know.
Yeah, you are correct in that I could have gone it to any one of these people, but these 2 haven't played before, really.
Yeah, truth.
And Carlin's technically at the end of the table, and that's what my brain did.
It's a mental thing.
And also, she's the best. So,
And it made me feel good.
yeah.
That's a
Aw,
good reason.
Oh,
friendship.
positivity.
I like it.
So now is the time where everybody votes yeah or nay, yes or no, as to whether or not they think this is a good pairing. Bill, as the president, will you please count us down?
Sure. 1, 2, 3.
What?
Now the people who said
German.
I
nine,
only know a couple.
please raise your hands. Vermonica,
Yeah.
please explain your 9.
This is my traditional no.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It comes when someone does something illogical.
Veronica's
Logical.
Oh.
The logic is super sound. Carlin is the best.
I agree with that.
There's only one premise.
I like to choose the person who will be president furthest from now.
Right,
Yes.
that's what I
Usually
said.
doesn't get involved in the game, and I think Carlin is too close.
That's
all.
what Maya said as well. Yeah.
That's all.
That's fair.
Now at this
You do
time,
that.
at
all
this
the
time,
time.
Bill will take the first 3 policies
Put a
off
game
of the
with
top
you,
of the
like,
deck.
no, every time.
and he's going to look at them. Everybody please close your eyes.
You won't
Because
have.
this is not a blind game, he'll be showing his cards to the camera.
Right. You don't normally have to do this part with the eyes closing.
Right. Now Bill will discard one of these cards and indicate which one that is, put it in the discard pile, and hand those two to Carlin. Carlin, you can open your eyes because or else handing these off will be difficult. And everybody can open their eyes because we all know what cards Carlin has.
Yeah.
So let's say hand the
Which is the
discard
discard?
first to
Discard.
Corey.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's the discard. This is the discard.
On the thing.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It is a fashion
Uh-oh.
Ask me what I got. 2 fascist cards.
That is correct. That's what I gave her, and I discarded a fascist card.
Seems pretty fishy, guys.
I'm going to give you
For the-
one piece of
Also, like,
information
the
before
deck
I
has a
leave you
ton of
guys
fascist
and let you to
cards.
be full-grown adults on your own.
We're not ready.
Dad.
We're not ready.
You're ready? I believe in you guys.
Thank you.
You've been beautiful children. You've been very easy to raise. Your mother, Jennifer, and I are proud. But the one piece of information that I'm going to leave my beautiful sons with is that because a fascist policy was enacted, Bill has a special power, which he gets to see what the party of whoever he wants at the table is. So you will show him just your party card, not your role. So the one that does not have a face on it. Bill, best of luck.
Wait, Bill, before you do that, Trin, Dad, before you go, I have a question.
Yes.
How many of each of those cards are in that
That's a good
deck?
question. I was going to make her do the same
Corby,
thing.
do you know? Because I don't off the top of my head.
there
I
are
do.
11 fascist
Yeah.
cards and 6 liberal cards.
It's like a lot.
Okay,
It's heavily
so it's
stacked.
not totally illogical that he would pull 3.
No.
In point of fact, this exact same thing happened to me in the last game I
Yeah.
played,
Yep.
and no
Like,
one believed me the entire
In order
game. But I
to
didn't lie.
shuffle that deck, it's like
And-
impossible to not have at least like a set of 3 fascists one place in the desk.
No,
if
I
not
shuffled
more.
it. I did a good job.
All right. Well,
I will be sitting over here.
We
I love
trust
you all
that.
very much. If you have any
Yeah,
questions
it
about the rules, I'll
happens.
return. Listen to your big sister Vermonica and your big brother Clorby. Goodbye,
I'm a
everyone.
big brother.
amazing.
Thanks, Dad.
Bye.
I think you should investigate me because I'm going to be president candidate next.
That is true.
Is true.
And I think that that is so true that I'm going to do exactly that.
Okay.
All right. I mean, anyone else want to bring up any other things? I'm getting ready to do this.
What do you want to do?
I'm not
Veronica?
good at the investigations like the reasons to investigate somebody or not.
Well, it's tough
Strategy.
because you look like a fascist right now. So,
Yes, of course.
but like whoever has the investigatory.
But I feel
power.
good because last time this happened, I was able to still like have a meaningful game. So
On the
even though
other
I'm not
hand-
worried about it yet.
I find it fishy
sure.
that he volunteered because if they're both fascists, which Bill could be right now, then Bill could say Clorpy is a liberal, and then when Clorpy plays a fascist card, none of us are very suspicious. So I'm already suspicious.
Yeah, what is going on with you?
He's
first
played
time?
before.
Yeah.
First time?
Which automatically like
Suspects. I'm kidding.
Are we
you
paying?
you being this like chatty and like this knowing of the rules when you said you haven't played
Yo,
before
the
makes me
chatty
think
people are always fascists.
That's
That's
not
not true.
Yes,
I'm
it
the word.
is.
Investigate
They're
me
always
then.
the fascist or misguided liberals.
I'm still
every
gonna go
time.
with him. I'm gonna check.
Test out and then persuade.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to see. I want to see your thing. You have to. Yeah, you have to. Have,
Not the
I
one with
wanted
the
to
face
be
on it.
investigated.
So
This
just
has
the one that
rapidly
says
devolved into a
party
huge
members
mess.
should
Don't
vote.
hand him the one that says Hitler.
So I'm going to hand this to you
correct.
secretly.
Not the one that's the role.
It will
or-
never be as good as his. It'll never be as good. That was like a movie. What's up?
He's a liberal.
Okay, Bill's not
This,
a liar.
this all seems really. Yeah, this seems
He's
really.
very good at it.
I wanted him to investigate me.
I know.
This is like getting so tense so fast.
Okay, now I'm
It's
gonna
mine.
pass on my presidency.
me.
Stop fight, guys.
It me.
So there's some people we should fight.
So Clorpy, if you trust Bill,
Wait,
then
what
you
did he
would-
say he was?
He said he was liberal.
He's liberal.
Yeah. So if you trust Bill, you should give it to me.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a three-way conspiracy. Already.
But does he trust you? Does he trust me?
Not a three-way
Does anyone
conspiracy.
trust
That just has to be a two-way
Let's
conspiracy.
find out if you
True,
trust
true,
him, though.
true.
I mean, like, to be fair, like the game states in which you are a liberal, there are more of those than there are where you're fascist. Like, in order for you to be fascist, you'd have to both be fascist. Whereas he could be fascist and just saying you're a liberal to buy your trust. So it is more likely that you're a liberal than fascist based on that result.
I don't think at this stage in the game it would make sense for me to lie anyway.
You're Hitler. It makes perfect sense.
I guess. Yeah.
I
I guess.
think it
I
makes
guess.
sense. I think it makes sense.
I'm I'm willing to go with Johnny Bravo if everybody else is. People are.
I've never heard
People
that
are.
before.
You had what?
How's that
No, that was
possible?
sarcasm.
Oh,
I hear
okay,
it
I
all
was
the
like-
time.
I was doing it for the stream. I wasn't doing it for you.
Doing it for the
I used to call him Johnny Bravo when we went to college together in college because we happened to go to college together. That's super weird. No, that's the weird
They
part.
went to college together.
Bravo is. Bravo is absolutely like
Thank you
the
for thinking I'm that
closest to
young.
me that I would
Oh.
consider going.
Okay. It's
because-
hard because of the empty part of the table. But
Yeah.
yes, okay.
But well, I mean, because Carlin was kind of the closest I was
To, like,
willing to vote
actually
for,
count people, 'cause there's
and now
four
we're
people.
like over here. Yeah, I can't put up you, nor would I.
Okay.
You just no nothing personal. You passed a fascist policy.
I didn't have much of a choice.
I,
Okay, well, fine. You know what? That's fine. I can weather this storm.
I don't think you're a fascist. It's just if I'm gonna choose somebody anyway.
But also, the rules state you can't pick.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
But I could pick any of you guys too. I think I want to go with Bravo though, just because it's going to get closer and closer to him, and I want to test this now before he's like too close to pick as a chancellor.
That's an interesting thought.
Ooh, Veronica approved, so.
We're not. We're,
I know.
We're not-
That doesn't mean I approve.
we're not that close.
So I see your logic, but I don't.
Ryan and I. We had before last year. We hadn't seen each other in years.
I
Gotta
don't know
vote,
if I
don't we?
like
Yes, we have to vote.
Yeah.
You are not
I'm
yet
right on the fence on this.
passed.
Too weird.
I need to be speaking.
Ein, zwei, drei. Great. Yeah, 2 down votes.
What? You're happy?
Yeah. I don't want it to be unanimous.
Would you guys
Okay.
downvote?
Yeah, Corpy's a pot stirrer. That's just how he plays this game.
There's
Okay.
That's true.
It's like stirring.
But there's
pots.
and there's
That's
also
just
a
how
thought
he
that
plays
if
the game like
everybody
Mike.
is
It's like
voting yes
stirring
on something,
pots.
that means the liberals and that means the fascists
Doesn't mean
are voting yes, and
No,
there's like it could
that's
be a
true.
bad thing, or it could be them doing a smokescreen. It really doesn't prove
All right.
anything in my mind either way.
I got some cards that I'm gonna.
I want to know why you guys downvoted.
Veronica's devil's advocate, and I'm just suspicious.
I'm not devil's advocate. That was some sketchy, weird stuff. Oh, like I could be the chancellor, and then you were like, yeah, that's good. It was just weird.
It's a great playback.
No, that's okay.
We are weird. We are weird people.
There was like way too much talking for somebody who doesn't have any information about the table. Like there was way too much talking about that.
That is also how
I have
second
information
one.
about the table. I have that he investigated him.
No,
He's
you
the
got
person I
that.
have
You-
the
He
most
only
information
investigated
about.
me because I thought it was suspicious that he volunteered to be investigated.
I'm
You're
kind of
suspicious.
suspicious of the both of you.
Just-
Sure. Okay. Well,
Just
let's
saying.
pass a policy.
smoke screen.
Why don't we do the policy?
Yeah.
Because I agree with you. Like
Oh,
we all
right.
saw what happened.
We
It
close
was-
Close,
our eyes.
close eyes.
Close our eyes.
Close eyes.
Oh,
I'm gonna
right,
show.
right.
I haven't even seen this yet.
Okay, when can we unclose that?
Now.
Making sure that I did the right thing. Okay, I'm passing the 2 across. You guys can. Wait, let me just check one more time. 'Cause I'm so scared about this.
It is
okay.
really nerve-wracking.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, you can open
Here,
your
you
eyes.
can open your eyes and get those cards.
We all open them.
Yes.
Very, very
I'm
bright.
just like really like
Okay,
tense.
now
to
I
see
pass you a
something.
discard
This is the discard. Yeah.
Okay.
and a policy that I chose.
Why
Okay.
wouldn't you
Let's
wait
turn that
to
over.
play that? We gotta be waiting to play. Yay!
Yay!
All right, I went out on a limb for you, buddy, because I drew
Yeah.
2 liberal policies and I discarded 1 to test
what?
you.
Oh,
That's
okay, the
interesting.
test. I like the test.
That seems okay.
Well,
Well,
I do the test.
really
Yeah,
good
the
test.
At this early in the
You
game,
have to be sure.
like
Yeah.
Especially early on.
if he
Yeah.
if he fucks me and plays a fascist policy on that, then I know he's a fascist and I get an investigate.
Okay, so
fair. That's fair. That makes sense.
strategy question for the rest of the table. Then
Yeah, yeah.
shouldn't everyone just pick me as chancellor? If we're
We
that-
can't.
We
You're
can't.
term limited now.
Oh, no,
Oh,
yeah,
there's
you're
a term limit.
yeah.
So
I
if
didn't
you
know
were
that.
in
This
the
is
last,
great. No,
yeah,
this
if
is
you
perfect.
if you were in the last government, you cannot be in the next government that is
Immediate next.
passed.
All right. So should every other person?
No.
That would be a very boring game.
Unless you're
No,
Hitler.
We can't do that.
Yeah, you
You could be Hitler.
Yeah, everything
And
we're
I
doing
could
right
just
now
be
is totally
lying, I
consistent
guess.
with Hitler.
Yeah.
Because I
Other
always
than-
lie when I play this
Yeah,
game.
You have to be a fascist.
No, I don't. I just wanted to.
It's true. So if I were Hitler, I would want to be Hitler
You don't want to be trustworthy
after
early.
3
You want to be
fascist policies.
super trustworthy.
Yeah, so,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
wanna
like,
continue
trying
being
to-
chancellor.
like you're kind of
Yeah.
playing
Sure.
as
And
Hitler
Bill would
right
know
now.
that I was Hitler because that's my other card. That's
like
interesting.
Like if we're
Yeah.
being real, like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
playing as.
I
a
just
brain,
realized like I'm
Yeah.
being peak Hitler
Yeah.
right now
Yeah.
because Bill wouldn't even know that.
That's why I'm so
super.
No, Bill would know you were Hitler. If Bill was a liberal, Hitler shows up as fascist on the investigate.
Oh.
So he would know you
So-
were a fascist. So
yeah.
the only case where you're Hitler is Bill is also
Either
a fascist who's
I'm
lying
really
for you.
good at lying, or this is my first time playing, and I just
Like you said that, but you were also like, I'm
Or you
leading
just
all the
really
discussions
like
up
hearing
until now.
yourself
And it's like,
talk.
long,
And you
never
just
mind.
keep
It's my first
saying
time
words.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm.
Filing this all away.
Anyways, Veronica, you're president.
Madame Prez.
Do you get
Yeah.
to investigate someone, or was that just his
Only if
No,
there's a
just-
fascist
Yeah.
policy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which is a good thing to know that
Yeah.
some people might say, oh, it's fascist, now we get to do the thing, but no.
Each fascist policy gives a different power. You can
And
see
then when
here.
you get into the
And it's
the
a one-time
last-
power?
Yeah, it's a one-time use for the current president. So this is investigate, then president chooses the next president for a special election, and then it goes back to normal rotation after that. President kills someone, fascists win the game.
And veto power, but let's explain that only if we
Only
get
if
to
we
that.
get there.
For the bridge, yeah.
and the liberals win it with Hitler's kill.
Or
if
they
they-
pass 5.
Right.
So
Okay.
who's next? Okay, we're ready.
Okay, Kevin.
Veronica. Okay.
Yeah.
Me?
Alright.
Yeah, because he's
And-
the last person to be president.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Bill.
She doesn't trust me. Let's just get it out in open.
We
No,
have
yeah, Bill
information
said-
about Bill because he's participated in a government. We have no information about Kevin.
He's
Sure.
at the end of the
That's
line.
logical.
You make sense to me.
That's what I was always like.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
I understood those words. Yeah.
Why?
100% salt based.
Well, of course, y'all.
As we know, I will vote based on salt.
I'm devil's advocate.
That has been
That's what you
determined
are. Of course,
before.
double
Yeah.
Yeah, you will.
You talk shit about me right about the vote, I will vote against you.
It
Okay.
passed, so you guys have to close yours.
Oh, right.
Oh,
sorry.
right.
I keep forgetting about that.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh wait. Yes.
Yes.
Until she's ready. to pass
Everyone.
Yes.
Mhm.
Good.
Okay.
We good?
We open.
Yep.
We are good.
Hooray.
Again, you won't have to do this at home unless you're real weird and playing on a stream like we are.
Yeah, wait, what?
I guess you could do that. Why couldn't you do that?
Can I look with my eyes?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can
you
look
can
with your eyes.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
Okay.
Boy.
I got 2 fascists.
Super
All right, what did you
unexpected.
get?
I had 3.
Oh,
You got 3
that's
fascist
weird.
cards.
All right, so far we've drawn 7 out of the 11 fascist cards. If
Yeah.
everybody's
People
telling
are
the
to be
truth.
believed.
3 both
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
First and third time.
Wow.
1 the second time.
So, like,
Interesting.
did you
The
shuffle
house.
this deck, or you just?
I'd shuffle.
According
I
to
reshuffled.
Corby, it was 2 the second time.
I
They are
reshuffled.
essentially
So,
cardboard,
no.
though.
Yeah.
you said
According
you
to
had 2
Corby, he had
liberals.
2 liberals.
I had 2 liberals.
So if
yeah.
there are 11 fascists and 7 liberals, then there
6
are
liberals.
6 and 4.
There's 6
It's
liberal
11 and
cards.
6.
Oh, sorry, 11 and 6. Yeah, I did the, yeah.
None of us are Rain Man. None of us are Rain Man.
So there are 4 fascists and 6 liberal left.
Yes.
No,
No,
5
4
liberal.
That one.
Because there's one.
No,
out.
4 liberal. Yeah,
4
you're right.
liberal.
None
4
of
and
us
4.
can
4 and 4.
Yes.
Hey,
Great, we got it.
Math, we did
got
it.
it.
It's not
Okay.
good. Still, I'm stressed.
Right, so that was fairly unlikely.
That was super unlikely. Hence my stress.
But it's just as unlikely as the other one.
No, the other one was a little bit slightly more
If
likely.
you were telling the truth,
not
then this is
unheard
more
of.
unlikely.
How? Wait. How? Oh, wait.
Because
how?
because 3 fascist cards were taken out of the deck by your draw,
Yeah.
and 1 was taken out by my
What's
draw.
your-
Okay.
It's unlikely the second time around.
Right. You're right. It is
Increasingly
unlikely.
Unless someone lied.
I'm looking at
Unless
Veronica.
he's lying.
Unless
Or
you're
you're
lying.
Or
Yeah,
me.
yeah, you
I
could
could
also
be
be
lying.
lying.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
You got a good lying face.
Depending
I'm not.
It's your
I'm
current-
literally
It's
not.
a-
Depending upon who
Anyway.
you believe, it's more likely that the opposite
Exactly.
group is lying.
Sure.
Or neither of us is lying. That's
Or
also
that too, or
possible.
that
Why
too.
is it
Right,
always
no, yeah,
one
yeah.
person has
No,
to be
because one
lying?
person is always lying. It's a lying game.
Well, if,
No.
if Kevin's lying, then Veronica's also lying.
Oh, right,
Because Kevin said 2, then Veronica's
Kevin, but
also
I'll.
2.
No, I mean, who the fuck is Kevin?
Okay.
I know Kevin is. I know
So,
it is.
my inclination is to either investigate Ari or Kevin, because we have no information about Kevin, and Ari is the next president.
I'm stressed.
But you passed Kevin too, so I would suggest Ari then.
But still no
Well,
information
I
about
mean,
it.
I passed Kevin too, but
Yeah.
like he had to choose
so
one of
essentially,
two
that's
guards that
like-
look exactly the same.
That's
Right.
giving you less information about me than if you had given me a choice, you know? Like if you had given me a choice, you'd have more information about me.
I want to know about Ari because he's
Yeah,
gonna be the
I'd
next
like to hear what you have to
president.
say
Yeah,
about
I think
Ari.
Ari.
He's a
I think I'd like
fascist.
to hear what. Oh wait, yeah.
So all I need is the party
I'm
members.
stretched by
Sorry.
Veronica though. Alright.
Veronica.
This game is all, hands are sweating.
Yeah.
Do we have to close our eyes at this part?
No.
No.
Your other one. This is your secret role.
Of course.
Oh dang.
last
I've only played this one.
Well, they should be the same unless you're Hitler.
Full on convinced that she was liberal.
He's a fascist.
Whoa.
Or
That's exactly what a
like to
fascist
think.
would say.
Yeah,
I mean,
those are
at
funny
this
words.
point, though, it is kind of weird for you to investigate somebody and immediately go, they're a fascist, right after you give Kevin 2 fascist policies by your own admission.
Yeah, I feel like
I
that's
got
like a
three.
diversion.
If she had drawn.
Yeah, but right after you immediately investigate someone and go, they're a fascist. It seems, I'm just saying.
Okay.
It seems suspicious that she would do that because that's trying to pass heat off of her.
Yeah,
also
that's
being
what I'm trying to
That's
say.
the hot
Okay.
plate. Or hot what's
Sounds like a
the-
share
Or-
move.
potato. Hot potato.
Well, that was a weird thing to say.
Well, I did that.
I know.
Question. So
Bravo.
if Ari nominates a chancellor and we vote no, does it move to Maya without a vote?
If he gets,
yeah,
yes.
it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Without a policy. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the
Election tracker moves.
Have we talked about that?
We have not talked about
We've
the
not
election.
The
talked
election
Hey, Dad.
And
tracker.
honestly, I'm also confused by it.
Shouldn't Dad tell us about the election
Would
tracker?
Dad like to explain the election tracker?
love to do so
Please
many
explain the
What else to
election
know about
tracker.
it, Dad?
It confuses me and I worry.
Coming up.
Thanks for
Dad's
coming back.
weird.
Dad's coming up.
Missed you.
I came to visit on the weekends. Usually I trust you guys to parent yourselves. So the election tracker. The election tracker is that little red thing on the liberal board. If I'm a little drunk now also. BT done.
Dad!
I thought you guys could handle yourselves, okay?
Oh, wow.
Dad likes to kick back. So the election tracker will move every time a presidency and chancellor combo is nined. It is voted down.
That's all it is.
I also never
When,
knew it.
well, it hasn't happened yet.
So,
I
and
know, I'm
if
just
you end up
illustrating.
turning down 3 chancellor president combos in a row, then the next policy is just flipped up from the policy deck and it's just put down.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Interestingly, though, it's 4 and 4 now, so we have a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, but
It's still not great.
It's-
Russian roulette.
yeah, it's not
Especially not at this point where if we get a fascist policy, Hitler mode is active and we know almost nothing.
right. That's
Good luck, my beautiful sons.
Thank
I
you,
will be
Dad.
Sitting over here watching over you.
and drinking.
Dad,
Thank
do
you,
you
Dad.
have my pin that we used last week?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Dad.
No problem, son.
That's the face that I'm
Yeah.
making at Veronica.
So either Veronica's a liar or Ari's a
Harmonica.
fascist.
He's a fascist. That's all.
That's all. Just what I'm gonna speak on us. I
Okay.
don't know. I'm just feeling.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know
You know,
enough to
he's-
believe
he's
it either way.
president now,
Right
so
now,
we'll
I'm
learn.
just.
He
More things.
may be
Yeah, I guess we'll
president.
find
He has to be voted in first.
That's
True.
fair.
Well, he is the president. His
My
chancellor.
my chancellor decision.
Well,
He
here's
gets to pick a chancellor.
here is another thing too, is that the whole deck situation, like they're more liberals, or is it even?
It's even, 4 and 4.
Right now, yeah.
Assuming everyone told the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
which is a
Which
dangerous.
Which is really suspicious.
Suspect.
Which is a very dangerous assumption
Right.
Yeah.
to be making right
Assuming
now.
things.
So I've only played once
Played as
before.
a
At this
player.
point, I feel like we don't know a lot about Rachel or Cher, and that might
we know
be
nothing
a
about
Rachel or
Yeah.
Cher.
good
That's
decision.
And they are-
on chancellor.
We also know nothing about Maya.
Oh yeah, we know nothing about.
Well, we
me.
shouldn't
know
put up
that
Maya,
I knew.
right?
Putting
We're-
Maya
We know
as
that I
chancellor
knew
would not
nothing
be
about
good.
the
We're about
election
to find
tracker,
out
and
a
now I do. So there's that.
Employee of
I've been playing this game since August, and I didn't know what that was.
I'm gonna say we make Rachel chancellor
Yeah, fair, because she hasn't said
for
anything.
lack
Cher's
of
vocal,
information.
which is suspicious, always.
Skip and share.
Again.
I don't in the position that we're in, I don't think we have a lot to lose by voting this down. No offense to you, Rachel.
volatile.
But I have enough worries about Ari, and we're in the position where if we pass another fascist policy, Hitler mode is going to be active.
true.
I would prefer to see Maya put up the government.
I
Well,
mean,
I'm liberal,
if you
so-
do put up a
We don't
government with
even
me
know
instead of Ari,
anything
I will
about
probably
Maya,
just
though.
also choose Rachel.
That's fine
Okay.
by
That'd be
me.
fine.
Because I still want to know what's going on with them. So like,
Okay.
it's Ari and Rachel or me and Rachel.
Or Cher. Just for the liberal.
No, not Cher. Cher's talking too much.
Sure, barely said anything.
Cher sounds like a blabbermouth fascist.
Alright.
But whatever.
That was offensive.
Alright, well, I'm offended by you being a fascist. So.
I cannot wait to be right.
Leave the president.
Wow, that clap back though.
Are we ready to vote?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, vote. That's
5.
That's a bunch of
Her
nines.
body.
This.
Keep them up for a moment.
That's 6.
And now you can talk.
Cool.
It was 6. I thought it was 5.
Interesting.
1, 2, 3.
I'm in
Count
the
yourself.
corner here.
So were all of the nines just totally going with what Corey said?
Mine was, yeah, I believe Veronica, that Ari's a fascist. I didn't want to let him choose what he was going to pass me.
I don't necessarily believe Veronica. I'm a little bit on the fence with her.
I'm-
But I trust
don't-
myself more
I-
than Veronica. So there's that.
Ari's like, I don't believe Veronica.
I was
throwing it
on-
out there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Veronica, did you vote no as well?
I voted no.
I automatically trust myself more than
I'm-
Veronica.
I'm on
gonna
the fence.
still
Yeah.
give the chancellor to Rachel though because I want to see what Rachel's thinking, and she seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders figuring out this game. So I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I also like black and white.
Did we move the? No, never. Election track.
We do need to move it.
We definitely do. So yeah. Okay, great. We're voting now.
I don't.
Thought you meant black and white.
It feels weird to like
Oh, no,
vote
no.
no on that last one and
That's
then
what I
immediately
said.
vote yes.
Really, that was a vote against
It's not really
Ari.
white.
No, I mean like
There was
my
enough
wardrobe
doubt.
is
I don't know that I
entirely
think
black and
Ari's a
white.
fascist,
I have,
but
like,
there's
a
enough
couple
doubt
of
where it's
colors.
like,
There are a lot of
sorry,
colors
you're right.
going on.
Fair.
Crosstalk.
That's why I started laughing.
Yeah.
We're talking over each other.
Oh
We
my
shouldn't
god.
do
My
that.
bad.
Just
I think you cut down the vote.
Why do I do that?
Because you're president.
Oh right. Wait. Sorry. Wait. I can't vote.
It wasn't just me, but I
Everybody's actually talking about that they think Ari is cute right now.
Somebody's got fans.
You got that internet money.
You got that fascist glow happening.
Wow.
Do it for the gram. Do it for the gram. Do it for the gram.
You need to, you need to take a selfie. You need to take a selfie right now. Paste. Yes. Yes.
That's a One Direction face going on.
No.
Damn it, 'cause me and Chris were shipping you with the girl from the rock climbing.
Which girl from rock climbing?
The one.
Oh, sounds bad. Everybody's in.
Hi. Thanks for
We got a new microphone.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
I'm still not Hitler.
Let's just keep it,
Me and Chris were shipping you with her.
don't move on quite yet. Let's wait for the okay from Alex.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Chris were shipping you with
I was just trying to remember.
like a week at least.
I wonder if they're shipping us to different people.
No.
Yeah, can we ask the people in the chat who they ship on this thing?
People are saying Ari is the most beautiful of my son.
I resent that.
Actually,
That comes from you, Dad.
He has your eyes,
You
Dad.
guys, bravo, they can't ship people. You guys are all related. You're all my sons.
That's something
that has
more.
never stopped the internet.
Hey, it's not something internet.
I've been on the internet.
It's lit.
Oh no.
Wasn't that? Oh no.
For those of you who weren't with us last week, It's Lit is pretty much a shorthand for Let's Do Incest.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
There's a Bodega Boys podcast, and they mentioned that the story happened in Brooklyn where the father was having intercourse with his daughter, and the son walked in and said, "Hey, can we join in?" And he said, "It's lit." So that's what happened.
Oh Lord.
It's
I want
probably not
to
true,
unknow
but also it's hilarious.
Like
when-
excited about incest.
I want to unknow that.
Just-
Yeah. I want to be able to
Why would you ever
things
bring that
up without having
Because
it.
it's funny in the context, but it's really funny in the podcast. Called
And now it's
You
just
should listen to
scarring
it.
and terrible.
Yeah, but it's really funny.
So that looks like a spinal column. That's
Ooh, it does. Oh, it's leaving.
Bye.
Is the audio still on?
Yes.
It is.
But
Can we
Thanks.
play in the game?
Just an audio.
I don't know if we can. Can we play the game? Or do we not play the game?
We have to wait for
We're waiting.
Alex.
So can we just continue to be funny on the internet?
You can start.
God damn it, Ryan.
he said he was gonna do it.
I know, Ryan's
From
out,
what?
Girls.
Ryan's out here throwing bars.
All right.
Who said what?
I look
Some
like
guy
two of the
named Andrew
girls.
says that he ships Bill and himself.
Amazing.
That's pretty
Wait,
good.
who looks like
I think
who?
Phil should.
I do like me.
Someone looks like someone from Girl.
She said they said it looks two of them.
I thought they were all white though.
Yeah, I feel like they are all white.
They
I
are
read on that
all
show
white.
also.
These are very like bright lights.
That show's not
like-
Yeah, you might be a little bit.
Colorized.
I'm offended for you. That show's not good.
I've never watched.
It's
I don't get,
terrible.
you know,
I'm trying
premium
to see. I'm
channels.
trying to like picture.
That
my
demon
head.
girl.
I don't know. I like that part where
Which
the
one's the demon?
Leonid has them.
Okay.
Oh, you the Oberlin?
Oh.
You might know a friend of mine. We'll discuss.
I like that scene where Rilo Kiley is like fucking that girl and she's like, not on my dress. You know
Oh,
what I'm
girl
talking
from
about?
Roswell, Sherry Appleby.
Yeah, that
Was
one.
I or was he?
Rilo Kiley, musician.
No, like the guy.
Adam Driver is in that TV
Adam
show.
Driver.
He said Kylo.
Yeah.
Ryan
I knew what he was.
No, I said Rilo Kiley.
That's
but
the joke, guys.
yeah, it's
Come
a joke.
on.
I'm trying to be funny on the internet because I like me.
Yo, wasn't that like
I've
a
never seen
indie
Girls.
band from the 90s?
That's what I heard.
Jenny Lewis.
Girl, they're
yes.
still making.
What?
All right, I'll explain it. Adam Driver plays Kylo Ren in the new Star Wars
No, I
movie
know that, but how does it relate to the indie
because
band?
Kylo Ren sounds like Rilo Kiley if you're dumb.
But that's a
So he
band from the
said Rilo
90s.
Kylie, and we were supposed to think.
I'm supposed to be the dumb one
The
here.
odds, yeah.
You are.
Jenny Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
It is
still
a
relevant.
band, It is, definitely.
Yeah,
Yes,
but from
yes,
2000s.
yes.
I put out an album last year that was awesome.
The joke was that I didn't know that, but I definitely know that.
So much.
They would
no,
like you
that's
guys
the
to
month
arm
from
wrestle
here.
for their entertainment,
I took it 'cause
and they
it's
would
too
like
close.
the first people to be Maya and whoever she chooses.
To arm wrestle.
Do it
Why am I arm wrestling?
I was like,
to entertain the stream.
I'm wondering if I should like arm wrestle like Corey and have fun or just like murder Kevin.
arm wrestle your phone.
Why do you have Kevin?
Why do you hate Kevin?
Who the fuck is Kevin?
I'm honestly fine. Honestly though, I'm just like not that strong and I just like don't like
It's fine.
name
do it.
Kevin.
Are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
I'm out.
I'm out. You gotta go up against your righty.
I'm like not gonna
That's
win.
being streamed is the one that's facing this way. So they wanted you specifically. Mom.
Wait, are we doing this?
Right there.
Where do we have to go? I have to go there?
Yeah,
You have to go to
Why
me?
have they asked this? This is board.
Why internet?
So now we just do what they say?
This is Twitch
I go
plays
there?
Secret Hitler.
Go over there.
I feel like this is a really slippery slope.
Do you do it in the front?
Where you at, Kevin? There? Do you guys know?
Go back. They actually go shirtless.
We get to borrow a lot of space.
There's a micro USB and a USB.
You realize I could go. We gotta clear some space.
Oh,
They're
fair.
gonna jerk it up.
Share it.
Just leave.
Just leave like the fascist you are. No, I'm liberal. I cannot be the right.
Don't get your stuff lost though, because then you have to like not know
shares.
who's
I'm mostly talking about the beer.
Okay, you're gonna destroy me.
I might.
Serious?
No, I don't want to hurt the table or my watch. It was expensive. Okay.
But notice who she did not include in who she doesn't want to hurt. Motherfucking Kevin. over there.
I'm gonna like.
Well, wait,
The other way.
It works
Bill, get
better.
up,
You want to do the other
It
way.
works better this way.
It's fine if you
Just get comfortable
off
with
that.
it.
I'll deal with
Okay.
it.
What are we doing here? All
right.
The count.
Bill can.
One. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, go.
It's
Okay.
rough, man.
1, 2, 3, go. Kevin knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And he still did it anyway. And for that, he's the true winner.
We've got one more technical thing to wrap.
My
up.
elbow
So
kinda
Maya,
broke.
I would
Gotta
like
tighten
you
that
to
a little more, I
choose
think.
your
Please choose your next
You're
victim.
fucking with me.
No, I'm not.
All right. I have to. I don't. Victim
Do
is
you want to
not.
fight your father?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
We're
Okay.
Shower with your dad simulator
I was gonna
2016.
say, if I had not just let it go, you would have ripped my arm.
I'm like super not that strong. I don't.
Fight your father, Maya.
Are you doing the thing again?
Oh, right. On go. 1, 2, 3, go.
I heard a crack. I heard a crack. I'm so sorry.
Still better than
Are you okay?
I'm great. I'm great.
I heard a crack and I was really
Honestly,
concerned.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
Aw.
I learned it from you, Dad.
This is just like when you beat your dad at like a sport for the first time. Like,
Yeah.
Your dad was
Are we
much
done?
nicer
Or
than
stop
everyone
fighting?
else.
Or did your dad like
Oh, I never
Is
played
it
sports with my dad.
Okay.
I just
It is kind of a weird.
Is it over?
Once you stop seeing Haley and Alex run back and forth,
Yeah.
that means everything's fixed.
Is it over? Does the internet want me to stop fighting people?
Look at the inches.
They actually really would like you to keep going, yes.
Alright,
Like I said,
I wanna just like, I'm
Twitch-
not, I'm gonna lose.
Special Ari, because he's the fan favorite. Everybody thinks
That's great.
This is the opposite of fascism. The
I know,
will of the
honestly.
people decides.
I'm gonna try
This is
my
some
best.
socialist nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm like really not that strong. I'm gonna lose to Ari. He does pull ups.
Amazing. I love
For all
that.
the people out there who think that Ari is cute, he does pull ups and also sometimes rock climbs. So I might lose to this because of how strong he is.
He is cute. Like this is not. This is
Heyo.
objectively true.
Yeah, Bill's really close to him, and he's still
Why are you
cute.
already doing that?
We're only
I don't know.
hearing
We're
this
at
from
we start in
Trent.
the
We don't
middle.
know
No,
what
you
you
have to kind of
want.
start like over here. So
Yeah. What if Trin's just lying? Like what if Trin?
Okay, so let's
Trin is the one who suggested the arm wrestle.
Are we starting?
Oh.
Are we just going at it? Come on.
that game is
This
already
is anarchy.
begun. I'm gonna lose.
All
I
right.
want everyone to know that I'm gonna lose.
One.
Losing will happen.
2, 3, go. Oh my goodness.
Whoa!
Has Maya met her match?
Oh shit.
Maya. Oh no.
Oh man. Oh.
New champ! I do want everyone to know that I pre-cursed that. I don't rock climb or do pull-ups. So that was- no, you do. I've watched you get like super drunk and been like, let me just do 3 pull-ups real quick.
That's that.
3.
3 is more than 1. Okay?
Wow. All right.
Is it over?
Asking.
Okay. Because like my arm's getting a
I
little.
suggested that Corey just rap for a little while. Is that the last beer? Okay.
Yo. Yes, that is. Well, there's more beer in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, my arm.
This is Mom, by the way.
That's what this has come to. It's not a secret Hitler stream anymore. It's a talent show.
My wrist is like hurting.
This is actually a lot of fun for specifically me.
So on New Year's Eve, Corey, there was a talent show here in this very theater.
That me and
I
Ari
happened to be the host because I'm pretty funny.
And we won.
And yes, they were awesome. They were awesome.
We still need to go to Applebee's.
She sang a Janelle Monáe song, and Corey rapped about mythology.
I was cleaning my room.
And I was not expecting it to be good, and it was so good. It was like real good.
It's in the suburbs. You think we have to like drive all the way to the suburbs? Can we do that the same way we go to H Mart? Because I need to go to H Mart.
To rap briefly if you.
I would also like that.
Yeah.
Can I go back to my seat?
About mythology?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right where you are is right where the camera is.
I'm gonna sit now. So that I can be on even footing with my more handsome doppelganger.
I'm not bringing that.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Never mind.
Oh, what a tease!
It's alright, halftime show.
That was an amazing tease, though. Now you'll never know if we were lying the whole time.
Honestly.
That was such a good hustle, guys. Now everybody on the stream thinks I can rap.
We lost Cher.
Yeah, wait, where the
Dad.
Okay, I'm gonna like
It's good pizza.
tell people what the hell's going on. Come on, back, son.
No,
Thank you.
Oh god, now I gotta get back in Hitler mode.
Beautiful internet sons, we are back.
No, yeah,
This is your father talking. We had some internet problems, but now we have returned and we are ready to fascist for your entertainment. Fascist is now a verb. I have decided. Where we left off was Maya picked 3 policies, and then she is going to discard 1 and pass 2 to who was the chancellor? Who's enchanceled? Rachel was enchanceled.
Everybody, close your eyes.
Thank
No,
you,
no, I've
everybody,
already-
for putting up with this. We love you very much.
Oh, again? Oh,
And
okay,
my
yeah. Close your
beautiful
eyes.
sons, please close your eyes,
Sorry.
and we will
I thought we
start
did this.
now. Goodbye.
The right side up already. I planned. Just thinking ahead. Cool. I am discarding 1. Ooh, shit. Which pile is that? Okay, open your eyes to tell me out here. Okay, great. Here are 2. This is hard. This is hard.
This is the most nerve-wracking part of the game right here.
Which one should I?
Discard is here.
Okay.
Give the
So
discard
give the
first.
discard first.
I would like
Yeah.
to discard this policy.
Okay.
And
Yeah! Yay!
For
Oh
the
god.
record, let the record show. I pulled 2 liberals and a fascist, and I just gave Rachel the test since that's what we were doing. We were testing me, we were testing Rachel. She tested, she
At this
passed.
point, though, in the game, that's not the best idea, right? Because there's not enough liberal cards left to be just discarding them willy-nilly like that.
Even if I had
got to learn something
discarded
about it.
like the fascist and then she just picked the liberal of the liberals, we still would have had to discard 1 liberal. So it's like, well, if it's
Oh,
gonna
right.
get
You
discarded,
that makes total sense,
yeah.
actually.
So it's like if it's gonna get wasted anyway,
Yeah,
might
you're
as
right.
well figure out what the
You
fuck's
are-
going on with Rachel.
you're
so
right. You're right.
That's what I did.
Does the election counter reset?
Yes.
Yes.
I reset it.
Yeah, it's like
It's
it's like when you're playing beer pong and you're
Not
like, on
like
fire.
automatically.
You know what I mean?
Heating up.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only played it once. I don't drink
I've
alcohol.
never played it,
People
but it
drink
makes
for
sense.
But do you play NBA jams?
me. I don't. Yes.
'Cause
Yes.
that's where it's from.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah.
Stole
What?
that shit.
Heating
I
up?
stole that shit.
Yeah.
You didn't know
Anyway,
that? Yes.
Carlin.
I'm not that cool.
Finally, a president we can trust.
Have you seen your haircut?
I'm not that cool.
The
My
only
mom
choice
got
I
me.
believe is Cher. She's the only person we don't have any information on. If somebody would like to challenge that, I'd
I'm
love to hear.
like,
it.
I'm a liberal.
At this
Okay.
stage, if you have somebody who you're fairly sure is a liberal, it might be a good time because if we pass a fascist policy, then
But can
it's
we
Hitler mode.
confirm when Carlin was chancellor, a fascist policy got passed?
That's true.
Correct.
But
Just wanted to
That was the very
recap.
first.
that was the
way back.
right.
when
That is true.
fascists were
Bill
supposedly
confirmed
chosen.
that he passed her 2 fascist cards.
Unless they're both fascists
Right.
and they're just playing us.
And the thing is,
Right.
the way I see the table shaking out is that we're constantly in situations where it's like, oh, my hands were tied, so I whatever. So it's like,
Does
we had
anyone
2
really
people
know
pass a
anything about
test,
anything?
but like,
Right.
do we believe that?
So you had Bill see my card
That
and say
seemed-
I wasn't.
That's the weirdest thing to not believe, I think. Like, based on the cards that we've drawn, it is possible that everybody's told the truth. Like,
Yeah.
if Maya is also telling the truth about having just drawn 2 liberal policies, like we were saying that they were, I'm not casting doubt on you.
No, I'm just plugging myself.
Oh. Oh, and that was an A, not a hey. Okay. So assuming everybody told the truth,
Right.
like these draws could all have happened.
Sure.
Because we would have been at 4 and 4 liberal and fascist policies, which means it's like
legitimately.
reasonably likely that
Yep.
we draw 2 liberal and 1
many
fascist.
Yep.
So it is possible, like, I'm at least in this entanglement here. I'm leaning towards Veronica as a liberal.
Just circling Veronica?
No, these two.
Okay, I thought you were like at least in this.
He's
I don't
throwing
have
a halo
I don't have the
around
range.
Oh, a halo of death, like one of those black ones from the Goya paintings. Or sorry, anyway.
It's like
my
counterpoint.
mom's an art
Beyonce
historian.
halo.
My mom's an art historian.
This is the last time I can do a chancellor without it. Like if she's Hitler, we're screwed.
That's
and
true.
That's never going to happen again. So I'm going to go back to making it.
That's assuming that. That's assuming that she passes a fascist
I'm
policy.
gonna vote
here.
this down because I'm pretty sure that Bravo is good.
And Bravo can be good and plenty
What does
of
that
can do things.
Because
as
I'd rather,
right as rain.
I'd
Right
rather
now,
have
like,
him
oh,
as
he's
president.
president
We
Yeah.
have zero information on Cher.
I am right as
and
rain.
it doesn't matter if she's Hitler, turns out, so.
I don't really like her.
Wow.
In the game. In the game. I'm very suspicious of her in the game. No, I like her. She's very fun. I like her a lot. Actually.
Oh, thank you.
But I'm very suspicious of you in the game.
Okay, so then before, because this is staying with her, but
Not like
before-
Barry, just like a little.
I have a point to make after you finish.
After my point, absolutely. So before I count us down, because I'm not doing that yet. Again, so it sounds like what everyone is saying is just like, oh, we should never put Cher into play in any capacity at all because there are some people we think might maybe be liberals, and that just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, there's someone we have no information on.
Yeah, and
We
what-
put them through the exact same trial everyone else at the table has gone through.
Counterpoint. We do have information on Cher.
How?
When Ari nominated Rachel as chancellor, 4 people voted yes and the rest voted no. The 4 that voted yes were Carlin, Ari, who everyone else apparently thinks is a fascist, and Cher. So if Carlin
Who's
and
the 4th?
that me.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, what?
I could just be naive. But if Carlin is a fascist and Cher is a fascist, that's the reason they both voted for Ari, who's also a fascist, and his chancellor pick, because he would just send Rachel 2 fascist cards. Now, Carlin is making Cher her chancellor, and whatever result happens, they can point fingers at each other.
You're
greatly
overappreciating
just
my
say,
skills in this game.
oh, we got the 3 remaining fascist cards. So,
Which has been the case with every single one up to this point.
Yeah, but
We
you
have
can't
literally
keep having that. That's not a thing that
I think
keeps
you think I'm way
happening.
better at this game than I actually am. So,
Or maybe that's part of your
charm.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's definitely part of your
So-
charm.
Yeah, but I'm a liberal,
point,
so it's cool.
I think Ari, Carlin, and Cher are fascists, and I don't trust both of them being in the government at the same time.
Yeah, me either.
All right.
Use the election tracker. Do it. 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit, that was so fast. What are the 9s?
It's
Raise your hand
It's
if you're
mostly
a 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
5?
No, 6.
No, 6.
6.
Well,
And if it was 5, 5 is
5 still.
Yeah, 5 is still voted out. If
5
it's
would
half.
still vote no, but I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
So
It's
enjoy your lack of information, and Bravo, who's been talking a whole lot.
Word.
Wow.
Dang!
Okay.
That's right,
I
Carlin.
mean, I'm just saying.
That is right, Carlin.
Throwing heat like Mario with the fire flower.
All right.
Only
So if I
Gets the flower?
assume the assertion I just made that Ari, Carlin, and Cher are fascists is correct,
Yeah, let's just keep going with that.
then I can trust Veronica when she claimed Ari was a fascist. So I can trust her and give her the chancellorship. So I'm gonna do that.
It almost got very Princess Bride-esque. Clearly,
I've
I
never
cannot
got-
choose the chancellor in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand your logic because you explained it very clearly and thoroughly, very thoroughly, but I don't know that I agree with it.
Okay.
You know what I
Let's
mean?
hear that rebuttal then.
I don't know that I really have a rebuttal. It's more that I'm saying like, I don't take it as axiomatic that you can trust Veronica based on the things that he was saying, based on the rest of the information.
Based on what you've been saying, that Ari, Carlin, and Cher are the fascists. You're reading there's a 4th fascist. There's a Hitler.
Right.
And I think that might be Bill because when you were talking about the 4 people that all voted together and 6 that voted one way, 4 that voted the other, that last round, Bill was the 4th one besides those 3.
No, I was the 4th one.
That last one, you were
No,
approving
I'm
Carlin's?
Carlin.
Oh no, sorry.
No, when
Cher.
Carlin was president, there were 4 people
Yeah.
who agreed with her. Carlin, Ari, Cher, and Bill. So I wouldn't listen to anything Bill says.
Or Bill could be the misguided liberal.
Yeah.
There's always one.
It is possible
There's
that there's
one. Or
like,
those are the
no
4 fascists.
liberal cards left to draw. Also, at this
That's
point,
also
by the way.
secret.
I'm
Okay.
not a fascist, so that's wrong.
Who has been on governments that passed liberal policies?
8.
I haven't been able to be on a government yet because I got overdosed.
You'll
But
be
I
a
will
presidential
soon.
candidate soon.
I know, I can't wait.
Wait, did you just say that so you could raise
I'm
your
a
own
liberal.
hand and seem trustworthy? Did you?
Yes.
I wanted to say this. I'm curious why. That's part of it. That's certainly part of it. I'm just curious why you're putting up her as opposed to me.
Yeah, wait, why don't we think that you're Hitler all of a sudden?
Well, it doesn't matter if I'm Hitler.
I mean...
At this moment, it doesn't, but...
It doesn't, but like...
But it also
still
does.
be thinking about it,
It's-
that's what the game is called.
She made an assertion earlier that Ari was bad, and then something else Ari did later makes me think he's bad, which makes me trust her thing from earlier.
Well, she can also be a fascist who's throwing a liberal under the bus. Not that I think that she is, but...
Yeah, and then Ari was naive before.
But Ari's so cute that he can get away with it either way.
He's like, baby,
He can get away with anything.
So as
It's
president,
in my heart.
I'm going to call for the
baby's
vote
kissing
now,
spicy.
just to move this along.
You're gonna vote. Oh, call for the vote.
3,
Wait, hold on, wait for the vote.
Wait, hold on.
Everyone ready?
Okay, yes.
Sorry, I should
Sorry,
have asked this
sorry.
first. 3, 2, 1. Hold up your 9s. 4?
That's 4.
Is
So that passes.
That passes.
Yeah, it passes.
I like that there were
I
4
don't
down votes
trust
on that.
Veronica.
This is petty vote.
I also don't.
Yeah.
Petty vote.
I fucks with a petty vote.
I'm also like a little on the...
Because
don't,
I am clean.
I don't
I'm
not
Rose
trust
Rain, and
Veronica,
you
but I
guys-
also don't trust Veronica.
So everyone closes their eyes.
Oh, right.
Yes.
So many things to say.
You say them later.
And I have this now. Alright. Okay, you can open your eyes.
Great.
Where's the
So
discard?
this is the discard.
Okay, I'll take that.
And you get to choose from these.
That's
Did
right.
you
Oh,
show
also-
them which one you were discarding, so I don't have to show?
Do I need to do that?
Just
I don't
Yeah, it's
think- I
fine.
don't
Let's
think
let's
we've
just
done
keep
that.
moving.
fine,
We have been doing that, but yes.
Oh, I didn't do that.
It's okay.
It was an accident.
No, it's fine. She's just gonna do it.
It's alright.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh Jesus.
See, I was.
Interesting. So what happened?
So what did you have?
2 fascist cards.
Because I had 3 fashions.
No, see, that means that someone who got 3 was lying.
that's
Yeah,
not
that's
necessarily
exactly-
true.
Or he is. Why does it automatically have to be me lying?
That like for one, it is highly likely, but it's not
Okay,
necessarily
no, that means
true.
that someone who said they got 3 fascists is likely to be lying.
Yes, but it is
And
possible
I
that
think
those.
likely that was the Bill Carlin administration.
No.
Why
the
is-
first-
Why do
the
you think
first
that?
one.
I just
Because
want
of
to say
the way
that.
they've been voting. They've always
I
kind of
don't
been
like
voting
this
the same.
either, by the way. Like this is
So couples can't
so-
fix each
Yeah, no,
other.
fuck,
Wait,
fuck
what don't
couples
you
and
like?
Secret Hitler.
the fact that
Yeah.
That I
First of all,
Fuck couples and Secret Hitler.
there's just a block of okay. So for those who don't know, they are an unfianced. For those who do not know, and that's totally cool. I think that's great. But I don't like the power block that it creates when a couple sits next to each other in a
Yeah,
game.
no,
Yeah,
fuck
that's the
couples and
thing.
Secret
You
Hitler.
could play.
That happens
separate.
all the time.
No offense, like, fuck
Okay, at dinner
like,
parties,
so-
separate.
Congratulate you outside of Secret Hitler. I love you. You're cute, but fuck you in this room.
No, look at dinner parties.
If-
Same rules apply. You should not be sitting next to each other if you're a couple.
So you told me that before the game started.
No, it's totally fine. And I don't mean to say that to silence you. I'm just saying like it's like it's coming down extra hard on me because the both of you
So
are.
I mean,
Sorry.
Because you're a fascist and we're attacking you.
Is there a rule because the fascist card passed?
Yeah, so you pick who the next president,
I picked the next
presidential candidate.
Before
Oh, cool.
I don't
Am I able
know.
to ask a question, or is Bravo just going to keep running?
No, you are allowed
Okay, so I
to
would love
talk.
to ask you a question. Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let's keep
So
going.
we have this contention here between Veronica and Ari of like,
Correct.
oh, you say you're the thing, you're not the thing. And then Ari did something suspicious. What was it that Ari did that everyone is freaking out?
Well, he was-
Remind me. Just remind me what it was.
I don't know.
Well,
I
he was
have no
investigated.
idea.
He was investigated in.
And that was the only thing. But then
Yeah.
Bravo said that like after that, Ari did something that makes me believe Veronica over Ari. What was the thing?
The thing for me was that Veronica said Ari was a fascist and he had no response.
Yeah.
Like
But what would
normally,
your
if someone was
response
telling
be?
a blatant lie about me, I would fight that. At least
But
a
see,
little
that
bit.
also
No,
makes you look
sometimes I
super
don't.
That's a
suspicious.
personality.
Yeah.
No,
Because
that's
for me, I'm just
sometimes
like,
I
you're going to
don't.
believe one of us or you're not.
Right,
You know?
I
exactly.
haven't participated
And
in
if
the
you're-
government or anything like that.
Totally.
And if you're
Nor have I.
the great awesome friend of ours, Jamie, you freak the hell out every time and do not know how to do it. So it's like
So yeah, that
there's no really great way to like if you get accused of being
Yeah,
a
I don't
fascist
think that,
in an investigation, there's
so
no
like
real
determines
good.
anything.
What I feel like was we were 50-50. One of them was lying, whatever, and then Bravo was just like, oh, and so therefore we just trust Veronica. And everyone's like, yeah, we do trust Veronica.
I don't
Let's
trust
vote on it,
Veronica.
Like, but everyone like voted me down and went straight to Bravo because of that. That was like what that all
Yeah, I'm
turned
so
on, and I need to know something more compelling for why we just went straight to Bravo. Like why?
I
So
don't
you'll be
trust
not
you.
asking
Why?
me because I personally
I'm
don't.
petty.
So
don't
I don't pick the
understand
next
why
president.
that was a thing.
Right, that is true.
Who do we think should be the next president? Based on even seat position, because we don't want a
We can-
fascist to nominate.
Yeah, we can, I don't want to. Cher, I love you, but I don't think you should be. Well, we don't know that. Number one, and number two, you're going to be the president in like 3 terms.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. It's fair.
So, by the way, I'm shuffling the policy cards right now because there were only 2 left, which is very much by design.
Question.
Those last two automatically get discarded after that turn, and then we shuffle them and start again.
Question on mechanics. So when I nominate the next president, does it go to them and then back to Rachel?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
So it doesn't mean like if I pick Cher, Rachel's just skipping.
No, it's
No.
not. It doesn't like put us back 5 paces.
Okay.
5 paces.
You could also pick Rachel as your next president, and then she gets to be president twice.
That
real?
I didn't know that was a rule.
The table loves
Ooh, that's a loophole.
I don't know that you want to do that.
I don't know that I would
It's
be
an
down with
option.
that.
It's
but-
Just
Kind
depends
of,
on how much you
dictator.
can you pick yourself.
So
that was the weirdest.
I think Corey's a solid choice.
No. What?
He pointed out before that
Why not?
he was one of the only 2 presidents to
I don't think that. See, this
get
is
a
where
liberal
I am
policy
again.
through.
Yeah.
I don't think that Corey is a.
You were
solid
also
choice,
a
but
good
I also
choice.
don't
Yeah.
think he's a solid.
Maya, do you want to be president?
I'd say Maya and Corey are the 2 that have shown. Well, I guess it also depends on the
I wouldn't be.
I'm really
it's
bad
not
at-
entirely in their hands.
you were tested, correct?
I'm really bad at
I had one
shuffling
of each,
things.
yes.
So Corey and Maya both passed someone one of each.
Who were tested?
I mean, at this point,
That's true.
this is gonna sound weird, but I trust Bravo just because I investigated him and I know exactly what his card says. So I
That's
think
also true.
whoever he
That's valid.
whoever he
That's
picks,
real.
I'm gonna vote yes
So-
on just because of that.
I like Rachel's logic here that Maya's trustworthy. So I'm gonna go for Maya president.
Thank you.
Which one says president?
The fancy one.
Yep, that's that one.
Do we vote on each part or on the full?
The full government.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point,
Now I
the,
got that chancellor.
the previous president gets to unilaterally
I feel like
decide.
this is always worse.
This is the worst part.
So you could even leave.
So mean.
So would it make a difference? Anyway,
Right though.
so I'm trying to decide here.
I don't know. I don't know.
Not feeling good about Veronica still. Like I feel like you're like my neighbor who I
Always
expected a
suspects.
casserole from and didn't get one.
She was in the last government,
Still
right? So
bitter,
she's not
like,
eligible
yeah.
anyway.
You can't pick me or Bravo.
Great. I don't want your casserole anyway.
Wow.
I'm also suspicious
Damn.
of Corey because I always get suspicious of him when he gets quiet.
I'm trying to be quiet because we can't do crosstalk and everybody's talking
You
at
say
once.
that, but also like you're brooding. And don't.
You're a little brooding.
I'm liking you some more. Not just because your hair is fly.
It's okay.
Because I'm liking you more. And still suspicious of Cher. She could leave. Bravo. I'm also kind of like, it's like I like you, but I don't like the
What did I
tables
do?
like
always-
the Bravo. Dude.
Every game I am the
Things. One, I'm
pariah.
always pretty shady.
Every
Two,
fucking game.
It is
you can't
weird.
pick me, so.
Yeah, I can't pick
But
you.
you've literally
I
done
keep
nothing
forgetting
this
that.
time.
I do like Rachel already. Like we're already homies.
bet she's a
So I'm
fascist.
but I don't know if I want to do that because we did that already, and
And
that
she's
doesn't
gonna be
really help
president
with
next.
It
anything.
did turn out well.
She's gonna be
She's
president.
gonna
But
be
it could
president
help
next.
with preventing another fascist policy from getting passed.
Kevin's
She's gonna
like,
be.
Assuming you don't pull
I
all
know
3
who
fascist
Kevin is.
cards, they've all been shuffled.
I could
That's a
pick. I could
possibility.
pick Kevin for knowing who Kevin is.
Thank you. As opposed to picking a stranger.
Arm wrestled him. They know each other.
That is also true.
His hands were delicate.
She knows.
You also
in his
arm wrestled
eyes that
me.
he was a liberal.
Yeah, but I've known you. For,
She delicate
I was about to
hands.
say.
As his chancellor, she knows that if it comes down to it, she could take him down.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, I'll pick Kevin. He's nice.
Don't.
Why not?
Because why?
Because why not?
I just want to tell you one thing. I get broody when I think I'm losing. And I think I'm fucking losing right now.
I don't know.
Or are you just saying that?
This is about to be a Hitler.
vote.
This
We're
is
voting
I'm
now.
no.
We're voting now. One.
I don't.
We're not voting? No,
Wait,
we're voting.
I haven't decided what I want to vote.
Hurry
for.
up.
Corey, why are you so?
Because I don't see the reason he hasn't passed a liberal policy. He doesn't have a record. She's picking him just kind of out of nowhere because she arm wrestled him. And
No,
the Hitler mode is
The
active.
table thinks I'm picking him because I arm wrestled him. That's not why. I'm picking Kevin because he's amicable and nice. Mostly because I hate picking chancellors and I don't trust a lot of people on
Yeah,
this
so we have nothing to lose by voting this down.
or voting it up.
Except if he's
Yeah,
Hitler.
if he's Hitler, then you have
I
everything.
just
to
literally
lose.
just don't trust you. Shush.
So if I'm quiet, you don't trust me. But if I start talking,
Then I
you don't
don't
trust
trust you.
me.
There's nothing you can do.
There's
Corey.
nothing I can do, so I'm just gonna vote this
Sure,
down.
you can just vote for me.
What? Why am I the pariah of this game? What did I do?
Okay, we're voting now. 1, 2, 3.
Nines?
You voted no for yourself?
I don't.
That's nice.
He doesn't want the pressure.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wait, how many is that?
Five.
It's down.
That's
Interesting.
Say, wait, Kevin, really, why?
Because I don't like being the linchpin. I really don't.
That's valid.
And I got
That looks
past-
good for you, though.
Yeah, I got past fascist policies last time, and if I get 2 fascist policies again, then I'm gonna look like a
Fresh
bad
deck now.
Gonna look like a bad person.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dude, that happens though. Like I get in the mode where I'm just like, shit, I have to look good no matter what.
Okay, so now.
Do we move that?
President. I'm still a good dude. Yes.
But you were in the last.
Yeah, so I can't go.
No, no, you can't.
Oh no, I can. I can.
She wasn't successfully elected.
Hey.
And you were the special election doesn't count for that, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does?
It
Okay.
does in the
Yeah, you should. I'm
But
the
it was
precious.
put down.
No,
I'm the
but the fact
precious
didn't pass.
cinnamon roll.
But I mean for term limit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I want to hate
It
you,
does
but I
still
love you.
Oh,
It's
thank
like,
you.
I actually don't know.
Because
about
petty, but
Regardless, I mean, I don't know anyone that well, but Corey kind of won me over with his I'm brooding because I'm losing. I don't know him super well, so
literally
I
never
don't know
said
if
that
that's
before,
a
and
lie.
that's not a
but I
thing.
could see it. It convinced me, so
Oh,
I'm
God.
going to select Corey
These are
as my
lies, that's
chancellor.
not a thing.
I don't
And
I don't
we'll see
know.
what everyone votes.
I would like to point out both of them were parts of separate governments who passed liberal policies.
I want to say one other thing too before we vote on this. Like whether or not you trust me, Maya. If you vote this down, you have to put up Cher's government.
Wait, why?
Because the election tracker is going to move one more time, and if you vote it down, we're just going to turn over the top card of the deck.
Oh fuck, and I kind of hate that.
And it's a new deck, so it's overwhelmingly fascist.
And I don't want to put up Cher's government either.
I don't want to.
I don't want to put
What did Cher literally didn't do
I don't
anything.
like either of these things. Okay. I think I'm gonna risk it.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
See, it was okay to risk, and now I just feel confident.
Are
in
you
myself.
Hitler?
No.
How many?
Oh, wait, why did you have that? Why did you
I was
That
checking to
was
see if the
sketchy.
government went through. Well, but you know I'm not Hitler because you elected me.
Oh, he said he was Hitler. He literally said he was Hitler.
I'm not Hitler.
No,
You just
he's not.
elected me.
Yeah, but we don't.
You elected me to the government. If I was Hitler, the fascists would have won.
Yes, we know that now.
That's true.
I was afraid until
It was
we
just
got
funny
there.
because you stumbled over your words for so long.
Two times.
Who voted no on that?
Oh, I voted no.
So I
Raise
voted.
your hand.
Oh, sorry.
Raise
my
your
nines.
cards.
You said
There was another 9, wasn't there?
There was one other one.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
him.
Ari again.
What's up?
Literally what? If anyone's the linchpin, sorry.
So I voted yes on this one, but I voted no on the last one, very much for similar reasons that Maya did on this one, right? So she said.
We'll let Corey.
What did you
we'll
say?
let Bill finish talking.
What did you said that it you were just doing it for like safety and it didn't matter or whatever, right?
No, it matters, but like it's just not heavily either way.
No, I'm saying it didn't matter in the end because that you voted no because it was overwhelming.
Truth. Yeah, true that.
So I did the opposite.
Yeah.
You went yes last time and no this time. I went
Yeah.
no last time and yes this time.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. So I don't know that I necessarily was into it, but anyway, he's not Hitler, so it's fine.
And we reset the election tracker.
Not Hitler.
Yes.
And
You can
everyone
vote
will
down Cher next time.
close their eyes so I can.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh my god! What did I do?
You were fascist.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay, whatever.
I don't.
I'm going to discard. All right, you guys can open your eyes. This goes to the discard, and these two go to Corey.
Oh, she's excited. Oh no, she's mad.
This is the make or break.
Oh, she's
Boom!
excited. Did you test? Was
I
that
picked a
test?
good chancellor. I had 2 fascists and a liberal, so I was able
Toss
to
the
discard
fascist.
1 fascist card, and he had a choice.
Okay.
Woo,
Don't look at me like that.
That was scary.
Don't look at me.
All right.
I'm done
Cher
with
is the president,
I'm done.
and no one can stop that.
No one can stop it, finally.
All right, well, I'm going to.
I honestly only said that thing about Cher to try and get you to vote for my government. I'm not convinced that Cher is a fascist.
Yeah, I'm a liberal.
But you are doing that thing that you said you were going to do at the beginning of the game where you get everyone to pity you so that they don't think you're a fascist.
It's true, but also it actually works in this favor though because I'm a liberal.
And you are actually getting passed over a lot weirdly. Like,
I'm
I mean,
a pariah. I'm always a pariah of every game. I don't understand why. What I do,
I feel like it's mathematically.
I really,
deceit,
yeah,
maybe?
Maybe
I don't know.
it's
I
the same
don't
seat you sat
know.
in.
Don't sit there.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just start sitting over there.
I don't know why you're getting passed over that
Yeah,
much.
because I think you're getting passed over a little bit more too this time
Me?
than the
Yeah.
last time we played, because you are sitting in a.
Okay.
Don't sit at tables like this with cameras, by the
Kevin's
way,
so
when you
nice.
play the game.
I'm decided I like Kevin.
Why does everyone like Kevin and not like me?
I already liked you.
It's not the character of you.
All right, let me choose a
already
chancellor.
friends.
That is fair. That's
Sit in a circle where you can all face each other,
Yeah,
and
not
then the
into
vitriol
this.
goes
Hate
every
this.
way. You know what I mean?
And then put a bottle in the middle.
Hey.
I don't know.
Yo, I've never played that game. I'm not about to
All right, yeah, chancellor. Who should I choose as chancellor?
God, we have to get one more safe, not Hitler chancellor
Yeah.
at least.
Who has passed liberal policies?
8.
I want to go with Rachel because she's the furthest away from power.
can't.
You can't.
But I can't because she's just in the.
It's okay, I forget that
And
too.
you can't go
Yeah.
Corey.
Every time I forget it.
I can't go Corey either.
No way.
Who's furthest away? I guess. Well, I don't know. I'm still kind of petty and salty over Bravo because he was mean to me. But that's
I
how he
think
played.
you're fascist.
I'm
mad
not
that you're
though.
too close
I'm
to
not.
Kevin. I wanna
But I
find
can't be
out
petty in
about
a game because that's not strategic.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you investigate someone? Or am I?
No.
No.
These two.
Veronica and
I think I'm gonna go with Maya, even though she's been really mean to me this entire game.
Well,
I'm gonna go with her because you
accept
passed liberal
it.
policies and yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna
Yo,
do.
Kevin's like a flower.
Okay.
Like, I just wanna,
I'm just gonna stop.
I just want to put him in like a pot in my window.
I'm very delicate.
It's like watering him occasionally.
That is a very strange
Not
thing
too
you
much,
just said.
Not too much.
It's a very strange thing you just said.
You've come a really long way from who the fuck.
Yeah, that's true. You have flipped real hard on Kevin.
Yeah, realize the truth of Kevin.
All right, fair enough.
If I get you Miracle Girl for your birthday, you'll know why.
I love their friendship is that deep already. That we're
When is it, Kevin?
It's May 16th.
Oh my god! I have
super
enough
soon.
time to do it. Okay, great.
It's like 3
Anyway,
months
so
away.
yeah, this is cool. I pass liberal stuff. I'm a good dude. I don't really trust Cher that much, so I'm a little bit stressed about being put under her.
I trust you, but not her.
That's
so.
how I feel.
What did I do? I really deserve this kind of like.
Yeah.
I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like
It's like
you
I
haven't
don't
done
think
anything
You've
yet,
literally done nothing.
and he keeps accusing you.
I was gonna say,
very.
I feel like you were so
That's true.
quiet
Maybe I'm
for the
just
first
listening to
few
Bravo
rounds,
stuff.
and then somebody said, without you saying anything, somebody said, "I don't trust Cher," and then everyone started to pile
Yeah,
on you.
yeah.
So
I
wait,
don't
do you
know if
think
it was
that? Do you think Bravo might be
founded
fascist
accusation
then?
or not.
What?
Do you think Bravo might be
It's not
fascist
a
then?
founded-
I'm not
Sometimes
sure at the
not
moment. I
speaking
feel like.
is a-
Oh, guys, got information. I got information.
What?
You investigated Bravo earlier in the game, and you saw his card.
That's true.
You saw his card. You saw that his card was liberal, according to you. And
the
you just and I
weirdest,
just
like-
and I just asked you. I was like, so now do you
I'm
think
not
that
sure that
Bravo
he's
is a
not-
fascist or not? And you're like, I'm not sure. So what? What is that?
That is a really strong play you just made, but it's also just because I'm an asshole. Like I'm
But also
just
that's
a
why
dumbass.
another reason why
I completely forgot because that was the first thing we did in the game.
Yeah.
But you're totally right.
Either
and
we're
maybe
both
petty
fascist,
works and strategic.
or
Boom.
Bill's an idiot both ways.
But also,
I think the most likely scenario is that Bill's a fascist that's trying to walk it back from information that he put out at the beginning of the
yeah,
game.
and my
Right?
petty move still works.
I also
'cause it
have had a lot of
because
beers
he needed me.
and only two
So
slices.
this is not
You
to
you could be
defend-
totally right.
This is not to defend Bill, but more of the concept of having played this game a whole bunch of times and being like dyslexic and just like a confused person.
I forgot about that.
I like lose track of shit in this game literally all the time.
But
and especially
I'm not
stuff
gonna.
that's the first round. Like if you told me like, oh, he pulled like these cards, I'd be like, he did? Where was I? Next to him?
He
No
looked
idea.
at the card though.
You're
He
right.
looked at it.
That
It's
did
not like
happen,
something
and
he
I
saw
forgot about
happen.
it
I don't
because it was
remember
literally
shit
the
like
first
that.
thing
I'm
I
just
did.
like I'm not like defending Bill. I'm just defending confusion. That's like totally,
It's fine. No, you know what? You know what?
general
I will. I'll stand
And I've
up. I'll
also
stand
never
against.
consumed
I'll stand up to the
alcohol
scrutiny.
before.
You're right. That is a thing that actually fucking happened, and I feel really stupid either way.
So, are you asserting that we're both fascist, or that Bill's a fascist?
I think the most likely scenario from my perspective, based on what I've seen, is that Bill is a fascist who's trying to throw suspicion and walk it back a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know that there is any argument that will suffice, but you can believe that I did forget about the investigation either way.
Corey, what do you think Bravo is?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I yelled so loud.
No.
I got really excited.
That's a solid play you just made, actually. Like strategery wise.
This is really weird that you're so complimentary of me.
Because I like you. And that was good.
Corey, what do you think Bravo is then?
I still think Bravo is
think he's
good
a
because I gave him a choice. Like he's the only two things are he's good or he's Hitler.
He's either
You're the second one.
He's either
because he's been so vocal.
Yeah, that's what it was for me. It was the vocality.
Because I was having a hard time deciding about Bravo just because he's been talking so much.
So like I don't think Bill, if they were both fascists, would have forgotten what he had said about him.
Oh, okay.
Like he wouldn't be trying to throw suspicion on Bravo.
That's fair.
I was suspicious. I can't remember what these scenarios were. Just disclaim, but I'm suspicious of Bravo because he brought up several rebuttals that I thought a fascist would have brought up. Like I can't remember what they were, but when he was like,
because I'm a fascist in real life.
Hopefully not. That's not.
That's
he could be a fascist outside of game.
Anyway, yeah. More importantly, with this.
More importantly than
situation.
him. Should
Oh yeah, do we
agree
trust
to Maya as
Maya?
chancellor?
This is rough. Like I agree as myself. As
I agree as
chancellor.
myself and I'm putting the
still
trust in
stressed
you
about
being a
Cher,
liberal.
though.
I'm
Like,
a
I don't
liberal,
want to
but-
be like her bitch.
So Maya,
I don't know anything
Maya
about
and
Cher,
Cher.
and I think it's hilarious.
Because this is a Maya and Cher. This is not just me. Like, thanks for your trust, guys. But like, this is a mayor situation.
With 9 fascist cards and 5 liberal cards remaining in the deck. If I did that math.
No.
No.
11.
Literally,
3
none
liberal.
of us are.
Oh, right.
3
so let's
liberal
throw
cards.
The border out.
So
Yeah,
bad
right.
at cards.
3 liberal cards and 6 fascist cards.
So it's very likely.
It's likely that this is going to go fascist either way.
It's not overwhelming.
No, and if it goes fascist, doesn't Cher get to kill somebody?
Mhm.
I'm not about to have Cher kill somebody.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I feel good about Maya, and I will share why if you want to know, but I'm also fine to just vote.
No,
I would
listening
love
to you.
to
Okay,
know.
so my reasoning is because, I passed a fascist policy, which looks weird. I know I'm a liberal. Nobody else, you didn't even give me a chance to, do a thing, so nobody knows anything about me. And Maya, when she was talking through stuff, there was a point where she turned, she said, I'm feeling better about you. And it's like, if she were, a fascist, she would know I was a liberal. But as a liberal, she would know nothing about me. So for her to think I'm feeling better about you when I probably look like a fascist to everyone else, that tells me she's a liberal right away. So I feel very good about Maya.
That's a solid
personal
argument.
to me, but that sold me on Maya.
Thank you.
She's a
Thank
great
you.
liar.
I mean,
I'm
that's also
sure of anyone in the game.
that's
You'd
also.
like
I mean,
someone to
that
attest
that
to
argument
that.
could also work for Hitler.
True.
But-
True. I see what you mean.
I don't necessarily think Maya is Hitler, but
Right.
that is a possible.
I also don't know how to play
You
this
passed
game.
some liberals though.
She
I-
did.
that's what
There's
I'm saying.
that as
She
well.
has passed. She has passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a passable policy.
I was tested.
But again, I'm
Which
terrible
is
with
exactly
games,
what
so-
The
Yeah.
Rachel
John
Waters, who's by the way not white.
Yes, but it's also, yes,
So
it
you're
is
aware.
exactly what Hitler would have done
Not
at that
one.
point. You're right.
Pretty much everything I feel like in the first couple, Hitler's gonna play liberal. There's, I don't know.
It's hard,
Like
but
I
I
feel like I've never seen
Everybody's
anything
gonna
like
play
I
liberal.
feel good about me. Yeah, I don't feel
I
good.
feel good about me.
Yeah,
I love
feel good
when
about
people
me.
say
I'm
that.
Put that on a
myself.
t-shirt.
But I honestly just don't know. I don't want Cher to be able to
I think-
kill somebody.
I think we should vote.
Mostly because I just don't. I don't feel like she is guided enough to make a
Dang.
correct decision
Dang.
on who to murder.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah.
Because we have been neglecting her from everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel
it's
like
falling
we're-
on its own.
It's actually
the
the
whole
game
story.
Mariah.
Oh, just
We're kicking you out of the party, and then we're being like, now that you're in the party, will you murder someone? And I feel
That's
like
how all the
just
parties
terrible.
work.
I feel like that's just like
Look,
the
and here's a
worst
gun.
idea.
Do your bidding.
So
That's
I'm
a
thinking,
dope-ass
I'm
party.
thinking like
Yeah.
two steps
Call
ahead.
them-
Like I'm not
call
really
murder
thinking.
parties.
That's
great.
the Republican
So
Party.
I'm also thinking 2 steps ahead. If we reject
The big elephant in the room. if you will.
Cher,
Yeah.
are we going to accept Kevin?
I mean,
Or-
I've accepted Kevin to
Okay.
my
Yes.
windowsill.
'Cause
I'm just gonna make sure.
I love you. Outside of this game, in this game, I'm feeling salty, but in real life, you're great.
because if we don't
It's just
accept
right there.
Cher,
You need sunshine.
In your heart.
we'd have to pick either Kevin or Bill, or then take our chances with a random card, which is probably a fascist card. So.
Yeah, and so then part of me is like, maybe we should just accept Cher and then convince her to kill Bravo, cause shut up.
Dang.
Make so many ghost noises one time.
I do want to point out.
He will.
I do want to point out one thing about Bravo, is that of all the possible scenarios there is no scenario where Bravo is a fascist and Bill is not a fascist.
That's
true.
That's true.
So if you believe that Bravo is a fascist, you have to also believe that Bill is a fascist.
Okay.
And that doesn't
I have
lead us to
another
any
beer?
particular conclusion.
No, I knew that.
Yeah.
Like I received two red
Little dry
fascist
up
cards
here.
from him.
Yeah.
Would work.
My mouth is
But
getting
yeah, so
dry.
once again, I'm cool
Let's
with
vote.
Cher if I can like convince Cher to just kill him. Thanks, great.
Let's vote.
If
This is very.
It's a liberal policy.
if that's what happens, yeah, this is why I'm trying to determine like in case B, like like if the worst should happen, then just he's
Why-
already on the edge of the table anyway. So
Maya's getting real intense in the end game here. Like real intense.
all right. Anyway, here we go.
Like I don't know whether or not I don't know how I feel about you anymore because of how intense you're being now.
Well, that's fucked up.
Like trying to direct who gets killed or doesn't get killed when it's not your power to.
Well, the thing is, she's not gonna come up with who to kill on her own. She's got no info. We've just been kicking her out. Like I said,
I don't know. She's
Or
been
maybe
at the
she does and
table.
she's just not
do you have
saying
info,
either.
Cher? Like, do you feel confident if the worst should happen and we're put in not like some crazy fascist situation? Do you know who you would have to kill? Like, this is the conversation we always have to have in this game. Like, do
Yeah,
you
sure.
know who you would kill?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
Is it Bravo?
Who?
Great.
Dang! Let's vote.
I guess I know how Bravo's
You the
voting.
judge.
I will point out, she just said what you wanted to hear. Because you said it
Oh
a
no,
bunch
I know
of
that.
times.
I know that.
Yeah,
No, I
which is
already
exactly what a
decided-
fascist would do.
No, I already decided in my heart that I was.
I'm
gonna-
just
that I was
trying to
gonna kill
like
them
get
all.
her up
Maya,
to speed.
Jesus.
All right. Anyway.
All right, here we go.
Okay, uno,
Consolidating
dos,
power
tres.
over here. Are you Hitler, Maya?
That's rough.
Nines.
That wasn't enough, right? There's four.
Four is not enough. It passes.
Are you Hitler?
What? No.
Oh, that dance really fucking freaked my shit out. Oh yeah. I'm not Hitler.
I think. Okay, so who voted no again? You two did, and then you
Of
two.
course,
Okay.
Bravo did. Lol.
Yeah.
course
Unless you
Rob
have
can
some
do it.
compelling reason besides the one we all are thinking.
Oh, that I didn't want him killed? No.
No,
Not real life. You
no.
can still be
She
dating.
wants me to
Just
shut
dead
up
in the
more
game.
than any of you.
Yeah. you don't play games like this with him all the time.
No,
You
but I don't want
understand.
to. I literally do not want to. No, it's okay.
I do want to hear your reasoning though.
I mean, Maya's also been doing a lot of talking, and she's
Only reason.
she's convincing
And
me.
consolidating power at this point too.
She's convincing me
Which is
that
crazy
we
for
should
a
not leave the
woman.
power in Cher's hands. So that was basically my voting no.
Did we drop her?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
People
know.
are explaining their votes.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay.
All right,
I'd like to
ready?
hear why Veronica was a 9 real quick.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I just didn't feel good about the way that happened. Just
Because you suspected Maya was Hitler, or because you think they're both
a little
fascists?
suspicious of Maya being Hitler.
Not
No,
Hitler.
she is not.
Now we know she's not.
Hey.
Maya
Hey.
possibly being a fascist. I don't have the same like reassurance on that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're doing policies.
Anybody
and
else?
stuff.
Policies.
I close my eyes. Only for a moment,
Oh my God.
moment's gone.
Okay, or not.
Show the.
That's copyrighted
Okay.
material. They will.
This is
They will take our stream
discard.
off.
It's a cover.
Yeah, show the camera. Okay, everybody can.
Fits under parody.
open?
Yeah, we can open.
Thank God.
Oh, this is the discard.
Oh,
That's for you.
forgot what
sit
was
back
happening.
and.
Literally forgot what was
Okay.
happening. Great. Yeah. Sorry, was I supposed to do that? I did it
It's
anyway.
fine.
Now
Yeah.
it's super obvious what you are after you turn this over.
Woo! Liberals!
Yes.
Fucking yeah, liberals.
Oh
I
yes.
said yeah, cause I got 2, cause I knew I was in this week.
Nice. Okay.
You got. Wait, you got 2 liberal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 2 liberals and a fascist. I tossed a fascist because I'm a liberal,
Okay.
and I gave her 2 liberals.
Fuck,
so,
guys.
So yeah, fuck all of you guys who thought I was a fascist because I'm a liberal.
Okay, so This is bad though.
President.
I earned my keep. Goddamn.
I mean,
This is it's
It's
pretty bad because we're almost guaranteed to draw 3 fascists on this.
Right.
It wouldn't be on me though, so that's all I care about.
But you'd still.
There's one more liberal card left in that deck, and there
Right.
are
A bajillion other.
however many cards there are fascist.
No one's very mad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes,
6.
Maya.
There is 6. So there are 5 fascists and 1 liberal in that deck.
Okay. Which means
So real quick, we started out with how many
That everybody was
fascists?
wrong.
Sorry,
11
how many liberals?
11 fascists and 6
I'm being
liberal.
dedicated.
Yeah, so you can do the count
Six,
for yourself.
So
But you
who
can't.
do we want to have a bullet? Is the key now? Like the
Kill two
person
wrong
who
me.
we elect to be
I
president?
didn't use it
You
again,
put me because I'm not Hitler.
Beer dad.
Oh, put you as
Yeah,
your
you can
chancellor.
Put me as chancellor
put
because
Corey
I'm definitely
we know
not
he's
Hitler.
Not Hitler.
But that means that I'm just like, because of the deck, that means it's most likely gonna be a fascist policy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So you're gonna have to kill somebody.
Then I get to.
But
Yeah, they're
that
not-
also
they're not
means,
Hitlers.
so if you get 3 fascists, that means Bill, when president, if we allow him to pick a chancellor,
Why
Bill
do you
have a
think
liberal
Bravo
policy.
needs to die?
So if Bill,
Or we
Also
could just
hands
make
Rob
me
Lib-
president afterwards.
if he killed Bill, yes.
No, we can just vote Bill down and I can be president.
True.
True.
I mean, it's a consolidation of power, but like at this stage where you know I'm not Hitler and I passed a
Right.
liberal policy
You pass.
and we're 1 away from
Right.
winning.
So, Kevin, if you draw, well, you're gonna have to pick the chancellor before that, but
Yeah.
yeah. So if you do a fascist policy, the next person will have 1 liberal card, which means they've also got to pick a liberal to win.
Well,
Yeah, well, I'd probably pick Maya if I was president.
If
I
I
would
were
pick, well, I
president
would
after Kevin, yeah.
pretty much definitely pick Maya because I
Wait,
know
right
you're
now?
not. No. If I was president after
Oh,
Kevin
it's like, I'm
and we
not
had
allowed to do
another
that.
turn,
Oh, okay.
like I would put you
you're
up because I
saying-
know you're not Hitler.
Forget-
Kevin
about
can
me
pick
completely.
Corey
Or-
because we know
oh.
Corey's not
Liberal.
Hitler.
Like I.
Corey could pick Maya.
Which is,
But he
it's like
can't
a
pick you.
big, it's like
Right now.
a,
Or Kevin can't pick
it's
you.
a
Kevin can't pick.
big money move though because if I do that, then both of our confirmed not Hitlers are term limited,
Yeah.
which is scary.
Which
but
is-
it
At
means,
that point,
which is like,
I mean,
yeah, we're like we have a pretty high probability of winning
Yeah.
there though. So
Suspense.
this is scary.
So we're
No,
agreeing
sorry.
that Kevin should pick Corey, and then Corey should pick Maya.
That's
And
that's
we
what
should
I
probably-
agree.
See,
I don't
And
like you
but-
saying
but
we
we're also,
like we've all
we're also
agreed.
implicitly agreeing to vote me down. Like everybody's just gonna vote me down already.
Well, I don't trust you.
Well, I know that. That
So
much is
Bill,
clear. But like,
Who of those 3 don't you trust? Because if you trust them, then it shouldn't matter if you're voted down.
You got this smug look on your face.
you
I
do
think that's
actually
why
have
I
like the
don't trust
smuggest
you.
look in the
I think
world.
that's why I
That's
don't
his
trust
face.
you.
I actually know that.
Like I
actually
trust
know that.
everything that you're saying is still.
You have great logic, but
I
you're
thought I
saying
made a good point, so I look pretty damn smug.
You did? Okay, yeah, it's all.
Possible.
Wait, who are the 3 you're talking about?
Wait, but I'm
Sorry.
now suspicious that we've gone back to the let's all just believe Bravo and everything he says. Like for like a
This was
minute-
my
Well, no,
idea.
I'm just curious.
No,
I'm-
because for a
trust
second
that,
we were like,
though.
oh, we're believing Maya and
You need
everything
to-
they say. We
you-
need to be stopping.
you're almost-
and now
you're-
we're going back to Bravo. And
you know
believing
you're
everything
almost
they
at
say.
his level of, from the opposite side,
Which is
though.
why
At
I'm
this
like,
point,
why
though,
are we
right?
just flip flopping? None of this makes sense. You can't just.
I'm not flip flopping.
Everybody's
I don't want
saying
this
we
gone.
as if there's a consensus at the table.
He asked. He
I
asked.
don't want this gone.
He asked me a question about 3 people, and I'm trying to I'm trying to make sure I know which 3 people you're talking about.
Kevin,
Yeah.
Corey, Maya.
Okay.
Who of them do I trust, or who would I trust the least out of those people?
Yes.
Maya. Just because of how,
Okay.
like how intense she's being on the other end of the same spectrum.
She
as
wants
you.
me dead, and I still trust her.
Weird.
Because we know she's not
That
Hitler.
was the ASA of all.
Well,
the
because
A's
she's
that
not
ever made.
Hitler, but
What if I make
She could
Bravo
still be a
chancellor?
fascist,
How does the
but
table feel about that?
What?
How does the table feel about making Bravo chancellor?
No.
No,
Only if
what?
it confirms not Hitler.
No.
Speaking
no.
as
Okay.
me,
Sorry.
Okay.
Strong
I'm just
feelings.
asking.
speaking as me.
you
so
for asking.
now I don't trust Kevin because
Wait, what?
this whole thing goes to shit if Kevin pulls the only remaining liberal card and passes on 2 fascist cards. And he could pass that to me,
That went over my head. Say it again.
so there's 1 liberal card left.
Right, correct.
If Kevin pulls it,
Right.
discards it,
Oh,
passes
why would
me
he do
2
that?
fascist cards, of course I'm the bad guy after you've been like
You're the
yelling
bad
at
guy
me.
anyway.
Right. So I'm an easy
Agreed.
scapegoat for him if he's a fascist. And if he gets the liberal card and discards it, game over, because there's only fascist cards left.
I
And
guess.
I'm scapegoated.
Ryan's smart. He's a real smart dude.
So now I don't
what's
trust
the
Kevin.
resolution?
Now I don't
to
trust
that?
Kevin anymore. So.
Well, you don't trust Kevin because he wants
Because
to
I
pick
was
me
gonna
and
make-
Corey?
Because he didn't
Oh,
want
right,
to pick
he wanted to
Corey.
pick
He wanted to
you.
pick me.
I haven't decided yet.
He's
Oh
saying
my
he
God.
doesn't, no matter who you choose as chancellor, he doesn't want to give you the opportunity to pick 3 cards and discard
Yeah, I
them.
know what he's saying.
So it doesn't matter who you pick in
I
that
know who I'm
scenario.
gonna kill.
Damn, the shade was wrong. The shade was wrong.
Good old Clorp. Clorp.
Oh, right, we're not.
I'm just gonna clorp right along here, guys.
Clorping right along.
I don't know anymore. I just don't know.
I don't know what to do anymore.
That is the
Okay.
best. That's the best line
Count.
of Secret Hitler. I don't know anymore.
3, 2, 1. Oh.
Oh, it's just me.
Oh, I don't like this.
Why'd you vote that yes?
Because he sounds so innocent.
See, now you're agreeing with each other, which is also weird. No, they. I don't know that they're because.
Who could possibly disagree about Kevin being precious?
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, that's valid.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Oh dear.
Are you done?
Eyes closed.
Are you- are you-
Oh right.
I show this one.
The discarded.
I want Kevin to let out an evil laugh now.
Corey, you deserve for you.
Thanks.
Can
Yup. Okay. Great. Great,
It's
everyone.
upside down. It's upside down.
Oh Jesus.
It is the worst.
Thank you.
So what happens?
Now I'm probably dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
Are you Hitler?
Am I Hitler?
Yes.
No.
Right.
Okay, bye.
Which we know.
Would he
Can I ask what Kevin got?
Just an update. Bravo's not allowed to talk. Sorry, I was eating pizza and my mouth is full of crust.
Classic
Bravo's
dad.
not allowed to talk for the rest of the game. He can make ghost noises. This is a house rule that we find very hilarious.
Great.
Dad, can I have a beer, Dad?
Kevin, did you get 3 fascists?
All right, I'll just get more after the game's
Well, that's
over.
good news.
You can tell it's the truth.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's okay.
I mean, that does make
Better-
sense
it's not
math-wise,
good news, but it's better news.
I mean,
right? That makes sense math-wise.
better
believe it,
news
yes.
than it could have been.
Is it my turn?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you are president.
It's
why are
it's
we
your
even doing
turn.
this? Yeah, why are we even doing
Because I'm a
this?
liberal
This is funny.
and I'll pass the liberal route. Just saying.
I do
mean,
think that Cher is a liberal.
you could choose anyone.
I'd
but
rather
it's still
be-
not gonna
And I'm
happen.
furthest away from power, too. That's
I literally don't know why we're having this conversation.
I'd rather be president.
Yeah, does it even? Is anybody gonna? You all have your fucking votes out already. I haven't even. No, I'm saying it's not you they're voting against this time, homie. It's me, and I've literally only had one chance to do anything. This is only my second time. Okay. Well, anyway, I made a stupid, dumb mistake earlier, and so it doesn't matter who I picked. So why don't I just? Who wants to grab it first?
No, you gotta pick someone.
Oh. I want to give it to Ryan now because he's dead.
Heavy is the load that bears.
Can he wait?
Ghost Chancellor.
Yes, heavy is the condom that bears the load.
Don't use that analogy.
I'm just gonna vote it down, and then I'll pick you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can pick me.
Right.
Guys, you should read my new spec script. It's called Ghost Chancellor.
Sure, okay.
Thank you.
I like Rachel.
For
You ready to call for your vote?
I'm stressed by this because I like Rachel.
President,
for the new X Files.
you count us down.
I won't
Three.
take it personally.
2, 1.
Oh, Cher voted yes.
Nine.
Why did Cher vote yes?
I don't know. I'm trying to change things up.
Great. Pity vote.
Wait,
Already voted
how
up.
many nines is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, fuck it.
All right.
Ari, why did you vote yes?
I don't know. Everyone hates me. It doesn't matter.
Everyone hates you.
That's true.
Everyone hates you.
I'm the table
points
for
where
Ryan
it
until recently.
matters.
So you're
Everyone
fine.
hates you. I'm literally the
You
one.
got internet money.
Number one, I was in contention for getting shot, and they just voted out only my
You're
second
voting
presidency.
But if she
Really?
is, then I kill her. If, by the way, if you're a fascist and you fuck me on this, I'll kill you.
God damn. That is so intense.
I mean, I respect it, but thanks to that.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, unanimous. That's not good.
Oh yeah.
That's not
Great.
It
good.
was a confirmed non-Hitler. That was super
It
Great.
was like a non-Hitler being
ubiquitous.
Close your eyes.
Nice.
Oh, my bad. My
Oh,
bad.
right. Close your eyes.
Ghosts can stay awake.
That wasn't a close one.
Ghosts never sleep.
Ghosts are doomed to never sleep.
That's true. They haunt these government halls forever.
Oh no, I heard a grunt. Why'd you groan? Everyone
Open your eyes.
Oh, fuck, what? That's why you groaned! Oh, the groan though. It's upside down.
I got it. Calm down. All right.
All right, to me it looks really good to kill Kevin. Because I drew 3 fascist
Wait,
cards,
why?
which means
Wait,
that
why
Kevin
are we
had to
killing
get Kevin had to get Kevin had to discard a liberal card for me to draw 3 fascist cards.
Is that
Or someone lied earlier.
no?
Somebody lied earlier.
Someone could have lied earlier.
So
Someone could have lied
you
earlier.
saw 2 liberal cards, right?
Just now?
No. When Cher passed you, you had 2 liberal cards,
Oh yes,
right?
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Cher passed you 2 liberal cards.
Yeah.
There were supposed to be 3 liberal cards total in the deck. And we were going from a complete deck.
Unless she and Cher are
We were
both
going from a full
lying
deck.
to you right now.
So Cher would have had to draw 3 liberal cards.
You want to shuffle? Go for
So
it.
that's like,
I don't
that's possible, but it's way more
I
likely.
did not.
It's way more likely that Kevin drew a liberal card and discarded it.
Yeah, but that's only because you're already coming from the logic that you already agree with, right? Like it's also very possible that the whole thing they did that lasted
That
for like
both of
10
them are
minutes,
fascists?
that both of them are lying. Yeah.
Question: can ghosts make facial expressions?
Ghosts, I would
Yes.
prefer that you did not make facial.
Yeah, your face is expressive.
You want to
should-
kill a
you should
confirmed
have this
fascist?
rule. You should
Kill
make
Ari.
like ghosts.
I could kill Ari.
Next to your
Or
father.
Bill.
Good idea. Ghosts in the dead.
Time out.
Ghosts in the
I've been
dead.
suspicious of Bill.
I feel like one of those two is a more solid choice than Kevin.
Can someone
To
else?
kill or to keep
I'm
on?
gonna shuffle these.
Just
Ghost
because
Bravo.
the
Hi, Ghost Bravo.
Don't trust
The
Did
count
he mean mug the
could have
camera
been
as he walked
screwed
by?
up somewhere. You know what I mean? It's
The
plausible.
only other place, there were only 3 draws on this current deck. There were only 3 draws on this current deck. The first one,
Cher,
she
Kevin.
would have
I'm gonna
had,
make sure
yeah,
these are
Cher
all
would have had to draw 3 liberal cards
Which I did not.
for both of us, because there were 3 liberal cards in the deck. We know that for a fact.
Right.
So Cher would have had to draw 3 liberal cards on that draw for Kevin to not have gotten any liberal cards on his draw, and me not to get any liberal cards on my draw. That's the only other way. Like, it's highly
Oh.
likely that
It's
Kevin
one
is a
of those
fascist.
things where it's like I want to believe you, but also I just like don't understand card counting, so I'm just like, yes, no, what is cards?
So either Cher
me
or
out.
Kevin.
This house is what it is.
Yeah, but it's almost
saying.
it's astronomically
Like,
unlikely.
count-wise.
Yeah, it's like it's astronomically unlikely. I think
But
that,
none
that
of us
Cher
are
is
laymen, so
the
why are we
fascist.
trusting her?
Okay, and I'm saying I've seen Ari's card, and it said fascist on it, and you've been
So
suspicious
says
of Bill the
you.
entire game.
Yeah.
So like
Why don't you kill one of them?
between Cher and Kevin.
It's
You're
not
saying
between Cher
Kevin.
and Kevin for me. Like, it's definitely Kevin of the 2 of them.
Okay.
And it's weird to me like how hardcore people are defending Kevin. It makes me think
I'm
he
not
might be Hitler.
defending Kevin. I'm trying to be killing Cher, which in defense I've been trying to be doing for a little bit.
Why would you want to kill Cher?
I've been believing that she's been sketchy this whole time. Can I
She
whisper?
passed So you think that she drew 3 liberal cards and passed you 2?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's insane.
Why is that insane?
Because it's really unlikely. It's like
So?
super unlikely.
Unlikely shit happens.
Well, that didn't happen.
All right. Well, it's unlikely, not impossible.
I mean, it's possible that did happen. That I don't know. Well, it's possible, and I don't know. The whole thing you guys did before your government even happened was real weird in general to me.
Yeah, because I didn't trust her.
Cher's not going to come up in the
Right.
rotation.
Yeah, that's fair.
For
For
before
like
the game
a
ends.
minute, yeah.
Before the game.
Yeah, it's
it has to
a
end.
killer.
Yeah. Well, no.
I'm gonna
not gonna
haunt
kill
you.
Cher.
I'm gonna haunt you if I get
I
killed.
don't
Neither
think
of
you should
us
kill Cher
are.
either.
So honestly,
No, that doesn't make sense anyway.
wouldn't it be better to kill someone who's slated to be president sooner? Like
Ari?
Veronica or Ari.
Ooh, like Ari?
I mean, Kev.
She like shush.
That wasn't me.
Oh.
I can't kill Ari.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just. I mean, it's a
Voting, like,
Because like whatever
if Hitler
happens,
is not killed on this round, voting wise, it just helps to get rid of a fascist.
That's true, because
If
right
you think-
now, right now
if
you're
you
talking
think
about killing
Kevin
the
is a
voice.
fascist and is probably Hitler, like that's a good shot.
I guess it does. It's equally good to kill any fascist at this point.
Because I think you're thinking. I think we need to also think about like killing a voice, in my mind that's important, and I feel like neither of them are particularly important.
That is the most fascist shit I've ever heard in my life. You were literally like, we need to silence a voice of dissent.
I mean,
Quash the
in order for you to
revolution.
make like good
With an iron
decisions, in order
fist.
for us to get good
I'm-
shit from the future, you
I'm
need
the
to think of it
suspicious
as
one, you
killing
guys.
a voice, and they're not a
Same.
voice,
I'm
so
super
fuck
liberal.
I'm the
Well, neither is
suspicious
Ari.
one. Maya's
Well,
over here
Ari's been
talking
all
about.
fascist since the beginning of
Ari
the
said nothing the entire game.
That's how.
So
his
he's the
face
opposite
works.
of a voice.
He's just
He is
quiet
a
all the time.
non-voice.
The internet, no. He's cute and silent.
Do
He
it for the
does not
gram.
speak.
Cash to do it for the gram.
I
Because he
think
doesn't
Kevin
wanna draw
also
attention
killed.
to
I think
himself.
Kevin also killed a liberal. Like I think that
no,
I think
fuck
Bravo
Bravo.
was a liberal.
No, fuck Bravo,
You are giving such bad advice.
dude. I give great advice usually. Maybe not right now.
I think Maya's a fascist.
All right, well that is completely untrue.
All right. God, what if Ari's Hitler though? That would be so nice. Because then if I killed him, then we would win.
Okay, so kill
Then we
him.
would have. It's between
Kevin could be Hitler too.
Yeah, they could both be Hitler. They could each be Hitler.
You could be Hitler.
But Kevin voted like the thing that.
No, he can't be Hitler.
Oh, right. Because you were. See,
I know
I
that,
keep
no, I know
forgetting
that
shit.
feel. No, it's all good. It's all good.
What if Hitler gets the president?
That
Doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
It has to be
Yeah.
chancellor.
The thing that's crazy to me is that Kevin voted against himself for chancellor.
Yeah, that's crazy to me too. Like
Oh,
TBH.
good call.
That was the thing that
I
made me
remember
really
that.
trust
Good
Kevin
call.
before. Oh
But
God.
he did that during the Hitler condition.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
he did it.
could have been like, oh, don't make me chancellor, make one of the people perhaps Hitler, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, fuck.
Yeah, because that was on. Hitler was active on that at that point, for sure.
That's a totally valid reason to vote yourself down.
Which I didn't remember until just now when you mentioned it.
But no one, like, all the people who were being pushed for chancellor became chancellor. Like, it was you and me that were getting pushed for.
Yeah, we were.
So it wasn't like the fascists were making a play for a different person to be put up as chancellor.
Interesting.
But
Maybe
Kevin
because
didn't
they
want to.
couldn't because I've already
Yeah.
looked at Hitler's
Maybe.
card.
But then that doesn't necessarily make sense for Kevin to make that play.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a weird
Kevin didn't want to put me up as chancellor. He wanted to put up Bravo. Bravo we know wasn't Hitler because he's dead now.
Did you like want to put up Bravo, or were you just speculating?
I was just asking what would happen if I did put Bravo.
Yeah, I
Why
don't know
did
that
you
I
want to
would-
put up Bravo?
I don't think that he did. He was literally just asking, like, he could have gone around, like, what will happen if I put up, like, he was literally just, like, tossing out.
Well, I did that with Bravo just because he was the most
And he was
active
talking,
person
yeah.
at the table.
I think this is we're misconstruing the past. Kevin did not, like, want to put up Bravo.
Because it was kind of between you and Bravo at that point.
Yeah. He was literally just, like, asking a question. At least, Carolyn, is that also
That's
how you
how
did?
I read it. I mean,
Yeah.
you can
Okay.
speak if that's
I
not
didn't
it,
see
but
that
that's-
as, like,
yeah.
Kevin being like, yo,
It's
Bravo,
the,
we're friends.
this.
Yeah.
Is the old table cam doing okay? It's
Doesn't
like
look-
all, it's
doesn't
real
look
wobbly
good.
now.
It's
It's a hard day to be
I'm
president.
gonna kill Ari.
Why do you get a.
Are you
Oh,
Hitler?
Dad.
Wait, no, what? What are you doing?
You
What
are
are you
not
doing?
Hitler. We don't see your
Stop,
card.
stop
We
doing
don't
that.
see
No, you
anything.
don't.
Stop doing
You're
that.
not Hitler? Damn it. Okay.
Ari, I'm gonna put you in timeout too because it's only fair.
Goodbye.
Hi, Ari.
Say goodbye to the internet. No, say goodbye to the internet. They're gonna-
Poor Ari. Yeah, give a real nice. Give a real nice close up to Ari right before he leaves, before the internet no longer can see his cute little face.
Just let everybody screenshot their computers. Everybody,
Screenshots, make screenshots.
Control 3.
Yeah, all of the cute boy lovers out there, sorry.
Alright, so what's
They're mad that he's dead.
No, the cute one's gone.
my favorite thing that is garbage.
Now we got like
Are
the
you
rest of
president?
us.
Nobody likes me anymore because I killed Ari.
Veronica.
I have a feeling I've made a horrible mistake.
You and Corey were on the.
Yeah,
Last.
we can't be up.
Correct.
Corey.
I like
So now I have to pick
Cher.
somebody who's not
I like
Hitler.
Cher and I like Rachel.
Yeah, Cher's like a really great person. I'm a lovable.
Alright.
Yeah, you should do me.
Okay, so.
Y'all are, this is, I don't.
The veto power is active,
I
by
don't
the
know.
way, now. Does anybody
just
not
don't
know
like
how the
people-
veto works?
Please remind
We
me.
don't know how the veto works.
Yeah, wait.
Just so I don't
Do we need Dad to?
Dad, explain veto.
I'm gonna let your big sister Veronica take this.
Big
because
sister
look,
Veronica.
She's leaning in and she's so excited.
I'm burdened with this decision where I have to not pick Hitler. That's why I'm leaning in. But the veto power is if the next team is 2 liberal people and they happen to draw 3 fascist cards, we don't want the fascists to win because 2 liberals were screwed by the deck. So they can, the chancellor has to initiate it and say, President, I would like to veto this bill, and the president has to agree.
Okay.
So if one of those parties is fascist, the fascists will win, basically.
And what caused it to be active?
Because it's the last.
It's the last
fascist
power.
to be
It's
played.
it's what happens with the last kill.
Okay.
It's written on the thing, so you would know
Hopefully the GoPro
when you're
will see
playing.
that, 'cause it's looking super wilty right now.
Yeah.
Veto power is.
Veto power is unlocked.
Is
Okay.
our election tracker, is that accurate?
Guys, this is gonna suck so bad. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the other thing.
Choose
If
me,
you
like,
veto,
very
it
tense.
advances the election tracker.
Yes.
That's also true.
I'm very
So
tense.
this is terrifying.
It's super
The 2 living confirmed not Hitler people are frozen. Corey and Maya.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to pick somebody
Which
who
is
is
why it's
not
not-
a fascist and not Hitler. That's all. No big
Which
deal.
is why it's good to not just like
Whatever.
only give a couple people the power at any given time.
Exactly.
You're correct.
That's really
Good
right.
call.
We fucked that
And a
up.
metaphor for government.
Yes. This game, it turns out, is
For
actually a
the-
pretty good
for the one-
microcosm
for the
of
1%.
what it's like to have to be in a government where fascists exist.
Rachel,
Oh, Rachel.
do
Okay.
you remember
Oh, never mind, she's
which
not you.
liberal policy you passed?
The one that I gave. Sorry.
The second one.
This one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you do either of these? Were you involved with these?
I did. I was
Please.
president. Maya was my chancellor, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
And I passed you one.
Oh, I
of each.
passed
And it was
3
this
of
one, I
those.
think. Okay.
Mate.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
I just started a fascist and I passed one of each.
How do you feel about Rachel?
I feel good about myself. I don't.
you
this
feeling yourself?
back
You're
back
feeling
and
yourself?
forth thing. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
Maya actually thinks Cher is a fascist or Maya is a fascist, so she's just trying to accuse Cher. I don't.
Or
I don't
they
know
both
what's
are,
going on.
or they both
or
are.
they both are.
Right.
I am so
I
nuts.
don't.
I am
I
so liberal. and
don't
shit,
know.
no.
I just don't.
I just
see-
don't like people who play
And I
like
don't know
that.
which one. I don't see both of them being liberal.
Wait.
And them
Push the
attack.
GoPro towards the board.
Like that.
It's
made a
just
funny
so
noise.
wilty.
He made a funny noise.
I don't know.
We're doing the best we
This
can
is
here.
stressful.
I really kind of think I should have killed Kevin.
Maybe Carlin?
It was like 50-50. With who to kill, I think.
With who to kill?
Between Kevin
I
and
think I really,
Kevin
in
and
retrospect, I
Ari.
think I should
Corey,
have killed
yeah.
Kevin. Obviously, I have the benefit of hindsight.
Yeah, it's super wilty. We tried to fix the camera itself and it just kept
frozen?
falling.
I think we just hold it.
No, it just kept falling. This is what we were saying.
You guys
let's
didn't
tighten
think-
it.
Oh, that's not me. That was
Thanks for being patient, internet.
I think that's
During
That
this,
looks
the
good.
most intense moment of this secret Hitler
I
game.
know.
We're just building suspense.
I hate this, but I also like love it. I love
I-
when the games are close
want it
like
to be
this.
over.
I only hate it.
Really?
I just hate it.
I don't even like it when you win quickly on either side.
This beatific smile, this is me
I'm gonna make a
fucking
new-
hating it.
Between you and Kevin,
Corey.
one of you buried a liberal policy for sure. And
I did
so,
not.
I mean,
So Rachel's
But
the
that's
best
I
her
choice.
word. You don't have
but
no
like,
evidence
it's
of that.
between you two.
I kind of trust Cher more than I trust Rachel.
Really?
Like I trust Rachel, but Cher, unless Cher drew 3 liberal policies, which again I think is unlikely. She forced
I
a
don't know.
liberal policy in a situation where it was the 4th liberal policy.
This is so stressful. I'm with Corey.
It's
I
not
also
the
feel-
it's not the
I
least
also
sound
feel
logic
like
he's presented all night.
there would have been no like advantage to lying of like, oh yeah, I discard whatever.
That's-
like, it
that's
would have been
fair.
so easy to just be like, I pulled 3 liberal, you know, because it's inconsequential, you know. Like I feel like that would have been a
Yeah,
weird
why?
thing to lie
Okay,
about.
agreed.
Well, if you're a fascist and you're trying to mess up the count,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so specific.
To make it
like, at
like
this
consider
late.
to make us
it's because you're not Rain
For
Man.
this
Kevin.
moment,
No one
yeah.
is Rain Man.
Corey instead of her.
Right, like there's a reason for it to be done. I just
Messing
think
up the
all
count
lies
is a
on,
valid
and I don't
strategy,
think
though.
that's
That
what
is
Cher
such a complex strategy.
Yeah, but
like
I'm
a
not.
long
But I'm not
time.
smart enough to pull
So,
that off.
Carlin, then you're believing that Kevin is definitely a fascist.
Yeah, I was like I said, I was 50-50 on who to kill. I would,
okay.
yeah, and it was, you know.
We definitely don't put up Kevin.
Right, definitely.
Yeah.
Because
No,
of,
not
because
that.
of the voting against himself thing. That was my thing.
It was
he
a
wanted
weird
someone
thing
else
to
to be
do.
chancellor, and
Right.
that person would have been Hitler.
You're right. Okay.
Interesting. What? Can you?
Because everyone, when he voted himself down as, I forget who the president was, but someone wanted to unchancellor
Who
him,
was the
and he voted himself down. Everyone was like, "That's really good, and that's
Was it
humble,
Arnie?
and that's like a good
Was it
thing
me?
to do."
Yeah.
But
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
it was me.
yeah, it's like
so
the two
cute.
reasons you might do
Damn it,
that.
why are you so cute?
It was me.
The two reasons you might do that are either like, "Oh, I don't want to be in the hot seat," which I totally get because that's how I feel when I play the game. But
Okay.
alternatively, it could be like chancellor needs to be someone else, and that person needs to be Hitler. And
Interesting.
I'm not going to take that away from Hitler. Like, that's my reason.
I actually like Carlin for
okay.
chancellor.
I also like Carlin for chancellor. I
I-
like Carlin for a lot of
My reasoning
She's
my
so
reason for
likable.
my reasoning for liking Carlin are a couple of things. She's been making good arguments all game. She hasn't been muddying the waters.
Agreed.
And nobody
Yeah.
has been fighting to put her in a government. She's never been in a government, which is like
Yes,
That's not
she
true.
was.
She was in
She
the
was
first
in the
one.
first one.
Well, yeah,
So
okay.
it was fascist.
Yeah, she was in the first one, which I think there's a reasonable likelihood that either Bill screwed her or they drew 3 fascist
Jack
policies.
screwed her. Like,
And she
somebody-
hasn't been in a government since then, and no one's been trying to put her in a government since then. Which,
true.
if she was Hitler, someone would have tried.
Absolutely.
But is she
Do the fascists know who Hitler is?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
But
So
Hitler,
if yeah.
doesn't know who anyone else is. So Hitler's is in the dark as any liberal.
Okay.
Well, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Except for no, that's
No.
not true. Hitler is not as in the dark as the liberals
Hitler
because
knows
Hitler
who
knows
Hitler
that
is.
Hitler is
Yeah,
Hitler.
Hitler has a distinct advantage there.
No, but yeah, I
But
agree
it
with
is-
Carlin being a possible candidate for chancellor, just to make the conversation longer.
Yeah, just to give you more options to
I
choose
have 3
between.
options, right?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
it's Carlin and Cher.
There's 4.
And because
Should have just fucking shot me.
I was like, really? Oh.
You're a person.
Ari. Good moment. Good moment.
Honestly, for me, this
everyone
looks like
seemed
it's
so
between Carlin and Cher.
surprised that Bill chose Carlin first, though, because, and again, I've never played this, but everyone said, why wouldn't you go to the end
Yeah.
Right.
first? Why would you go to the
Because she's so
middle?
likable, apparently.
And one of
She's
the
very
only
likable.
And now-
explanations I
I
can
like
come
you.
up with is that he knew that she was a fascist, fellow fascist. I don't know.
And now no one trusts me at all. So
I think
it doesn't really matter what I
I don't
say,
know.
I think it
whether I
honestly,
trust
like,
Carlin or not.
aesthetically had something to do with table visuals. It's really hard to
No,
tell.
I
It
t-
could- that also
totally
is
get it.
possible,
Like,
but-
in the past couple of games I've played with Bill, he has also like pointed across the table and picked somebody that he had a conversation with or something.
That's true.
Yeah,
That happened.
That's a
And no one believed me then either.
Yeah.
And I wasn't lying then, was
The
I?
laughing ghost.
Okay. Vote down Rachel.
I'm scared about it.
I think it's between Carlin and Cher. I'm leaning
Not
towards-
Rachel.
Leaning towards Carlin. No, not Rachel.
I mean,
Why?
I'm scared regardless.
I don't feel it's safe. I feel like Rachel is
I
risky.
promise I'll veto it if it's 2 fascist cards. I know everyone lies the whole time, but
Yeah, this is really.
there's no reason to believe me for saying that, but I will.
There's like nothing to say in your own.
I know, there's no.
Okay.
I'll
I'm going with Rachel.
Okay.
Fine. I don't know if I like this. I forgot that I get to vote this.
Yeah.
I love
Just
you.
continue to not-
Game pretty much
So,
is gonna end
what
on
was-
this.
What was the
Yes.
coming down to Rachel? What was the
Unless it
logic?
gets vetoed.
What was the logic of you coming down to Rachel?
I just, between Cher and Kevin, for me, it's 50-50.
Was it Sharon Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of
'cause
who's
you don't buy that.
the
Okay,
fascist.
that's fair.
I don't not buy it. I just think, like, I know there's a fascist in that corner of those two people. And I don't know. I just believe Rachel more than Carl or something. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Shit. Wait. Shit.
9,
Wait,
hold 'em up.
Raise your hand.
Did that go down?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that went
Yeah.
down.
It did not pass.
So it
Does not
doesn't
pass.
And I voted 9 because Hitler at this point is clearly someone we don't expect to be Hitler. And I see no reason that person is not Rachel.
Yeah, that's what I didn't feel,
Wait, what does that
I just think
I
you should have
feel-
picked Carlin. That's.
Because it's like, in terms
I
of
feel good
like,
about it.
oh, who might be Hitler? Maybe it was Ari, maybe it was Kevin, maybe it's Bravo. It's like, okay, well, those people are like, it could be Kevin still, sure. But it's like, alternatively, it's someone we're really not expecting.
I think Carlin was the
And
best
Rachel
choice for the
hasn't
liberals to
given me-
win.
I want to.
And if you want the liberals to win, you should have picked Carlin. That's why I voted no.
You can pick Carlin.
I'm gonna pick Carlin.
Who voted that down?
I voted it down.
1, 2,
It was my
3,
reasoning.
4.
It was
Because I've been
4 to 4.
suspicious. I'm not confident.
Like, I feel good about Cher for the reasons I just stated. That's totally fine. I passed one fascist policy.
Did we
in
not
the
kill
game.
any of the fascists?
I mean, there's nothing I can say in my
No,
own
we
defense
definitely killed
except
one.
that sometimes when you're the first person to get some cards, you
Yeah,
get the
I
cards
guess.
Right.
again. You know, like,
Yeah, I guess.
See why I'm saying?
Okay. Are everybody ready? 3,
Carlin for Chancellor,
2,
1939.
1.
Nines.
Happened. Down again.
It's down again.
This is so hard.
Good luck, guys.
Are you guys moving the electric track?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
are.
are.
We are.
Good luck,
God,
everyone.
that was.
We
I
have-
shouldn't
we-
have voted that down.
Yeah, we have one more
Yeah,
vote
should
to
not.
make, and including a veto.
Because I believe you're a liberal. You should not have done that.
Wait, what?
Wait,
You
you're
wrote it
president.
down,
You're
right?
president.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah,
I
president.
thought it
So
was
you're
nines.
president.
Oh, I'm not Hitler. I thought it was nines.
No,
No, you
you
are
are
president.
presidential candidate
Maya
now.
was president.
You were
Now
chancellor.
chancellor.
Now you're the
Oh my
president.
God.
Now you're president.
Okay.
It's okay.
That was
You're
just
back.
like a
You're
straight
back.
up, I forgot
You're
what
back.
was
Okay.
happening moment.
See, it happens.
Are you gonna do share?
You should do me. I'm a liberal. I passed a liberal policy. You know.
Alternatively, only confirm non-Hitler.
You can't pick me.
Why?
I'm term limited still.
Yep, because we haven't had a government since he was the governor.
Oh, we have.
Yeah, we're both.
You could pick Veronica.
Veronica.
You should go with Sharon.
Okay, so between Veronica and Cher, because I would really prefer not to move the tracker again.
Right.
Well, we don't want to do that.
We
So,
truly
are
don't
people
want
going to
Cher
vote
to
it
go
down
in
if I pick
to
Cher?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
I would vote it down.
Thinking of voting it down. It is. I know.
Can I do straw poll? Who would vote it down if I picked Cher?
I know. It's like
Only three,
ah
actually.
shit.
Okay, then do it.
But it also it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to vote it down actually,
That was
Unless you
that
think
was
she's
just Cher.
fascist.
unless she's Hitler.
Or a fascist.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Did we get down again? God damn it. Oh wait, no, it didn't.
No, it
Three
passed.
went down.
It passed.
It's
No,
passed.
Oh, I'm
It passed.
so nice.
Cher, are you Hitler?
I am not.
Sorry, I confused them.
I love it when you're not Hitler.
I love it when you call me not Hitler.
Everybody fucking close your eyes.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
get this goddamn game over with.
Word. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
You got it? Okay. Discarding. Okay.
Can we open our eyes? Is it over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
yeah.
card is right here.
I thought I was president for a second, and I didn't pick anything, but I was confused.
Because I trust Carlin, I feel like there's a choice there. If I were to guess, I'm only speculating.
This is the discard.
What's happening right now?
This is the lip.
the liberal.
I'm a liberal. I'm a liberal.
Right.
Yes.
That was the game.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This was the team we voted down.
All right.
This is the team we voted down way early.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So what happened? What
Everybody
was
come
what?
back in. Wait, hang on, because we're gonna go around so it doesn't mess up the. My dad's back.
Thank you, guys. So just so everybody is super aware of who everybody was, fascists, please raise your hands.
Yep.
Knew it! I knew you were a
And
fascist!
Hitler, please raise your hand.
We were one vote away.
Okay, so before I really want to do is go
Can we
around
talk
the
about when
table.
you voted?
starting
So good
with
to
Ralph.
know the winning
We're gonna go around.
Guys,
Why did you do that?
Dad's talking.
Dad's talking.
Kevin, why?
You. So we're gonna do is go around the table, starting with Bravo, give our final thoughts, and then we'll all yell at each other for a while. But before we do that, what the stream truly wants to know is, Kevin, when you voted yourself down as chancellor, was that a play or
Yeah.
was that?
That was
brilliant?
I knew what that played.
That was not brilliant. That was really good.
It worked.
It's-
It was
so-
for, like.
But if he didn't do it, you guys would.
We would have won. That was the stupidest.
Can I
fucking
say?
thing I've ever seen.
Can I say this?
Look, can we get
It's
Kevin?
not your fault.
to
Kevin,
Oh,
I
yeah,
still
go
love
ahead.
you, and you're
Yeah.
still on my
For a
windowsill,
while.
but that just like broke my heart. It broke my heart. It's like I forgot to worry you or something.
Yeah, well, I did that because at that point, I wasn't really sure who any of the fascists were, but I also didn't want to end up getting shot when it came around, because that was very soon. And also, I kind of wanted to just let everyone else cannibalize each other, because the table was being so vocal. There were like so many personalities fighting, and I did not want to implicate myself at all, that I was happy letting everybody just pick each other apart.
It is the reason I didn't kill you.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to see what happened, basically.
Who were the fascists again?
Are you just like against winning the game?
I I've been Hitler like twice before, and
Fair.
I've never won as
Same.
Hitler.
No,
So
no, that was a super
or
smart
no, wait, I've won
play.
like twice as Hitler.
That was a really smart
Super
play.
smart play. It's actually my fault because I assumed he wasn't going to play that, so I also voted no. That's why I say it was one vote away.
Oh,
I
really?
fucked us. Yeah, it was me.
Oh.
This
So
stream
you've just been
had-
fucking us from the
I was
beginning.
No.
This stream about how like if it was not a play, that I would have to disown you as my stepson. But no, you're promoted back.
It
to
was
son.
real
Okay,
smart,
good.
and I didn't think he was gonna do it, and he did, and I was so mad, and I tried to like
Yeah.
stay like poker faced after that. But that's why when he caught me in that logic, which yes, you fucking caught me in that dumb logic.
What was the hardest thing in the world was that you guys were like, look at his face, he's so helpful. Precious. And I was
Pretty
like,
awesome.
oh my god, this is the worst. I'm a monster.
All right, let's go around now.
Yeah, let's go.
Is there a time limit?
So Bravo, you don't have to talk.
I like you a lot.
You don't have to talk it in ghost voice, but yeah,
Yes, he
you guys
does.
could keep it condensed so that everybody gets a chance to talk before the audience starts leaving. That'd be great. Okay, Dad out.
Yeah.
I just want to point out how well Maya played that whole thing.
Yeah.
Because she passed 2 liberal things early on, and we all trusted her.
Mhm.
Which meant when she came after me, I wasn't suspicious of her at all. And when she started defending Kevin, I wasn't suspicious of that either. But yeah, I hate her now.
You're welcome.
All right. I did mention this earlier that like the whole back and forth between Maya and Cher made me think whatever it was, they weren't on the same team, and I wasn't sure which one to trust. And I started distrusting Maya, but Maya always kind of seemed to agree with Carlin. Like there was a lot of, oh yeah, that's a good point. So I started to think Carlin and Maya were the fascists.
Through the games that I play.
And I just didn't. I'm so relieved right now.
Yeah.
We passed.
I'm still mad, by the way. but-
All right.
I was a liberal, true and true. everyone dissed me, and I was a pariah for most of the game, but I proved myself worthy. So, vindication. So anyway,
Do you have anything
You
else?
already heard from me.
So yeah, I'm mad at myself because I definitely fucked that up. And then but at that point, all I wanted to do was make sure Kevin didn't get murdered. And so when you caught me in that, I went with it instead of fighting you on it. I did forget, sort of, but I also didn't.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Corey, you played the game better
You played
than anybody.
You
in this
played
whole
a
life.
fantastic game, actually.
That's right.
That catching me in that lie is absolutely the best. That was the clinch right there.
The
'cause-
only thing was that if you had killed me instead of Ari.
Oh god, if I had killed you.
I'm sorry I talked you out of that.
You
Yeah.
didn't. You actually.
No, I was like,
it was
yes,
me.
Veronica,
No, it
yes.
was me. I talked him out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Veronica
Really?
did too. Clorpy.
Wait,
I
is it
planted
my?
that seed.
Yeah, sure.
Am I? Okay, so I would say I would say that. Yeah, you guys kind of worked together to talk me out of that,
Hey.
which was why I stopped trusting you. Which is why I didn't vote for your team.
Right. Okay. Fair.
Whereas, like, I ended up believing the same thing as Rachel, which was that you were putting up, you were putting her up as Hitler, and so I was like,
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
no, not that.
and so when you voted it along to her, like when we voted it along to her, I was just like, fuck, I just have to vote for whatever because we're just screwed no matter what.
Yeah.
And so I was so happy when you turned out not to be a fascist.
I was hoping that we would vote in Maya.
Oh,
and
of
that- and
course.
then
If we
would've
voted
won.
in Maya, then it would have been
she was
game
so
over.
liberal against me too. That's suspect.
Yeah, because you were throwing like incredible amount of shade on Cher and me.
I'm good at throwing shade.
And you defended Kevin, and so like
Kevin's precious.
towards the end of the game, it was like,
Wait. I just want to point out something that the Twitch stream said about me in general. Someone said they wanted to knit me a sweater and give me hot chocolate.
That's what I want to do too.
And then I looked like I was shivering.
He's cold.
He's a cool little Hitler.
That's
I'll get
just
you
how
a
I
heat
sit.
lamp. I'll just get you a heat lamp.
Has everybody gone around?
No.
No, we got Veronica.
Veronica needs to talk because I think Veronica is the real MVP.
I will get you a heat lamp, Kevin.
I was gonna use my time to praise Corey, so that's really weird.
Gross.
Playing Secret Hitler with Corey, I've played a lot with you, and you tend to be very chaotic. And so this game early on, I like saw your logic, and I was like, oh great, he's a liberal, like we're all set.
Yeah.
And
Solid.
that was really helpful, I think.
It's really
I'm not
hard
sure
to
what
play
I did.
against Corey.
Well, you got Ari,
Oh,
and then you
I
just like
found a
were a
fascist.
solid voice of
That's all.
reason throughout the whole thing.
Also, I was the lady with the little dog.
The old lady? Oh no, the younger lady.
I love this
Yeah, me
lady.
too. I love her too.
The illustrations.
Yeah.
I was the guy who showed up to Parliament drunk.
I had a mustache.
Nice.
It's appropriate.
What about you, Ari?
Well, I guess I was the snake.
They're all lizards.
And
With broad shoulders.
I've only ever played this game once, and I was Hitler, and I just had to be really nice, and we did great. And so when I was outed right off the bat, I had no idea how to respond and didn't. And you totally called me out for just not doing anything, and I realized now that probably wasn't a good play. So I just could have done a better job of not being obviously fascist.
It's a super tough place to be
how we
punished,
learn.
right?
And it was so early. I was like,
Do
she's not gonna pick.
That's true. You still weren't killed first.
Dude, I was
Okay.
Hitler in my first game too.
Yeah.
Which was 4 weeks ago.
I was also, this sounds weird, but really happy you
Yeah.
took me out instead of.
All right, let's keep going because we
Great.
wanna...
Okay. That was a fun game. I'm pretty pissed about the thing where we almost won and then we didn't. But you know, shit happens. Yeah, I'm glad. I thought that went really well. I also like playing with Corey. I feel like we play really well like off of each other. Like you're really good at being truthful, and I'm really good at lying and looking like I'm being truthful.
Not to me.
I'm never gonna trust you again in real life.
No,
audience.
you gotta do it. Sometimes I'm a little.
I trust that statement. Stop.
You're welcome. But anyway, yeah, that.
Yeah. So Maya, I bought it hook, line, and sinker, probably because she was complimenting my hair for the whole game. I need to
Your
know,
hair is fire.
did you pass me too? And
No, I fucking lied. Did you notice how I did? I was only talking about the last game where I never lied and never said that I wasn't lying in this game. I'm a good liar because I actually tell the truth
I was
mostly.
able to recover from passing a fascist policy as the second thing of the game to actually being able to do the final thing. Like, you guys came around, thank you for that. And that's pretty much
Yay, liberals!
All right. So,
Fuck you guys.
So close.
thank you to everybody for joining us in the stream. Thank you, players. We're actually going to do game 2 because everybody wants us to get drunk and do a second game.
I like you, Twitch. Twitch, you're smart.
Twitch?
I don't drink Twitch.
And that's totally okay.
You don't
Some of us
drink?
won't be drinking.
Oh.
and it's
No, fuck
totally
that. I'll
fine.
still be sober.
So,
Twitch is speaking my language.
so guys, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. We're gonna let everybody pee, get a drink, whether it is alcoholic or non-alcoholic, and we will be back around 8:20, 8:25 Central Standard Time.
Oh, that's
Thank you
all
for
it is?
joining us.
I thought it was later than that.
Not
Yeah, let's
against
fucking do it.
alcohol, I just don't trust my own mind.
Slam.
Sir, Dad. I guess Dad could be a mom.
Oh, what are those yellow ones?
Yeah, what's up with this guy?
Oh yeah, I got this at 7-Eleven.
What are they?
Tequila barrel.
I mean, I'm saying, are you putting them out here so you can drink all
Are
of
they
them?
tequila?
No, it's beer.
Oh.
7-Eleven didn't have anything hard.
It's a tequila barrel beer.
It's like whiskey.
But it tastes like
barrel
tequila.
ale, but it is tequila stale.
Put beer in a tequila barrel, wait a long time, and drink it.
I can't wait for you to do that.
I don't like tequila.
You're making
It's only 6%. It's not.
No, it's Mariah. Nope, Mariah's my favorite.
Why
It's
am
also a little
I?
fruity.
Why are you? Because you're so funny.
Chase the
You just
Academy.
sound like funny and
Pretentious
goofy and
thing
kind.
to say.
Like, you're the
No,
best.
no, it's.
That's
exactly correct.
Because I feel like there are drunks that are the shittiest drunks, like the angry drunks.
anyone
or,
wants
like,
to try it,
the super
go ahead.
emotional drunks,
That's what I was
like the
asking.
ones
Thank
who are like, oh my god,
will
yes,
try
or the
one.
ones that are like,
Anyone
oh
said
my
Bill
god,
wants to try
no.
it.
But I feel like you're neither of those. You're just like being fun.
Do you mind if I wake up at 8:30 tomorrow and get coffee with Morgan?
That's basically what Mariah is, but like tenfold.
I've seen that once. I mean,
She's
it
so
was nice.
cute,
It was
yeah.
nice.
She just laughs at everything.
Real estate agent in the building.
She falls
She gets
over.
very adamant about things too,
Yeah.
which normally she's not.
I like her drunk, and I also like Abby drunk.
Gotta air out the undercarriage here.
Oh, so on the 1st of April, this dinner party thing's happening. And then on the
I asked
1st of
Tommy, and he
May-
said it was okay. I'm gonna
Do
ask
a shout out to
Alex
Tammy.
Sankton.
She's
on the
watching.
1st of May.
Yeah.
I don't know what day that is.
did you
It's my
enjoy
birthday,
yourself?
and
I
also
know it's your
we're
birthday.
doing like a crazy party.
Well, I gotta
Especially
see
when
what day
somebody
that
got
is.
killed.
Dang. Y'all should not sit next to each other.
Hopefully it's not a Friday.
Well, I was just told that we should keep our same seats.
Well,
That's why
right.
I asked.
Ooh,
No,
that
generally
was, like,
speaking.
like my foot was on this, and I like slipped trying to push my chair back.
All right. If you haven't, put all your stuff back in all of it back in the envelope,
That's right.
Yeah, we're
and then throw your envelope in the center here, and we're gonna shake them up.
Shake 'em up, shake 'em up, ooh, shake 'em up, shake 'em up.
Oh, did you? Oh,
We need to
fuck.
find out which envelope is missing cards.
Well, and if you want to tweet about
The
game,
Chinese
do it
room?
again, or do any of
You
the
know what's-
social media things.
It's Twitch's mobile app is so crappy that you can't follow someone from the mobile app.
Is this the last
Most
one?
mobile apps, I want to
It's also
say,
one that needs to
are just garbage.
Well, sure. I won't disagree with that.
All right.
Did we get it?
We're all set.
Great.
Sorry about that.
And since I can't follow, I don't for some reason follow Max Existentialist on Twitch. I keep trying to tweet it and I keep typing the
Wait, can I
goddamn
have
link wrong because I
one
have
of
to type
those?
it every time.
I want to try that.
What?
Pass one of those beers further in this direction. Here you are. Pass one more.
Do they?
It is a twist off.
Twist
They
off.
do say twist off. I got my bottle opener for no reason.
Thank you. You can make this happen. All right. Logistics.
Now to Bill.
Teamwork.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Twist it off.
Where's Maya? She's on fire. Harlem World, we don't
Gets
stop.
really busy.
Hey yo, Maya, take us higher. Other shit.
My hands are just torn up all the time.
Thank you. I still don't know what to expect. Thank you.
Let's fucking do this.
You sound drunk
I had
already.
time to wash my bowl.
I'm
this
I'm
a
just
wine?
getting ready. I'm just getting ready for this.
Oh, and I have a cup of
Bravo.
tea.
That got really intense, but I respect you as a person.
What do you drink?
Cheers.
Thanks.
Oh, I drink
didn't
Bravo.
think you did.
Now I kind of do.
And by good, I mean when I'm listening.
No, man, it got heated. It got
I
heated.
drank it all, and she ordered me more since I was
A little bit.
What did I do? Since October.
So much.
But I was doing 8 boxes of pizza.
Yeah. You were
That
vindicated.
dude, man, I've had this problem for 30
I
years.
drink like
This is a
I
small-
Being
drink,
mostly
like,
right,
3
but still an ass about it sometimes, or people thinking I am, even if I'm not. In my opinion.
I should get you like a bowl.
And you gotta calm down now so people know that you're not just being shady. Like, you gotta
like a pot, right? Like it just
Literally any
More
strategy.
shady.
Yeah,
Maya
any
was doing
strategy.
that the whole game, and she was shady.
What was I doing wrong?
Any strategy.
shady.
Any strategy you use can go either way, and that's what's great about this game.
always goes the wrong way for me. Everyone always.
Like in life.
No, it's pretty well in life. In games, people are like, you're pretty shady, and or I just want you to shut up. So let's kill you.
Yeah, that was how I figured I would play off of that.
But now we know how to trust him, so this next game's gonna be interesting.
No, it's
shuffle
not
that
true.
one.
You can trust me sometimes too.
I'm just randomly picking up a number of envelopes and then moving them to the middle. That's how I shuffle this. So hopefully that works. And then I do it again.
Hey guys, do we do the same deal as what Max Goodness? Yeah. Okay.
Maximum Dad.
Andy is going to be filmed up when we're actually live in the live and
Corey, I also remember that you liked that A's A and all the A's that I made. Remember that one time? When I had the A's.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
That was the best thing.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
This camera's being
But
most
A. Can we look? Do we wait?
Is this game blind?
Yeah, wait, is this game blind?
Are we playing a blind game of Secret Hitler, Dad?
Dad.
Are we playing
You want to try it?
blind?
Blind game or regular game?
Yay!
It means we don't show the camera the things that we discard or anything. Just like
And they don't know who we are either.
And they don't know who
The
we
audience
are.
doesn't know anything, and they can win sets by guessing.
Like the audience is a liberal.
Oh man. I'm like right in this crack in the stage, so like my chair keeps wobbling out.
Get over a little bit more.
You got the least
No,
amount
other way.
No,
This
Oh.
Can we look?
Okay, I'm good. I'm good now.
Great.
You got the least amount of table anyway.
Oh, well, my voting cards.
Yes. Yeah. I'm actually fine. I like that.
I was about to just like put that down and do that.
I don't want to show anybody my cards, but they're out of order and I want to move them.
everybody be quiet until Max,
Do we way to black out the stream during the nighttime thing?
Yeah.
Can we take an actual nap during nighttime?
I've fallen asleep. I played the nighttime Secret Hitler games.
This is one.
Why did they
Business team.
Just headphones.
they put the skull's eyes on the back of the bottle? Oh, so you can look through the bottom. I'm done.
We're good? Hello everyone, I'm Max. I'm a co-creator of this horrible game called Secret Hitler that was played for 2 hours in a real nail biter. First game, we're back to play a second game. For people who are just joining the chat, I think we're going to do a blind game for our second game, meaning we're not going to show you any titles, we're not going to reveal anyone's roles, and it's up to you guys to guess. I will post in the chat a link to a Google form where you can guess who the fascists and who Hitler are, and if you're correct, we will send you a free set of Secret Hitler. I think before we get started, why don't we take a minute and do some introductions, and everyone can sort of go around and say something interesting about themselves.
Why don't you start, Carla?
Yeah, start Carla.
Well, never mind.
No, not Bravo.
My name is Carla and I was eating Chinese food at Mum. An interesting thing about me is not about me. You should follow Chicago Nerd Social Club on Twitter at Chicago Nerds. Thank you.
My name is Maya. I'm the community manager for Secret Hitler, as you may know. Interesting fact about me, is my Crossy Road score. It's 1,058. I'm 769th in the world.
Whoa, really?
What?
My Crossy Road score?
What's that?
It's a
It's a
let me
video
tell you
game.
about it later.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm Ari. I still collect records because you can still in this age and era, and they sound great and wonderful.
Stop being so fucking cute.
I was built in a cute lab. That was my next.
Hi, I'm Veronica. A fun fact about me is that I'm on the board for the Science Ambassador Scholarship.
Ooh, cool.
And so is my friend Tammy, who's watching. Hi, Tammy.
You guys are smart.
I'm Clorpy. I'm currently studying to be a sign language interpreter, and this is the sign for motherfucker.
That's great.
That's awesome. I'm Bill. I'm a comedian. My website, I should have told you this the whole time, is billbullockisacomedian.com. Because I know, right? It's a pretty dope. When I thought of that, I was like, yeah. Also, I am really mad at you, Twitch chat. I've been the crowd favorite forever, and now all of a sudden, Ari, you fucking fickle minxes. Fine.
You're not making it any harder for them.
You really, you should be trying to walk it back.
It's what I do. No.
Just antagonizing.
Love me or hate me. Usually hate.
I'm Kevin. I'm a cartoonist, and yeah, I draw comics. You can find those on my website, which is kevinbudnick.com, and there is no C in Budnick.
Your last name is Budnick? That's awesome.
It is. Like the Salute Your Shorts character.
Yeah.
Exactly.
my God.
He wasn't introduced.
That's awesome.
Hi, I'm Cher. I'm the host of Open Ended, and today I acquired tickets to see Steely Dan and Steve Winwood, so I'm super happy.
Dang, girl.
Back in the high life again.
I know, I'm gonna see. Huh?
We're Steely Dan playing over
Playing on Northerly Island, and it's two of them together.
wow.
They're headlining shows. I'm gonna see Higher Love and Deacon Blues in the same night, so I'm super excited.
Girl.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
All right, hi, I'm Rachel. Fun fact about me: this will be my second time ever playing Secret Hitler. Woo!
Yeah.
I'm Bravo. Fun fact about me is apparently I talked so much last game that everyone at the table hates me already.
I didn't hate you.
I don't hate you. We killed you.
We don't hate you.
Question from the chat. I want to know who's a veteran, meaning who's played a bunch of games.
Well,
I've Veronica and Corey were very early playtesters of Secret Hitler, as was Cher, I think was no. Okay.
No, but I played like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, okay.
I was invited a bunch.
I was a
but
playtester
I
during
played
our Kickstarter campaign. Carlin's been playtesting for a long time. Yeah, Bill's.
I've streamed with you 5 times. It's the only times I've ever played.
We've all played about the same amount of games.
Yeah, I've been on streams.
We started tonight.
8 or 9, 10.
Cool. All right. So does everyone at the table know your roles? Are we good to start?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's do
Indeed.
night time, and then chat. I will we'll post the link in 2 minutes. So you can
All right.
start
All right,
guessing. All right. Everybody's eyes are closed. Everybody, put your fist out in a position where all the other players could possibly see it. Hitler, please keep your eyes closed, but put your thumb up into the thumbs up position. Fascists, open your eyes. Regular fascists, open your eyes and see each other. I think there should be 3 fascists. Do all the fascists see each other? And do all the fascists see Hitler? Is everybody cool? Okay, fascists, close your eyes. Hitler, please return your thumb to your Hitler hole. And everybody, thumb bunker? No, what do we like? Thumb bunker?
Hitler hole.
Hitler hole is way funner. Everybody bring your fist back and just be cool.
Just this constant war going on between Thumb Bunker and Hitler Hole.
Hitler Hole is the.
It's gonna be like a. It's gonna be a Twilight thing.
Make an Adolf Fist.
Adolf Fistler.
Oh, that one's great.
Everyone except for
So the chat. So the chat. So chat saw one of seeing Hitler. So what we'll do is we'll just do. So the chat will sort of play from Hitler's perspective, which is another kind of streaming mode that we've done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some people saw all the fascists too.
Wait, great blind game, guys.
All right. So it's not a blind game. We'll show our votes to the chat, and next week we'll be back with blind games.
Okay.
All right.
Twitch, who's Hitler?
Yeah, no looking at your fucking phone on the Twitch chat during the game.
I don't
Okay.
have the mobile app.
Fair.
Don't worry, the mobile app is bad. Twitch, your mobile app bad. Fix it. I want to be able to follow Max Existentialist from the mobile app. And also, I want to be able to link people in my Twitter. Why can't I share the stream? That's insane. In 2016, Twitch, get it together. Okay.
You have to tighten it as well. It keeps falling.
Yeah,
Do we
twist
have
it on
a
the side.
way to choose who's first person?
Oh yeah.
Dad.
Dad.
Think of a number, Dad.
President.
Who took the last turn?
Max is the host, I'm not doing it.
Who took the last turn?
Carlin was the last president.
Okay, so Bravo should go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that already.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey Bill, we've got a friend of ours who works for Twitch watching the stream. He says you were very hurtful.
I don't mean, listen, I'm not saying that you're a bad person. I'm saying,
Someone feature us. If you're watching through Twitch, put us on something so that the youths find us.
yeah, man, you.
Get the youths to watch.
You made me spill my wine, Max.
We want so many
I posted
memes
about
to
it.
watch on our
Okay.
secret
Yo.
Alright, so
Teens.
it's first turn. It doesn't really matter who I pick because no one's done anything shady or not. So Maya, who I will never trust again after
That's
last
so
game.
lame.
Hey, house rule that I keep proposing. Just let the last game go, man.
Yeah, no,
We're all
yeah,
new
you gotta
people
let it
now.
go.
It's important to know
That's
that.
right.
Plus, I'm towards the end of the people, so like I'm a good person.
True.
To put
Along those lines too, though, Ari's near the end.
So yeah, so you could
And
choose either.
maybe
of
the
the
stream will like me now because he's so attractive. So I'm gonna choose Ari.
I love this.
You say the right things in a way that makes it still sound wrong.
He's right. He's right.
Like, I don't know, it's already really cute. Let's think about
No,
it.
he's great.
Why, that was
not.
okay.
Okay, so we're supposed to vote on this.
I didn't get my voting
no
cards out.
one's
Hold on.
no one's arguing. So 3, 2, 1, vote.
Noah's raise your hand.
Mine's raise your.
Wow, that's a lot of no votes for a
I
first.
had company.
I have a reason. I voted no because he tried
Because
to
she
throw
doesn't-
me under the bus before the game even
Salt-based voting. I fucks with it.
Like I have decided to begin this game and trust Bravo as I would normally until something bad happens. He's already shitting on me. So, fuck him.
Guys.
I don't feel
That's
comfortable
like
with
record
reasoning.
time.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's
the
quick.
reasoning was kind of weird. So it was kind of arbitrary.
Why did
Yeah.
you vote no, bro?
You just thought it was
Because
arbitrary?
you always vote the
The
first.
person who's farthest away from being president.
Yeah.
She likes me, so.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But you guys
Alright,
do
give
the
him-
thing.
Mhm.
You do not
Three.
show
Closer.
I do show the camera because we decided.
Yeah, we're playing a non-blind game.
I wish we were
Is
playing.
everyone
blind.
asleep?
I mean,
I love how in the blind game we don't close our eyes. Oh, because we're blind. We don't have to close them because we can't see it.
just you.
they're gonna hate you. more
Can we
than
hurry up
And
and
I'm
get the
just
bullet
starting
so we can
this.
kill Bill?
Well, I wasn't trying to be offensive. I'm saying.
Okay, everyone can wake up.
I was
This
creating.
is my
You
discard,
offended me with your pun.
and this is what Ari has to choose from.
Oh, that's
Carlin,
stress.
can you reach-
Yeah, we need help. Yeah, I forgot it was Ari. Completely forgot.
I'm not trying to be offensive at all.
Well, that's shitty.
Do we get deck fucked? Do we get deck
Jesus.
fucked? Shit. Or something.
So yeah,
We got deck fucked?
What?
You
Yeah.
just-
So
we don't
yeah,
know.
what?
I was handed 2 fascist
I've asked you
cards.
3 times. Did we get deck fucked? You've said
deck fucked. Yes,
So
sorry, we
he's
got deck
probably a
fucked.
Thank you.
This dynamic.
I didn't quite parse
You guys are.
Thanks.
I had 3 fascist cards. So
Oh no.
Isn't that just how the game always
All I know
starts?
is I had 2
It's
fascist
how the game
cards.
could
Yes.
start very likely.
He
It's a
definitely
very
did.
likely start for the game.
Interesting.
so
This
now
is
I
how
get
the
to
last
look at
game started.
someone's.
No, that's how a lot of games
Yep.
start.
Yes, you get to
Yeah,
investigate
there's
someone.
an
Just to clear the air, Maya.
Yeah, yo, what's
Okay.
up? Will you leave me alone forever now?
Only send him.
Oh my god, wait, hold on, wait. I was
The
about to
party
just give you my
membership
whole entire life. Hold on.
I don't want to target you. For no
I don't want you to
reason.
target me either. You've already targeted me for no reason, bro.
All right.
Brah.
She is a liberal.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Alright.
Alright, well, that's bullshit.
So if we think we know, well, if we want to believe you, Maya's liberal. I'm going to send it to Carlin.
Smart.
Okay.
Just away from you. Makes sense.
I'm hitting myself in the face with this. Oh, wait, what about me?
That is logical.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Unanimous?
Any
Wow.
nines?
Wow.
No, no, no.
Unanimous.
Go team.
Yes.
So I'm gonna
Do
guess
it.
at this point that Veronica and Carlin are fascist because
Yeah.
Veronica always votes no, and she didn't that time.
I'm feeling
No, it makes sense
No,
because
she-
she picked the
she
person
wanted
who's
it-
Oh,
furthest
that's
from
right.
being
That is,
president.
yeah, sorry, you're right.
Veronica's
That's the
super
point you always
binary.
make. It should always be the furthest
Yeah.
one.
Well, why Carlin?
So ignore what I just said. I apologize.
Well, why does Carlin get?
Because she was
He
like
was
the
saying
picker
because
person.
you voted for her.
He's drinking his mistake.
Yes,
Because you-
but he deleted that. He deleted
He
it.
deleted the whole thing.
Okay.
All right.
So she needs things.
He's still drinking his
All right.
Close
Yeah.
your eyes, guys.
We're getting drunk.
You know.
Oh right,
All
eyes
right.
closed.
Maya, your whole personality is
Everyone
drunk.
actually closing their eyes?
That's literally why I don't drink alcohol. Because I'm already crazy and I
Alright.
don't want to get worse.
Here we go.
That's why I don't do
This is what I
cocaine.
got.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I looked, but I
This
didn't
is what
see
I'm going to
it. Sorry.
discard.
Mm.
Okay. I think we're ready.
Okay.
Discard. and 2 for my Chancellor Carlin. Sorry.
Discard.
You sigh again?
Oh boy.
Size?
And play.
There was eyes?
Woo! Yeah. Everybody was just fucking trolling us. Again.
Very old.
What did you pass?
So for anyone that's counting the cards,
Yeah.
I had 2 fascist, 1 liberal, discard a fascist,
Okay.
gave 1 of each to Carlin.
Okay,
I
so
agree that I
if,
received a choice.
Okay.
if everybody is telling the truth so
Rachel
far, we have
is legit.
6 fascists
Carlin's
and
legit.
5 liberals left.
I'm sorry,
in
wait,
the
hold
set.
on. One more time, Rachel. What did you do?
The 3 that I got were 2 fascist and a liberal.
Yeah.
I gave Carlin 1 of each. So
Oh, okay.
fascist discard, 1 of each to Carlin.
Okay.
Just saying, not sure about Bravo, but Rachel, Carlin, Maya, myself. Good
Sorry,
vibes.
what? Oh, okay.
Good.
Wait, you can't stick myself on the end. You haven't done
Way
shit.
too late. I did.
You passed the fascist policy.
fascist policy, but that's not the point. I was only handed
In
2.
defense of Ari, like, of course he would say he's good because
Right.
he knows that he's good if he's good, or he knows he's a good liar if he's
my
bad.
God.
So.
Well, that's my
Or
point.
you guys are just colluding, so.
Yeah, I'm
we'll,
not-
We'll wait and see.
I didn't say
I don't
anything
know-
about
yeah,
Bravo. I don't know about Bravo.
Judgment.
I was
know-
given 2 fascists.
I know about Bravo. Bravo is either a liberal or Hitler, just period. Because he said that I was liberal, which is true. So he's either being truthful and awesome, or being like the liest liars of the liars.
That can also be a fascist trust fund.
Yeah,
like he doesn't
some kind
have to
of-
be.
that's
He
what-
doesn't
oh, yeah,
have to be
doesn't
Hitler.
So he's either just a dick, or
So he's
trying to be
literally either one thing, the other thing, or the third thing that you can be.
All right, well that's literally the truth. So like.
Yes, you're right,
Great.
but it also doesn't.
Yeah, I'm aware. It makes
Okay.
sense.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with Maya because
Yeah.
she was proven as a liberal, and I
am.
want a policy pass as liberal. I want to continue doing this, so I'm gonna do that.
That's a good thing.
That's my logic. It's also furthest away from power from me, right?
I just.
She wasn't proven as a liberal. though.
Yeah, I don't like
wasn't
your
proven-
reasoning.
I was not proven as liberal. I was hearsayed as a liberal.
I want.
It
I
is,
want to
however,
see.
true.
I mean, it's the same reason that like last game I put Bravo up is after he was confirmed.
Right.
If she's not a liberal, then we're both fascists.
Yeah.
So
Which we're not.
That's basically
I mean, you could be.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
the furthest from
Also,
then you
this
know
is
not
not
to-
bad.
right?
If she is a
I'm a
fascist, then you know not to trust either of the rest of the game, which is a dumb play at this point. So even if she is a fascist, she's gonna play a liberal card at this point.
Well, then we got a liberal card, which is nice.
Great.
We're waiting for the
which is
liberals.
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay, but that doesn't mean just getting liberal cards is not necessarily like. I don't
That's
know.
literally the gameplay, though. It's literally.
Like, that's how we win.
But I know you need to know though. You have to know.
Can somebody pass me 3 cards, please?
Oh yeah.
No, we haven't voted yet. Whoa, whoa.
Sorry.
Executive order.
Damn, guys.
Sorry. My bad.
My vote doesn't
Which is
change.
some bullshit, so I feel like she's a fascist. Anyway, sorry.
Count it down.
Do it.
3, 2, 1.
Well, we knew that, and we knew that.
Who was Bill the only
No.
one?
No.
No, I voted it down. I just didn't like the fact that she assumed that the vote was already passed.
Yeah,
That's not a great like.
I didn't like that either. No, stop.
I didn't like the argument that Maya
Stop
is
talking to me.
a definite liberal based on what has already transpired. I don't
Yeah,
agree with that.
I just want to say, like, before we're just putting stuff out, that's true. I am a liberal, but I also don't want people to just start blind believing shit. Because
Wait,
that's just not.
I actually thought you were gonna vote it down.
Why-
I thought you were gonna vote it
Oh
down.
yeah,
I
no.
heard
See,
you
I
saying-
also thought about it. Yes, I thought about burning it down because I'm suspicious of Cher because I think she's a fascist trying to buy liberal like beliefs by voting me as a liberal because I am one. So I feel like she's like piggybacking off of my glory when she sucks.
You did this last.
So that's exactly I was gonna say I'm
I'm
not
terrible at this game. So.
Let's keep in mind that the fascists should know who each other are, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah,
So
the
at this
fascists
point,
know.
either there's like a handful of fascists who are all jumping on each other really quickly, or like
It's
this
not
is
even they know who each
confusing.
other are. The fascists know who literally everyone is.
Yeah, exactly.
Except Hitler. No, they don't.
No, they know who
Hitler's
Hitler
the one
is.
that
They know the
doesn't
whole
know.
game.
All right.
Sure, those are your cards.
Oh, right.
Close your eyes.
Eyes closed. If she fucks us, I'm outing her. Just letting you know.
What? In what situation would you not?
That's true.
Oh, in one that you're a fascist?
Okay, this is my discard. Everybody can open their eyes.
Okay, great.
And these are for you.
Get your ballot cards back. Come on, man.
Oh, fuck that.
Interesting.
I received 2 fascists. Fuck Cher.
So what did you have, Cher?
Interesting.
Cher?
What did you draw?
I had 3 fascists.
Oh, did you? Because
Oh.
you thought for a real long time.
Yeah, for the record, if we were saying there were 6 fascists.
Is that our audio beep
That's
again?
the sound that happened when the audio.
Ah, shit. In 30 seconds, we're not going to have audio anymore.
There were.
Give it 1 second.
Okay,
until
and-
we hear from Alex.
Okay.
Pause.
So we're
Yeah,
pausing for 1 second. If Twitch, if you can still hear us, we're sorry, but we're just making sure. Because we want you to hear all our dumb jokes. Or just me. Everybody else is not.
This is
doing
a horrible time to pause.
No one else is
Yeah.
doing dumb jokes.
Shut up, Bravo. I love you. You're great. You're great.
Can we talk yet?
No.
Womp 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 womp.
Yes.
What's your favorite class in
I've never
undergrad?
been more suspicious of a person.
Any of the ones? Any of the ones?
It's the GoPro. You guys can talk.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
God.
So,
there were supposed to be 6 fascists and
Yep.
5 liberal cards left. The odds that she'd pull 3 fascist cards is like 12%. So it's very unlikely.
God, I
Just
wish I
like-
could do math.
No, I don't. I still don't think he's Rain Man. Like, there's no way he went from not Rain Man to Rain Man plus alcohol.
6 out of 11 times 5 over 10 times 4 over 9.
You just did magic. You just waved your hands.
Having had
With
many
numbers.
computer science classes with him in 2004.
But like, he literally sucked
He
at
does
counting
that.
cards.
He does that.
Anyway,
I do.
regardless,
Can you
I want
confirm
to
this?
seem
Are you
smart because it's valuable.
So, Bravo, remind me
No one values
what
smart
happened
people.
on your team, on your term.
I said I had 3 fascist cards.
Okay.
And I passed 2 fascist cards to Ari.
Okay.
Which is much more likely in the first turn than in the last turn. Assuming I'm
turn, yeah.
being honest and, well...
Yeah, the most
and
Well, I can say
people who
this.
passed the liberal thing are being honest.
Bravo let you guys know that I'm liberal, which is true. She gave me 2 fascist cards. We asked her what card she got, and she was like, and literally said nothing, which is some BS. So, like, it literally was like, if you know the truth, then tell the truth. If you're good at lying, you would have also told the truth, but, like, you just said nothing. So,
You
like,
know, I wish I'd waited till after she looked at someone's card to throw that accusation out there, because that would have been very telling.
This must really suck for you, Maya, having to choose between Bravo and Cher.
it does. They're my enemies, but, like, honestly, I'll be okay. We'll be friends outside.
But so Bravo, you investigated Maya, right?
Yes.
Okay, and Maya was a liberal
Yes.
according to what
Which
you
is
thought.
what Bill did to Bravo last game.
Yes.
Like, it's not an unusual move
Oh
for a
yeah, you
fascist to
shouldn't
use that as
trust
a
me
trust
based
buy.
off of that.
Yeah.
No,
Shouldn't trust
I'm
her
just
either.
telling you. Okay. Well,
I don't know
should
how I feel
trust
about
her.
Bravo.
Alright,
Bravo
well,
could
yes.
go either way.
You
I'm-
should trust
I-
Maya because it would be dumb of me to play that this early.
I
Unless
placed
you're
the
both
exact
fascists.
same logic on this that I did last game. It's the number of scenarios where Maya is a liberal outnumber the number of scenarios where she's a fascist.
I am definitely a liberal, and with that knowledge, I just think it's really weird to hesitate like that, dude.
I'm sorry.
What? That's what a fascist would say. You're just sorry? Okay, whatever.
So what happens next?
Well, now she investigates.
She investigates someone.
Yeah.
I investigate.
Share
I
investigates someone?
investigate.
President.
Yeah.
does.
Investigate.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, definitely don't investigate me, because we know I'm liberal already.
You can't.
And you can't.
Okay,
Rules.
yeah. Great, didn't know that. You
Investigations,
can't. So investigate, maybe like, investigate.
Yeah, Bravo's not a bad.
Bravo.
I've also said
I say
there's
we
like an
investigate Corey,
88% chance that she's already a fascist. So.
but I think
You
Cher's a
can't trust
That's fucking
fascist, so I don't
true.
care what she's gonna say.
That's also
All right. So
What's the problem?
If she's
People who
fascist,
get the power.
I'm really bad at this game.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the people to
You
suck
can
up.
also investigate Kevin because he's next. That's
yeah,
Oh my
that's,
God,
that's
Kevin.
always.
That's who I was
Well, that
kinda
worked well
thinking.
last time.
Oh my god, no.
It did.
Nobody
It's
investigated me last time.
That's true.
Leave
No,
Kevin alone.
Yeah.
Just leave him alone.
Why do you want him to be left alone?
Because I'm just.
He's a
I'm
precious
just
flower who needs to
I can see why people think you're shivering.
I listened to
It's like a chihuahua.
It is still
Crosstalk.
true.
Crosstalk.
I guess because he is going to be president, I will investigate Kevin. That's valid.
It's valid, but I'm still.
Yeah, it's.
It's your choice.
You can even-
Skeptical.
What's the word I give off a very fragile air.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's
For Jax.
Nope.
Wait,
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
What just
Party
happened?
card.
okay.
Party card.
Gave the wrong
I
card.
gave her the wrong one.
Doesn't matter unless you're Hitler.
They all have the same back. It's fine.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
Definitely do.
They don't?
Yeah, they have the same back.
They have the same back.
So
All
The
of
roll-
the roll cards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be weird to not. He is a liberal.
yeah. Okay. So Cher says he's a liberal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can choose to believe me or not, but he's liberal.
Right, exactly. I mean, and that's the thing is you can choose
I think they're
either way.
both fascists.
Either they're both liberals, or he's a liberal, she's a fascist, or they're both fascists.
Ding, ding,
Those
ding.
are the options.
No.
God, I wish you'd investigated Bravo.
I don't think it's that. I really do wish you had investigated Bravo. That would have been better because then we would have been able to verify my liberalness and also his.
Well, I don't trust what she's saying anyway.
Yeah, but
That's why it doesn't.
why is she
That
saying
just
that?
could have been a whole mess
It
of
could've-
spaghetti.
yeah.
Like
Yep.
having a train of people. who
Right on
do
to her.
this.
At least this
Yeah,
time there's a
Regardless.
reason.
Yeah, because I started really early. That's why.
believe that Kevin is a liberal.
No, I'm.
Don't wanna.
This
That
is
would
starting to.
be
This is starting to get pathological.
That's too personal.
I mean,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I
Yeah.
can't. I gotta put his flowerness
Yeah,
at the
just-
door.
yeah,
like, I
don't.
can't. You're not a liberal or something.
He's just
Maybe you
some
are. I
guy.
don't know.
I'm a
Just
liberal
some guy.
though.
You're just a dude. You're just a dude. I honestly just
I
like.
wish I wasn't
He's
so
just
good
a
at
dude
lying. in
who's
the
now
last game.
president.
Oh right, he's
Who
now
you in
president.
Presidente.
And
Oh yeah, okay. I can enchancel someone.
You must.
Who do we liberals? Who do you want to enchancel?
Oh well, not Ari.
No, me though.
Why did you?
Has already been chancellor, correct?
I'm not gonna enchancel Ari.
No.
Wait.
Not Ari.
Because he's accusing me of being a fascist.
Well,
Also, the way you asked that question was kind of fascist. It was weird.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Liberals. Who should you? Who would you like? Like.
Very.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
When I was
Very
president, I was
conversation.
very happy with Carlin's decision.
Yeah.
Carlin
Car-
passed a
Carlin
liberal
passed
Carlin
policy.
passed a liberal
I
policy given a choice.
endorsed Carlin.
That's fair.
second.
Yeah.
I also endorse myself.
At this point,
Sorry,
you
liberals.
can't be.
Can't I be?
No,
ju-
you were just on the last
I
government.
keep
You are
forgetting
the
that
last
shit.
government.
Okay,
So-
not myself.
Otherwise, I
Carlin.
think I would still support you.
You can't pick.
Even
Maya.
though you've passed no liberal policy.
I'm so sorry.
Kevin.
I know I can't pick my.
I'm liberal
or
on
Cher.
paper.
Well,
No,
when
you're
you
not.
say
No, I'm liberal on
Kevin,
this paper.
the liberals. we the liberals want you to choose Carl.
No.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
that.
don't trust you at all, dude.
You're right
So-
to not trust
This
him.
is a liberal ticket.
Yes.
This is kind of, I mean, she
I
gave
am
me
liberal.
a
Rachel and
choice,
Carlin
whatever
passed
that's
a
worth.
liberal ticket.
That's true.
Ari passed a fascist ticket
I don't trust
after
Ari.
being passed two
I
fascist
wanna.
cards.
Okay, I'm gonna give
By
it to
me.
Carlin. Great.
Objectively the best
How
choice. As we know.
how sure are we that Kevin is liberal?
He was investigated, whatever that
Only
is.
only because
yeah, only by
the Cher is a presumed fascist and she is the one who investigated me. Would I be assumed to not be a liberal?
Right.
Yep.
Agreed.
It's 1-2 though.
Yo.
It's
What do you
literally
mean?
one of those things that we don't know for sure if
Uh-huh.
Kevin is liberal. We
So
just
like
hope he is
you're saying
because
we can
hope-
afford to eat another
Yeah.
fascist policy? Because I don't.
No,
I don't
definitely
want to do
can't.
that.
I don't
No,
think
I'm
that's
saying
true at
like
all.
we should consider the fact that the fascists are already ahead by 1.
Oh
It's
god.
early game, but like
It's pretty rare.
If a fascist policy comes up here, it's
don't know.
already Hitler mode.
Which is
That's
so
true.
early.
So, if we assume Cher's a liar, it's 4 liberal cards, 4 fascist cards. If she's not, it's even better. It's 5 liberal cards and 3 fascist cards.
Yeah, but if Kevin's a fascist, then that calculation goes out.
Well, if Sheriff's not a liar, we're getting to the point where Kevin could pull 3 liberal cards and not have an option on what he passes.
Yeah, but it's in pretty much every situation, it's unlikely that he's going to draw 3 liberal cards.
It's really
Like he could pull 2 liberal cards.
And if he pulls 2, he's got to pass.
Yeah, he does still have to pass
At
one.
least one to
Unlikely, yeah,
Carlin.
that's
Yeah.
half.
Absolutely.
By my calculation, this beer is real good at getting you drunk fast.
It is 6%.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm like a.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Damn, dude.
Ari.
He only gets cuter.
Damn it, Ari.
There's
Can we
no
vote?
consent if he's
Can
drunk.
we vote?
All right, 3.
Wait, who is it? Is Carlin? Okay.
3.
Kevin counts it down.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
okay, 3, 2, 1.
okay.
9's hold up your
Nine.
card.
I am the only 9.
All right.
Why is that?
Because, like I
fascist.
said,
Huge
I
fan.
don't
It's
trust
the
that,
shit.
and I did.
That's fair. That's
Okay. I get it.
giving you no reason to trust me
All right,
other than
heads
On the
down.
fence.
yeah, just because I can.
3.
Cool. Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot we were. Yeah.
Whoever it was amongst us that said, "Hey, this beer sounds like a hangover," you might be right.
Oh, and the one that I am discarding is this one.
That sounded confident. That sounds good.
Do I open my eyes?
Yes.
Oh.
No, we're good. We're
Do
good.
not throw anything.
No throwing. This is not a throwing
It
game.
gives me so much stress.
Discard. This is discard.
This is
As soon as we invent
Discard.
Secret Hitler for your yard, then it could be a throwing game.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and there we go.
I received 2.
What did you?
Oh, really?
Liberals.
So
What did I
you,
get? I
ask
got 2 liberals and 1 fascist.
Okay.
cool.
Discard.
I feel pretty good
Because
about
I
that.
am
I didn't hear. What did he
And only a pretentious liberal would say it like that.
did he
So
ask?
I
He said he discarded a fascist, right?
He did.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
that.
He
Very
discarded a
fascist.
fascist. That's.
That
I mean,
is-
that's
that
the
is
most
what
likely
Kevin
with
said.
that pass, like that story.
Thank
Now
you,
I think
Kevin.
you're just being an ass.
No, I can't. Yeah, I can't tell if Ari's just being a dick or if he's.
Oh,
well,
what's
this
happening with
table
this
is
table?
moving.
This table's very excited.
Oh, jeez. Thank you. Anyway,
This
I
table
can't-
has lost something.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Science thing.
Good job.
Veronica's
Science.
got this
Fixing a table.
You got it?
I have.
Okay, so
No, I was
I.
gonna tell.
I think
Oh,
that's fixed.
okay, go
I
ahead.
was just
Did we
waiting
have
on her to
things
fix the
to say?
table. 'cause
Oh,
I
go ahead.
think it's
Go ahead,
fixed.
go ahead.
Anyway, I was gonna say that I can't tell if Ari's being a dick or if he's fascist because I pretty much, like, I don't pretty much trust Kevin. I wanna
It's
trust
neither of
Kevin.
those. I'm being
What
maybe
did
a
I
dick
say?
liberal.
Maybe a dick.
Don't
liberal.
just trust me,
He's
though,
literally just
because-
like throwing shade, being like, "They're fascist. They're fascist." Like essentially the whole game, just like throwing shade, saying that everyone's fascist, which is ridiculous.
Right, and I did happen to pass a fascist policy because I was given to.
Literally, what are you doing? Okay.
I'm just telling the truth.
All right.
So either
Supposedly.
here's the thing, and it's why Ari's dangerous at this moment.
Oh,
It's because
He's so cute.
right?
well,
Wait, Ari or Kevin?
Both. Oh my god. Okay, go.
I'm listening.
it's so you
Go on.
So you're playing up like the cheekiness a little bit in the way that like
Alcohol.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
100%,
what I'm trying to
100%.
get at, and it could be because
Thank
this
you.
is the second game and we had a long game last time and
Yeah,
you've
we
been
did.
drinking, and you have the information from the Twitch stream that you're very cute,
drinking.
like
It's also
in your
not
back
cute.
pocket, but you're also trying to make up for the fact that you played the fascist policy, which if we're like statistically it's not a problem, right? Like you could still be a liberal and have been given a shitty situation.
I don't believe that.
Um,
No, not you, him.
You don't believe Ari?
He mumbled that he was a liberal, and I said I don't believe
Oh,
that.
okay.
I understand, but I am a liberal, so
Okay.
you really, we're on the same team.
Well, you're fine.
Either he's
I'm not doing a good
either
job
he's a
as liberal
fascist
right now.
and he's playing either he's a fascist and he's playing up his charm, or he's a liberal and he's been drinking and he's just being silly.
Yeah.
God damn it! Go home with me.
So, I started this filibuster only because I didn't want to sway anything.
Wait. Did he say filibuster?
Yeah, it did kind of say filibuster.
I mumble.
Because he's a
Oh. Okay. I would have gone with filibastard.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Kevin!
So good.
Kevin!
No more who the
think
fuck
Kevin
is
just won the
Kevin.
game.
No, Kevin!
Only not to
You know,
sway anyone. Only to say that that's what you should consider when you're considering Ari as a player right now.
Vote me too.
I think you can tell that Kevin's not Hitler in this game.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was gonna say I think Kevin's a strong pick for Hitler.
Really? I mean, when he was Hitler in the last game, how did he play?
Differently. That's what you would do, right? Like you wouldn't play exactly the same if you were Hitler.
Okay, on that note, I'm very quiet as a fascist.
Yeah,
Same.
and you got caught out on that last game, and so now you're playing differently this game.
Yeah, so you can't
Fair.
win.
That's
You're-
fair.
You're in a
It kind of goes both ways, but
Yep,
we can't really use
that's
that
100%
for
true.
anything.
As president,
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill's
Are you
president.
president? Oh,
I would like to
no.
say whoever the Twitch employee is, I will help you. Hire me.
Sorry, what?
I'll help you make your mobile app better. I don't know anything about mobile app development,
That
but
was
I
bad.
Hold on.
I'll work for you.
You have a computer science degree, correct?
It's not.
Yep.
It's mobile apps.
Didn't do anything with it after that. Yes, I did. That's not true. What am I saying? I'm lying. I'm trying to decide who I want to make my chancellor. Wait, weren't you just?
No, Maya's eligible.
Yes.
Maya's. I thought you were pointing at Carlin.
No,
Carlin and Kevin are off.
Maya's not a bad choice.
Maya has the Bravo
Also
stamp
eligible.
of approval, and
Don't
you're
do
never,
that. Not
you're not
around
yet at
just
the
you.
point where making him
Bravo stamp of approval.
It's just a Bravo.
It means almost nothing.
The Bravo Awards.
Like I like you and everything, but like I don't know what that means at all.
It means if Maya's a fascist, I'm also a fascist.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And we're not at the point where appointing Hitler chancellor means anything. So
That's also true.
She should, if she's Hitler, she should lie, but she's not because she's a liberal.
Hey.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing we did last game, though. That's what I'm saying. Is like I want to get more voices.
Okay.
I definitely think. Whatever,
We
just make
can't
a
put up. We
decision.
can't put up Carlin.
Why?
Because she was just on the
Carlin's
government.
Okay.
eligible.
She
So
just
you
put
have
up a
to-
liberal
you have
policy. She's a good choice.
That's a
what?
terrible idea.
Wait, that is a terrible
Why
idea.
are you doing that?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I've been drinking.
I'm just
If
saying.
I'm correct,
liberal, though.
everyone correct me if I'm wrong. Only Corey and Veronica have not been in a
Government.
Yeah, but
Government.
we're
Okay, so that's what I was doing.
But
I thought we were
right.
passing.
we're
over-
not
But we're
great to put on
next.
governments. We're about to come up.
right.
Yeah.
I am a liberal and have been.
You're coming up
drinking.
next, though. And I just something about your face.
Don't you fucking put Ari on a government.
Okay. Here's a recap.
God damn it.
When Bravo was president,
I just went with her because she was like far away. From me.
when I was president, liberal. When Cher was president, fascist. When Kevin was
Oh, we
president,
know a
liberal.
lot.
Is this
Actually,
what's
we know a
happened?
lot. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very skeptical. Of
We know.
Bravo and
You know
Cher.
what?
Where have you been?
Bill, if you want to know something, give it to Ari because I definitely passed into fascist cars. We know nothing about
Please.
Ari.
Please.
We'll find out about Ari
I don't want
very
Ari.
soon.
Yeah. Oh, boy, no.
No.
I
Do
will
not
vote
do
yes.
Not super soon.
Soonest.
I will vote yeah.
Okay, listen. I only picked Cher a minute ago because of she's the last person who's eligible.
I don't like this.
And I don't. No, I'm saying I'm not gonna do that because I forgot about that whole thing. So I'm gonna just go one more down and pick Rachel. I hear all your arguments and I
Okay.
think they make sense. I'm just
I'm
gonna
less
do that.
mad about.
And we know more about people than I realized we did actually.
support
And Rachel was part of a government who passed a liberal.
Also that.
No, I really do support this. I'm such a. I'm gonna stop talking.
You've got this angelic smile that I can't trust.
Okay.
You're screwed either way,
Seeing
dude.
before
You're
Hitler.
screwed
How
either
would
way.
you guys
I really
like to
am
vote?
at this point.
You ready to vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Is
Hmm.
that unanimous for real?
Unanimous.
I don't trust that.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Somebody should have said no, based on how dumbly I did that.
Yeah, now I feel like I should have said no.
Yeah, me too. It was
We all said yes, so let's.
Now,
Shut up. Like,
now I'm worried.
Draw your
don't
cards.
trust you at all.
Let's see what happens.
All right, now I'm worried, but
Am I not trustworthy? when
everybody,
it comes to
close your
your
eyes. Shut
I'm
up.
not.
This game is gonna get so much worse before it gets better.
I'm nervous now.
I mean, before it's over. That's what I mean.
Nope. Picked the wrong one.
Ugh, God.
Oh no.
That's a bad sign.
Okay. There you go.
We open our eyes now.
Alright.
Yes, you can open your eyes.
Great. Yeah, you need to narrate. I need more
Dude, I
narration.
want that last.
Okay.
Damn it, you took it.
Sorry, I drank
Discard.
the beer I bought.
No, you
Please.
Discard.
You are allowed to drink the beer you bought.
I think that was more emphatic.
Oh,
because
I meant to.
We know what it is.
Alright, there we go.
Go liberals.
Getting there.
I had one of each.
Yeah, I gave you a choice. I discarded one liberal, but I knew if she was who she said she was, we'd be ahead.
Alright.
Are there only 2 cards left in that pile?
Boy, that was a real roller coaster ride, Bill.
I have had a lot of
Corey,
beer.
maybe? Shuffle? Or Veronica?
Veronica.
I'm having a really good time.
I feel like you could be a fetish.
I feel like anything
No.
you say, I'm gonna not believe you.
Alright.
Literally anything.
Oh, Ari.
Yeah, no,
So
not
you
you,
were
Ari.
looking at me.
No,
So we
I
have-
feel like anything
You
Ari
haven't said
says, I'm gonna
anything.
be like, great, not that.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I don't.
Oh.
I thought you were talking to me.
No, not you.
Okay.
We have a new deck.
Brand new deck.
Okay.
Who's shuffling?
I have no tea.
For Monica.
Okay.
Yes.
Harmonica.
The deck's 11 and 6 minus 3 and minus 2.
Yeah. So it's about the same odds as we started with.
9 and 3. Yeah.
I feel like my best bet is still one of you two.
Yeah.
I mean, look
Definitely
at it.
Carlin. You won't trust me, so go Carlin.
Glasses
Or
on point.
well, Rachel was part of the last.
I think when he said one of you two, he meant Maya and Carlin, not
I
you
did.
and-
Yeah, I did. I meant Maya and Carlin.
Yeah,
I was not talking about
I
you.
know. I'm saying Carlin.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you
That's
knew
what
that.
I'm
But
saying.
you
I'm saying
made me
Carlin.
wonder.
And you can
We've had
take
really good
the-
luck with Carlin as Chancellor.
So
Yeah, they're very cool. Sorry, sorry for my glasses.
Kevin looks okay.
You could do me too.
I could, but I'm still.
I ship it.
I still think that you.
Yeah, well, I ship it, but I would ship Kevin with anyone.
It's lit.
It would just be.
Yes, what nigga boys strikes again.
Oh, it's not lit.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Carlin because Carlin is less soon.
Dang, Maya's salty right now.
You're gonna be president.
Maya's the Dead Sea right now. Salty as fuck. Oh, right. I think this is a good idea.
Oh, yeah, we have to vote.
We gotta vote.
We got this vote very quickly. Like no one said anything.
Did you have things?
No,
to
I
say?
don't have
Okay.
anything to say. I'm just
Stressed.
Carlin's the best.
Have you passed
She's
two
good.
liberals
I think
now?
Carlin's alright.
Just one
Yeah.
with Kevin.
No, you were part of
You were
another
on a
one.
second team,
You
right?
did
you
one
do a
with me?
fascist?
Yeah,
And one with
yeah. You
Kevin.
passed
Oh my
two
God.
liberal policies.
Sorry. It's been
You're
a long
Hey,
time.
You're golden.
that to me,
That's
that
what
to
I-
me
that was what I
sings. Yeah, that
Sorry.
sings.
all right.
I'm liberal all day. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Liberal all day.
Oh wait, fuck. I'm so sorry.
I have no idea what to make of that.
I've done that before.
Oh
It
no!
doesn't matter.
Oh no! What does that mean?
That's scary as president.
Is that an honest mistake?
That was an honest mistake.
Just go on.
What the fuck advantage would I gain from doing that? Like, what the fuck? What kind of play is
It's
that?
very difficult to
A
figure out.
hilarious one, mostly.
Right?
I kind of want to know what Twitch thinks of that play.
I think at this point Twitch probably thinks
Oh,
the
God.
rails have come off.
It's just a really high level play, guys.
Game is over.
Okay, everybody.
I did vote.
All right,
Okay.
okay.
Such a cool.
No one cares that I voted no.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it.
I did vote.
Go ahead and say it. Say why you voted no.
Are we opening our eyes or not?
No, just say why you voted
Okay,
no.
well, I voted no. No, I think it was only 40% sold. The
Here you go.
The other 60%.
Can we go
Can we
now?
open them?
Yeah.
The other 60% of the not salt was because.
Discard play.
Well, question.
Finish
before
your
I-
argument.
Preface, yeah, question before I do
This
that.
is play?
Jesus.
Just wait,
no,
just
but-
wait. I want to hear any of
No,
this.
no, what the fuck? I
No,
don't
which
wanna
one was
see that.
play? This one or that?
Okay, so if you don't want to finish it, then,
No, I'm
then
still gonna finish. Okay, fine.
Flip
I'm
the-
gonna- I'm
I'll
sorry.
let you
What? How many times have you played this game before?
This is like my 5th or 6th.
Okay, so you're a little strategic. All right. Well, see, the issue that I have with her is that she's not trying to figure out the game this time, like at all. Like she's literally just chilling. Like, oh yeah, I believe this person. Oh yeah, I believe this person. Last time she was like, oh shit, this. Oh, and so like it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, the strategy thing, like
Yeah.
okay, whatever. But like at the end of the day, like people who figure out games are people who figure out games. They figure out the games, and I don't understand why you don't give any fucks
I'm gonna
this
do this
time.
one more time.
That does not count.
It
Everyone's
has been
drunk.
a very
You
long-
literally can't just blame the alcohol
Sure.
to this level.
Can I
You-
flip over the thing now?
Yeah, you can
Please.
flip over the
Okay.
thing.
Oh,
based on
fair.
what T-Pain said, you totally can
No,
blame it
you
on the
cannot
alcohol.
blame it on the alcohol.
So Carlin,
Right? That was T-Pain, right? I don't
I drew
know.
3
Jimmy
fascists.
All right.
Based on the fact that she like passed over, this is discard, this is play, and people were like, wait, which one did you want to discard? And she didn't seem to give a shit.
This is what
That's how you know they're both the same. They were both.
Oh no.
I hate
That's
like
why-
while I hate reasoning based on
think-
that.
Corey's a fascist, and I
So-
still think you're legit.
There is a 39% chance he had 3 fascist cards.
Great. Well, now.
Which is less than.
You're a liberal.
It's always good to
Fuck
have.
Ari.
You think he's a liberal?
Yeah, because fuck Ari.
This is, I mean, we're in a much worse position now for that.
If you
Yeah,
do
no
like
kidding.
drunkenly,
But we
you
did
are gonna take
just
that
thin
one.
3 fascist cards out of the deck, assuming you believe me. Obviously, that's your choice.
We know we thinned at least 2 out.
Yeah,
Okay.
we know because like we all trust Carlin, right?
Unless you're both fascists. Because you're just like, we all trust Carlin, right? We're
I've been
supposed
on
to accept
two
that.
liberal governments.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I mean,
true.
whatever
Well, you don't have to accept that, but
You
like
don't-
she's
you
got a
don't
really
have to.
good record.
But you also don't necessarily have to, like, just because you were on the government doesn't mean that you, like, necessarily believe what law got passed. You know what I mean? Like, you could have been deck fucked. Fascists could have been lying and shit. Like, just because, like, I'm liberal, didn't I pass like a fascist because I got two? Like, that's bullshit. Like, that doesn't mean I'm fascist. It just means I got deck fucked.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't even know who gave me
Yeah.
those. I hate this game
I know.
sometimes.
This game's hard.
But like, it doesn't necessarily, just because you passed a law doesn't necessarily mean that you are that party. Just, like, remind
You're not drinking.
No, I'm not drinking.
I don't know.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
She sounds drunk.
You're slurring like a motherfucker right now.
Just like real proof for Twitch. This is why I don't drink, because I'm already crazy and I just don't want to get worse.
No, I get it. That's why I don't do crack.
So Corey gets to kill somebody?
No.
You get
I
to-
pick the next
Next
president, and the president has to pick not Hitler.
Correct.
Which is so scary.
Or we can vote down the president.
So don't pick me,
No, you-
and then
No.
whoever is that president
yes.
pick me for
Yes.
chancellor, because I'm liberal and not Hitler.
Oh God, I hate people who make that argument. I don't hate you as a person. I just hate when people make that argument. That's like such a Hail Mary Hitler play.
Oh
like,
no, what? I would never do that.
Yeah, it is.
I would never do that.
So I said Maya was a liberal when I looked at her
Giant.
card.
Mhm.
Cher said Kevin was liberal when she looked at his card. All four of us are likely not fascists. That seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Perhaps Kevin, as president, who picks Maya as chancellor, is a good move here.
Kevin as president?
Ari's saying no. That's an interesting.
I don't
hedge.
trust that.
Because if I say Maya's liberal,
Or
that's a bad play if you. I've had a lot of beer. Either
What's up, Twitch?
I'm a fascist and she's a liberal, or we're not. Either we're both fascists, or I'm a liar and a liberal. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Really? Can somebody besides Bravo talk right now? Because I'm
gonna
really.
shut up.
Okay,
right
what
now.
if
What he's
you
arguing-
make me president, and
Uh-huh.
I pick
And you
Kevin
make
as my
me
chancellor?
chancellor. I don't know about
Kevin is one of the people that I think is likely to be Hitler.
Goddamn.
I'm skeptical of Cher and Kevin. I'm starting to think Bravo
I
is a
don't
liberal.
think Kevin is
Rachel-
Hitler, man, because like
I'm a liberal.
I'm
I
not,
just don't feel like he's playing it the same way.
I'm not
That's
very.
But I think he might be
The
fascist.
reason that I'm suspicious to Corey is
I think
because
you're liberal.
I'm
I
not
think
playing
you're
the same
liberal.
way.
but
I
I
think
don't
Bravo
Yeah,
is-
but that I mean that's
Win my trust.
I don't care.
that's part of
Right,
what
no,
makes you
and
suspicious.
that's
yeah.
absolutely
Oh,
fair.
Wait, guys.
Yeah, I know why I look suspicious to you.
If I
We're on
were to
television.
put you up as president, who would you put up as your chancellor?
So at this point, I would be likeliest to pick Maya.
Okay. I could put up Carlin as president. Yeah, I
She
can.
was just-
You're not term limited to be president. I can make anybody. Yeah, I can make anybody president.
In this particular situation.
Actually, no matter what, term limit doesn't affect president because president would normally rotate into you. I can make Carlin president. What do you guys think about that?
That's cool.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
Carlin, who would you pick if I put you up?
I mean, who
I mean,
passed
I
a
was
liberal
given
policy?
I was given a choice from two people, which is like, what does that even mean? But for what it's worth, remind me how the investigations went. It's been a long night.
I said Maya was
See,
liberal.
you forget
Okay.
that shit.
Cher said Kevin was liberal.
And then Kevin gave me a choice, and you acknowledged that. You
No,
was-
I did not. I gave you
He-
two
he
liberals,
ditched the
and I
fascist.
discarded one fascist.
Thank
Like a
you.
good
Oh my
liberal.
God, long night. Okay.
Which is
Okay. So then Kevin.
Hitler.
Who's watching your baby right now?
A sober person.
You'd pick Kevin?
She would pick me.
Everybody wants to pick fucking Maya or Kevin. There's a
But you
lot of
suspect-
support.
There's
for
also
that.
there's also another
I
person.
suspect like these two are kind of like
No,
it's
no, no,
it's
no,
one
no.
or
Out
the
of
other.
Maya
There's another
and
person
Kevin,
who
I
passed a liberal
prefer
policy,
Maya as-
or
So
was in a
Maya
government that
is
passed.
Why
too
not?
eager.
Because
too
they've got
vocal.
people.
That's
They've
the
got people
problem.
like
She just wants
clearing
to
them.
win. She's Hitler.
Huh?
She wants that
Logic for
chancellor.
someone
She
else.
wants to
so
win.
if Maya's a fascist,
Let's see.
I'm also a fascist.
Is there an argument for anyone other than Maya or Kevin? Is what
No.
I'm trying to hear?
I mean,
Yes,
let's
because I looked
see.
at her card and said
Pick
she's a
me.
liberal.
I'm not trying
So
to.
if you-
Rachel's not a bad choice.
I don't trust Rachel
Bravo
because I'm
Bravo is
liberal.
at least an
She's a
interesting
fascist.
choice. I think that like Bill's playing like an idiot, but I don't think he's playing like Hitler. So
What
like,
does that mean?
like you
You're
wouldn't,
drunk, but you're
you
not
wouldn't,
Hitler.
you wouldn't have gotten this fucking hammered if you were Hitler. I feel.
I like
If you pick
drinking.
Maya,
I like
and you
drinking a
pass
lot.
her a fascist card, and she gives you a fascist card back. You know both of us are fascists.
I'm not gonna be on the. I'm picking someone to be
Oh, right,
president.
sorry.
President,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind. Bad argument.
Second game is hard.
Yeah.
It is
Second
hard.
game is
Okay.
hard.
I'm definitely liberal, and I'm just being stressed about all of these people.
Well, I'll tell you this much: my MO, the way I play the
We're
game,
running
if
out of
you
these
do make
very
me president, I will make everyone tell me who I should enchancel because I don't ever like to get a down vote. I prefer to have a conversation beforehand.
Okay.
So that's what. That
Well, you know what? I don't know who you're gonna vote, but I trust you as president more than anybody else. So I'm gonna put you up.
Okay. So
I don't think that's. I don't
Chancellor,
think that's
I've
the.
heard reasons against Kevin. I've heard reasons against Maya, and those are mainly because people are arguing for Kevin and Maya.
So
So does anybody have like a good argument for like this person would be a solid chancellor?
same argument I was just trying to make, erroneously. If
You
you
don't want
hand
to
Maya
erroneous.
a liberal card and she does not play it, you know we are both fascists.
I like that.
So then you have two people you know everyone should vote against every single time.
But it makes
But
sense.
if there's a possibility
for-
that Maya's Hitler and she hands her that.
No, because Maya would have shown me a fascist card if she were Hitler, right?
Unless you guys are fascist
Yeah,
together.
Unless
Hitler
we're
could be a
both
fascist.
fascists.
Right,
But
which
you're
could
not
be.
the
If she's
fascist.
Hitler, the game's
No, I
over.
see.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
you're right.
matter.
We're at
So
the
I'm
point-
saying, like, obviously, Kevin and Maya aren't both Hitler.
Yes.
But
That would be so dope.
I don't know
Sorry.
how to explain it. I've lost
Please
all
don't
my
listen to him.
credibility.
Okay, so
but I am a liberal.
So
I don't know
one
how to
of
explain it
these-
at this point.
the other thing about picking Maya, like, while I do like you and I almost made you president.
Thanks.
Is that Maya's also going to be president soon? Because after you, it's going to go to Veronica.
That's fair.
That's true.
That I'll see.
Soon, although at this point in the game, that's like barely.
It's
I don't-
getting-
Well, it depends on how much trust you want to put in her, right?
I'm still stressed about Bravo only because like I want
yeah.
I want you to
You
be
should
liberal
make me-
so
you
badly
should
so that
make
we
me
can both
chancellor.
be liberals, but like I
I'm
just
afraid he's Hitler.
that.
So you
I
have,
mean,
You probably should
Here's
be
the-
afraid I'm Hitler, if I'm being honest.
so basically
Yeah.
you have. No, sorry.
Nope,
so
I just
eager.
listened to Ari. Nope, the second I listen to Ari, I lose my
Here's the
shit.
thing.
Why have I lost all my
I
credibility?
get.
If I
Not
were
doing
to
that.
enchancel Maya, who would downvote it? Hands, please.
Probably like everybody.
I'm not gonna
I would vote
If I were
it.
to enchancel Maya, who would
I think
downvote
you-
the party?
Just because
I would
she's so
definitely vote it.
soon after.
That's the assumption.
five.
It's your
Okay.
vote.
That's the assumption that
yours, you drunk
that my
This table's gonna fall again, by the way.
If I were to
Definitely
enchancel
vote
Bravo,
Maya.
who would downvote it?
I don't know what's wrong.
Well, if Maya's
I'm
Hitler,
less-
then yeah.
I'm
you
much
should
less
downvote.
skeptical.
I would downvote it because I'm
This
you're
is
down
my
with Maya,
this is my
you're down with
downvote
me.
card.
Again, the thing that I am looking to avoid is moving the election
Okay.
tracker because we're just not
Hey,
thinking
listen.
about stuff.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't like it. If you're really not sure, it doesn't hurt to vote a thing down for information.
That's alright.
It's not the end of the world because we are at the beginning of the
Information
vote.
is gained
Flipping the
from voting
tables
something.
today.
We get the vote record. Like, it's sort of a bad example because like ultimately it was a fuck up. Like, but I did get information last game from Kevin voting against himself. But like obviously that's a bad example because that was a weird fascist
I
play.
feel like it's so little information, though.
That means nothing.
Like, I
This is
see
a
what
new
you mean.
game.
There's value to it, but it's not worth.
I,
don't think it's worth it.
It's an example.
Why did you
I
bring that
know.
up?
Because I said we get information from.
I'm trying not to advocate for myself,
I've
but
only
I
played
don't.
3 times, so I'm adjusting.
He is one of the other people who passed a liberal policy.
Yeah, and I don't want
Him
to.
and Rachel.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's hard because I don't want. But I was. Here's the other thing. I know someone's gonna call me on it, so I'm gonna say it myself. I was the president, not the chancellor during that, so you don't really know for sure anything about me. But if you want to make sure that there's like, you get ahead in the game, like you
If I
want to
were
pick somebody who you
to
think.
Enchancel Bill, who would downvote it?
I've got a change of
Bill?
strategy
Bill.
here. So I've been pushing very hard for Maya, right?
You have.
So you would assume she's Hitler then, right? So make me the chancellor. If
That's
I'm
why I
a
asked.
if I'm
Nope.
a fascist,
That's
Nope.
why I asked.
If-
It's
no,
about
don't
you.
do it.
Nope.
If-
if
don't
I'm
do
a
it.
Not
fascist,
worth
you
the
pass
risk.
for more fascist, fair. But then you know not to trust me anymore if you had passed me a liberal.
So right after I asked if
And
I
the
were
game's
to
over.
enchancel Maya and the votes, I asked about you for exactly that reason.
Right.
And it would get.
So if I pass a fascist, you know she's Hitler then, right?
For the record, Bill would have won. He would have had 4 no's and 6 yeses according to what people raised their hand at. So you could go with Bill.
Yeah.
and
I
it
also
wouldn't-
think that you
wouldn't get
play.
overturned.
Well, I haven't decided.
Yes, thank you, Rachel. Sorry, I didn't mean to
So, because
completely
we
gloss over.
all
it.
agree that we're not going to let him become
Okay.
chancellor.
But I also.
so
I
why
think,
waste our time on this?
I think.
But
Why not me?
if I advocate so hard for Maya, to be chancellor. She's probably Hitler. So there's
Oh
the
my
only
God.
harm in me being chancellor is you think I might pass another fascist thing.
It's
just
great.
trying
You
to
could be
walk it
advocating for Maya
around.
because you want everyone to think Maya is Hitler
Yeah,
instead of you.
honestly, like
You
as
don't
great
know.
as this bus that
That's
you were
fair.
throwing
Yeah,
me
that's
under
fair.
is.
Wow, it's one of those new hybrid buses, man.
Just shut up again. Like I don't want to have to kill you again.
By the way, the
I killed
people for people who don't live in
No,
Chicago,
but I
we
mean,
got a whole
because-
bunch of new hybrid buses, and they use
Come on,
electric
man.
turbines.
Shut
They
up.
get a whopping 4 miles per gallon now instead of 2.
I said it before. I said it again. Can we just hurry up and get the bullets so we can fucking kill Bill?
Okay, I'm sorry. I think
So,
that's funny
again,
though.
I'm gonna be towards Bill. Is there?
Cool. I have.
Yes, go ahead.
That's fine, but who else has passed a liberal policy that isn't Kevin or Maya? Because those people were in question.
Wait, me?
Liberal, yeah.
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 But I was the president, so like I
Bill
said.
and Rachel. Okay.
Right.
So
Okay, I'm doing that.
between them.
I'm stressed.
Oh
It's a
Jesus.
stressful point in the game.
It is stressful, but it's gonna be fine. Just chill.
Okay,
Up
3,
here
2,
already.
1.
How many is that?
Hold them up if you're
Nines.
3 9.
Oh yeah, hold them up.
3 nines.
That's a yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Are you Hitler?
Yes.
High five! All right.
You were. Holy shit! Holy shit! Good job. I didn't. I figured
So-
he was.
Yeah, no. She was definitely a fascist. Everything I said at the beginning.
Yeah,
Who are the fascists?
But you
figured that.
But you did you play. I couldn't tell for sure.
Yeah.
I
You
thought.
were too different.
Not
from how
even
you played.
Why
did I get held over?
Get to
When
you.
you're a liberal,
I'm very liberal girl. I'm a very liberal.
Okay. All right. Everybody, breathe for a
Are we
second.
gonna?
Yeah, go around.
That was satisfying as fuck.
I don't think so. I don't like when games.
Oh, that felt so good.
That was super boring.
All right, are we good? Any
Yeah, I
final
guess.
words?
We should go around the table.
Okay. Should everyone go around the table and say how
We
they're
did that
feeling?
last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
That one went a lot quicker than the last one. Like, I was 100% sure Cher was a fascist at that point, but then she shut up. So I couldn't take.
Rate the fascist raise their hands to be sure we've got it.
That's what I.
Oh, I'm
thought.
Hitler.
So that was
Yeah.
a great move because anything you said after that, I would assume you were supporting other fascists.
Yeah, I
And-
decided to shut.
Yeah, you didn't give anything at that point.
All you did was support Kevin.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm learning.
That was great.
What about you, Rachel?
Yeah, I felt like Carlin was the only trustworthy person. Veronica was way too quiet.
Yeah.
Which was
I
kind
definitely
of
thought you
suspicious.
would.
And yeah, I didn't trust Cher after that pass, but I had no idea that Bill was Hitler.
Okay,
No
interesting
idea.
thing. I definitely, I was nervous just because, like, when I passed, I gave you a choice and you picked a fascist.
What? No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You really did not. Like, we're not even playing the game and you did not.
Then I fucked up because I meant to give you a
Yeah,
choice,
you
but
did
it doesn't
not.
matter.
What the fuck?
Doesn't matter. That's why I was a long pause. Like, wait a minute, did I send her a thing or not?
No.
Oh,
When
that
you-
explains
when
the
she
pause
said, what
then.
did you have? And you said,
Oh,
and
that
I was
sucks.
and I was like,
Yeah, and
fuck
that's
off
why
or not.
I knew, which is why I was like, nope, fuck you.
You accidentally outed yourself.
Yeah, but it still didn't work. It's still, it's fine.
It
Still
turned
worked
out.
Yeah.
It turned
Still
out.
worked out. Still works, but I was just like, oh, that's when I start. That's why I
Wait,
was
I hate
quiet.
games like that.
That's why I was
You
quiet.
did have
What?
a choice?
No, I did not.
I meant to
have
give her a
choice.
choice. I meant to give her
She
a choice.
fucked up and forgot. I outed her, and then like I don't.
And then
even know.
then I fell silent, and then it was fine.
Yeah.
Jump.
How do you feel?
Ruined everything.
I just think it's so interesting because I played a few games with Cher now that as soon as you were outed as a fascist by Maya, like you sad puppied so hard. Like she got me. But like every
My heart
game that you
raced.
play where you are trying to advocate for like something that people like when you're getting accused wrongfully, you're so much more adamant about it. And in the like whatever, I'm a liberal, and it sounds so fascist when you do that I've never been able to read you at a table until this exact time.
Maybe I can't play anymore. Then with
I figured out your game.
you. That's okay.
Um,
We'll retire. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
That is weird, right? Like that does there's a feeling of like, oh, once you learn people's tells, blah blah. Playing poker with somebody too often, right?
But then you get inside your own head. Because then from now on, every time you play a game with the person who you figured out, you think like, oh, maybe I haven't figured them out. Like how, because every game has circumstances
We're
that
still
are
going. We're still
chaotic.
going.
Yeah.
That's why I had to pick your card because I wouldn't have trusted you otherwise.
Okay, I'm a little drunk. And I'm like a little mad that nobody was like advocating for me amongst the fascists.
I advocated for you.
You can't.
I know, but I have, yeah, you did a little bit, but then and then I advocated for myself just like ever so softly, which is just for the record. If you don't know me, that's hard for me to do. Like when I advocate for myself, it's loud and fucking proud, and that I'm not okay,
Like now.
whatever. Yes, but like man, when it started to fall, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna happen. This is the first game I've ever played where Hitler got elected, and it was me who was Hitler. That's like the best feeling in the world. I'm a monster. Okay.
I'm a little offended that you think that I wasn't advocating for you. I had to
I don't
wait
know.
until you were on a government before I advocated for
That's
you, because
fair.
I couldn't just be like, Bill, this guy over here who's getting drunk, you should put him.
I just meant at the very end. I
fucking advocated for you so hard. It was like, I don't think
Sorry.
that Bill would be being such a fucking idiot if he was Hitler. That was my whole argument.
Oh yeah, you totally did do that. You're right.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
my whole play. It was like, trust all of the right people except for Bill. Like everybody trusted Carlin, and I was worried that was gonna screw us because it was like, you were so good. And so I had to throw shade on like everybody else a little bit, and then try and get.
You're right. That was a good argument.
You guys did. The fascists did a really good job playing against two confirmed liberals, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Veronica.
So I was pretty quiet that whole game. Somebody noticed that too. Early on, there were a lot of liberals assuming that Ari was a fascist. And
dope.
I
love that
for
so
the
much.
record,
I was not assuming Ari was a fascist. I was assuming he was a drunk, misguided liberal, and I didn't want him in my head. So it wasn't.
That's fine. But there was
We
a
were
lot of
on
like,
the same
I don't
team.
trust.
I know, but you were still stupid.
I don't trust Ari, and I just sort of like faded into the background, and there was enough shit flying that I just like didn't have to do anything, which was really nice. It made it a very relaxing game. Thank you.
But it was so close.
It's Ari's turn.
I have been drinking and was definitely a lot more vocal this round, and I've never felt this not trusted in my life. Thank you guys so much for all of that. And I was just trying to be really adamantly liberal, and that didn't work even a little bit.
It's
So
okay.
here we are.
I mean, it's just because the people, like, Ari was basically in my ear like, they're fascists, but he was like, Rachel's a fascist, Carlin's a fascist, and I was like, they're not
No,
those.
I said Rachel was good. I said you
Like,
were
at
good.
the
I said
end-
Carlin was good. I wasn't sure about Bravo.
Anyway,
I was
regardless-
pretty sure about.
Regardless, I knew
Cher.
that Cher was a fascist because I outed her from the get-go. I knew, well, I didn't know. I just felt like Kevin was liberal because I wanted him to be. I knew that you were some kind of shady shit, probably Hitler. Honestly, I just like,
Probably, yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna be honest, I like hate
right
games
now.
like that when there's like, when the fascists know who the like one great liberal is and they're just all like, boom, boom. Like, I think it's way better, like the previous game where there's like contention and like people doing crazy shit, as opposed to when the fascists are like, nope, fuck that. And then there's like drunk, misguided liberals who are like, fuck that too. And I'm like, not you guys. Like, it's one of those annoying things where it's just like, so like personally, hate games like that, hate them, but like still fun, but hate them.
And we end where we began.
It felt
They're
good
just
to be
boring.
believed. I like it when people are like, "Oh, she's liberal," and I'm like, "I am though. Thank you." For those of you playing at home, if you play multiple games in a row, it becomes a totally different kind of game. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
the
just
second
like
game
you
is worse.
forget what happened, and then you're like, "I know
Yep.
I seem not trustworthy. I just legit forgot." So I'm sorry, I didn't remember being on a government with you at all. Like, I don't think that happened. And I remembered with Kevin really well, and that was my whole universe. Was like Kevin and I. We did a thing. I forgot what we did.
Yeah.
but I knew we did something good. But yeah, it made it fun and hard and just a totally different kind of game. And nicely done, because I was just like, Bill, sure.
I mean, I'll say this, the one like super strategic thing I did was go like, Carlin, we all knew you were the best in the last game and you're the best in general. And then everybody at the table was like, yeah, Carlin's the best at this point.
No, that's when I was like, fuck Bill, fuck Bill.
Yeah, you
Well,
were
you
one of
got
the
voted
downvotes.
down.
Yeah.
I won.
Yeah, there's something uniquely horrible.
Twitch.tv.
To be fair, you started the first game with Carlin, you're best in general. Be my chancellor.
Yeah.
So that didn't seem weird when
And
you
he was
said
a fascist.
I know.
Yeah.
I was a fascist both times
Oh
too.
fuck.
But I do think Carlin is objectively the best person. I say that in public, just like generally.
Oh yeah.
Bill is kind. He's a fascist.
That's not true.
Well,
I got
games are
burned.
like-
I got burned
Usually
so
always.
early on in one of these games by like another experienced player of these types of games. Greg was sitting next to me, and he just turned to me and he's like, "Man, I really trust you, buddy." Like, and I just like felt my heart melted, and I just trusted everything he did for the rest of the game, and he just like ate me.
Right.
It was horrible.
And he complimented my hair. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, girl.
That's what Maya was doing
Alright.
all of her
Let's
skin.
let's wrap this up for our Twitch viewers, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next Friday at 6 o'clock Central. Sorry we screwed up the blind game, but we'll be back next week and we'll have voting so you guys can win some copies of the game. If you want to get a copy of Secret Hitler, we are so close to getting this thing in print, and you can go to secrethitler.com and put in your phone number, and we will send you a text when the game is available. Any other stuff, Maya, that I'm forgetting?
Oh, I also, you might know because you might be here from that, but I posted about our live Twitch stream on our Facebook page, which exists. We do not have a real URL yet because Facebook won't let us use the word Hitler. We will eventually have a real URL, but you can still just like search Secret Hitler and find our Facebook page. There's not a lot of posts there. It's basically like, here's the Kickstarter, here's the website, here's the live stream. Pretty basic.
Can you do A one more time? Do it.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
We're monsters.
I am so proud of winning a game where I was